I just need something to like dispose.
Flesh Order went hard as fuck. Those guys are badass.
Yeah, so were we, Jake. We were going hard as fuck.
Our music goes hard.
I mean, it does.
People dig the songs.
We went hard.
I've
People
liked
finna
Flesh
dig you.
Order for a long time now.
A lot of
I
people,
was
A lot
hard.
of people say that.
Throughout the entire set.
Wait a minute.
That's the thing.
We just gotta get. We gotta go out there rock solid.
They'd be like, "What's? They got toothpicks in their pants or something?"
Men in tights. Men in tights.
That'll be our thing. Wearing tights.
No, it's not going
So
to
if
be
you
your
get
thing.
if you get
It's
hard
not
in the
going to
show, you
be-
just get a heart.
Unitards.
We're,
Yeah.
now we're
I'm gonna put a mat. A
we're all
mat
gonna
inside
walk
of
out in
mine.
fucking tights. We're gonna walk out like with our cheeks facing the stage.
Look at
You
you.
see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then we're gonna fucking clinch and then turn around
No.
No, you're fine.
like fucking like in Nacho Libre. Remember?
Oh yeah.
He was like, "These are my stretchy pants."
Needs-
That shit was hilarious.
Oh, we could. That's something else we could talk about the competition.
Nacho Libre.
I ate some bugs.
Whacking
I
battle
ate some
competition.
grass. I
Fuck.
used my hand to wipe my
Fuck.
tears.
Welcome to Vakin.
We're better than that alien band too. Yes, we are.
Alien weaponry.
So do we, though. Have you heard us?
Have we started?
You can start anytime you want.
Have we started?
Live at 5.
Shit.
Live at 5.
show. It's fucking go time. I didn't come here to fucking play no fucking games. I came here to kick some fucking ass.
We need a pop
Hey.
filter for that. Shit.
Hey, you good, man?
You good,
No.
bro? I'm
You-
fine
you
now.
alright?
I got it
Fine
out of
now?
my system.
Oh, okay, good.
God, fucking shit. What? Okay.
Hey, we're live at 5. The
Live
fucking
at
Scrapcast.
5.
You can't say that phrase without Austin. here.
Sure you can.
Sure, I can.
No, you fucking
I came up with that.
can't. Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, you did.
You did. Man, I wish I had some more fucking chalky milk, though.
I say that like on the very first podcasts.
Did you finish that?
Did you seriously just say that?
I did. Hell yeah. I did.
Chalky.
Fucking nerd.
Yo, Crystal brought this to me, and then I finished it, and like I opened it once, and that was it. It was done.
It was game over.
Game over. That shit was
Probably
so
because
good.
it's a fucking children's drink.
That too, but it was so fucking good.
There's a fine line between Neanderthal and child for Jesse. Don't know which one it is.
It could be either one at any given moment. He just jumps. He jumps across the line.
Talking about aliens now?
I just have an experience that I'm gonna share at some point
How about right now?
whenever we get into
How
it.
about right now?
Okay.
We're gonna get into
Segway.
that shit right now.
Segue that bitch now.
All right.
I'm finna segue your ass.
I'm about to just ride my Segway into this. Gotta take my glasses off to get serious.
Oh shit.
Gotta put his hair back.
Glasses off.
All right.
Pidgeotto.
It was like probably the craziest shit I ever experienced in my life. I was driving home one night after a late night closing shift at the Dom,
What's the Dom?
and the Domino's
Fuck Dom.
right here. Get yourself
Stop
a
sponsoring them. Put that shit down right now.
16-piece Parmesan bites.
We ain't
This
sponsoring no
episode
god
is brought to you by.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Hamados.
You're just gonna allow this shit, Jake?
Hamados.
Anyways, fucking.
Go
Kyra
on.
knows what's up.
Thought you
Anyways,
knew. What the fuck? How hard you gotta go?
That's some gangster ass shit right there, bro. That's gangster as fuck.
like I was saying, I was driving home one late night, closing the shift from Domino's, and we all know like the county line going towards Eagle Lake, the Colorado County line. It's that bridge. Then there's
Yeah.
that big like forest area.
Wait, there's two. I think there's two bridges. There's kind of like.
Well, there's the county line.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So I was driving like, coming up to that, and behind the trees, driving towards Eagle Lake, the trees on the left, I just see this huge flash of like fucking bluish light, and I'm just like, what the fuck? But like right before that, no, right after that happened, my whole car like fucking just shook, and like my steering wheel, like it just rocked back and forth,
Like hardcore?
like hardcore, like
This wasn't no wind or anything.
no, it just did it, and fucking, I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean,
Fuck up
yeah,
right now.
that's what I was like,
When was this?
fucking a couple weeks ago.
Damn,
Maybe
you
last
didn't-
week.
You didn't tell us about this?
Nah, I didn't.
You were saving it just for this,
I was
huh?
saving it just for this.
No, he
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Anything happen after that? Or did
Oh
it
yeah,
just-
that's just the start of
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
That's just the start of it. Like, so I'm driving, and you know that little, after you cross the bridge, you have to go around that curve, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I see like these kind of lights, like in the distance. They're not car lights, but they turn into car lights. They're just like kind of stacked on top of each other, like moving and shit.
Were they on the road?
They weren't on the road, but they were like, I don't know, they were too far in the distance for me to tell, and it was like fucking 2 in the morning.
So was this after the curve or like?
Yeah, it was like after I crossed the bridge and got to the curve,
Okay.
started seeing that shit at the end, and then I was like trying to make out what it was, see if I could see like what that fucking flashlight was coming from, and then I just see this kind of fucking SUV thing like driving towards me, and it doesn't look like any kind of vehicle I ever seen. It was like, it looked like it was an off-road vehicle, but it had a red kind of siren thing like on the roof, and it had like these little windows that were like probably that big. It looked kind of like a fucking armored van in a way, but mixed with some kind of like off-road SUV type thing.
What the fuck?
And like it just was coming at me fast as fuck, like zooming. And as it got closer to me, my car like did that thing again, and it like gravitated towards the thing.
Fucking what?
Well,
And I'm like, what the fuck?
whenever a really heavily like weighted vehicle passes by you, like 18-wheelers, your car does tend to like veer towards it for some reason.
See, that's what you think.
Well, no, that's just the shake of the wind.
No, like when you're passing or going by an 18-wheel. I'm
Talking
still-
about centrifugal force,
Sure.
centripetal force.
I'm not trying to argue against that. I'm saying like even if it was as
Centripetal.
if
It's
it's
like
as small as he's saying it was.
Centrifugal.
If it's as small as he's saying it was, then it shouldn't have done that though. Even if it was just a van.
Yeah, it was like probably the size, maybe a little bigger of the fucking Big Bertha. The Toyota Highlander, is it?
It's a Sequoia.
Sequoia?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
It shouldn't have done that shit.
yeah. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck that was? Oh, another thing that happened, like after my car like did that thing the first time, I had like this weird feeling that just immediately came to my body. Like, I can't really describe it. It was kind of like, I don't know, kind of like an emptiness, and that I just felt. And then after that first car, like vehicle thing passed, I kept driving like around the thing, like around the curve,
Yeah.
and another one of those came by, like maybe
You passed it, 2 of them.
past 2 of them. They looked exactly the same, and the exact same thing happened.
This was at like 2 in the morning, right?
This is like at 2 in the morning. The exact same thing happened whenever they passed me, and they looked exactly the same. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, at this point, I was
That's spooky.
it's
Bro,
spooky.
what the fuck?
And then after I kept driving, I was looking in my rearview mirror, like to see what was happening, and I see like the lights facing my way now. And then as I keep driving, I eventually just see them like disappear. And the same thing that happened to me, like driving, into that little area, it happened to me like as I was driving out. So my car did that thing again, and that feeling that I got, it just like went away.
Fucking shit. I don't know how.
I don't know how I don't even know like any kind of explanation for that shit. That was like
Matrix.
that was the weirdest shit I ever
That sounds
seen.
like some Transformers.
Like
It's the Decepticons.
Fucking Autobots,
I don't know.
Decepticons rolling out.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
What the?
that's like the weirdest thing I ever fucking saw.
Pocket
I
dimension.
don't know.
I mean, it just sounds like some kind of fucking weird energy field that you just.
That's
passed
what I'm
through that
saying,
was,
like,
emanating from these
I
vehicles.
think like it was some kind of fucking just some kind of circular like radius around that fucking that where that light came from.
Yeah.
And I just passed through that.
Just got fucked up for a second.
I don't know.
Dude.
I just felt completely different. It felt like something was being taken from me, or like I just had like a feeling of emptiness.
That boy's soul got snatched while he was.
I don't know
passing
what
through
happened.
this shit.
Just
Weird.
really quick.
You
Like,
just
I'ma
drove through the
snatch your
fucking
soul.
shadow realm.
I did.
Jesus Christ.
It was fucking. It was weird. The craziest thing though was that after like I kept driving, this 18-wheeler passed me, and fucking my car didn't do anything as I passed it.
Well, that defeats my fucking theory
That's what I'm
from
saying.
earlier.
It wasn't, I mean,
Some 18-wheelers do that though.
they don't pull you towards the 18.
They do.
Like it straight up felt like my car was being fucking, like it was just a big ass magnet pulling it towards the car. That shit was.
Not
Dude.
trying.
I have no explanation.
That's fucking insane.
Does that beat your story?
What do you mean, beat my story?
It's not a competition.
Why is it a competition?
Competition now. I just made it one.
I mean,
Cause y'all remember I was like, I said that I had something to tell,
Yeah,
but
you
I
did.
never said it.
That's right. He
That
did
was-
say
that
that.
was
that was what it was.
That was what it was.
Whoa.
Dude,
He said this
like,
a while back, I think.
that was like almost a month ago now. He said that.
Cause I wanted to wait till the next podcast to say it.
Yeah.
That
shit.
We're starting off strong, I see.
Starting off strong.
It's like some fucking new military prototypes are just fucking
I don't
driving
know.
around.
See, my guess is that aliens.
I mean, well, let's tackle this logically first. I mean,
Decepticons is the only logical explanation.
That is by far the least logical
the
explanation.
first
Get out of here, bitch.
your first school of thought to go through is that
Autobots.
yeah, this is like a new sort of military tech.
Could
But-
have been.
What
Why
the
would they
fuck?
be testing it?
Like it's the weirdest fucking spot to be testing military tech.
They wouldn't
Is
test
it? I
military
mean, is it?
tech
We're
at
out in the
all.
middle of fucking nowhere out here. At 2 in the morning.
Well, I guess you got me there.
At least it would be the place you least expect it.
No, even more so than us, it'd be somewhere further away from like a big area like Houston, like literally somewhere that's literally deserted. I don't know, somewhere so far from Houston, Corpus, Austin, somewhere that's
Maybe
just-
they just want some place where they'll encounter minimal casualties.
Well, I mean, even still, like you can go to Houston and people are like, "Where are you from?" You go like, "Oh, where's that at?" Not even Houston area
Like,
knows where.
we're out here, like, this is the country, but it's not like desolate. And that'd be like a prime like testing facility.
Why would that be a prime testing
Maybe they
facility?
need
Because it's not that there's nothing out here for it to not affect if they want to test the effects.
And then they might need a certain number of subjects to test upon.
Well, Karen, you just became a test subject.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
Karen got probed.
I probably did.
And then, of course, then we can also go the route. Yeah, that was some alien shit.
I know it was aliens.
It was aliens.
I know it was aliens.
AKA
Mr.
Decepticons.
Yeah. I mean, they are.
It's because they
Them boys were rolling out.
They were rolling out.
Decepticons
They're getting
roll
ready to
out.
Fuck some shit up. If anything happens, I know I know how it happened.
Oh yeah.
That shit. Weirdest shit I ever saw.
That is fucking crazy.
Swear. I mean, I was fucking high off of weed, but there's no way, like, I've been high off of weed for years, and I've never had anything like that happen. So, like, I wouldn't, I would know.
Well, shit,
It's crazy.
that is crazy. Oh, to throw out in case anyone gets confused, there's like there's an audience in here right now that's not visible.
There's no audience.
There's an
What are you
audience.
talking
So we're not just talking to voices in our fucking head.
I mean, I usually do.
You shouldn't.
Like, I'll even
about?
real.
Not on these mics, but on. Well, a little.
We don't use the microphone from the phone.
We're gonna Jessica's gonna have to put subtitles in for Rick over there.
No.
Fuck.
A collective voice for all of us.
Like you won't hear the phone audio, of course, but it's just gonna be subtitles like just somewhere on the video, and we're responding to them.
It's just gonna say the voice and then his words in parentheses.
the voice. Just a singular voice.
And whenever Jeffrey talks, it's gonna be like squeaking.
That is some shit to start off with.
Well, okay. Well, since we're on we're hopping off of Kyron. Jake, tell your story that you've told 4 times on this podcast.
Let
But
me hear
you
it
didn't get a
5th
chance.
time.
You didn't get a chance to say it last time, even though you started it.
Eat it. Eat the whole
Did I start it? I don't think
Yeah,
I
you
I
did start it. You were like, "There's this experience I've had. It was life-changing UFO experience," and then we went off on a tangent with Ryan Trahan. Thanks to Josh.
Thanks to Jesse. You mean the Ryan Trahan?
I mean, did you mean the Ryan Trahan?
and I said yes.
The Ryan Trahan.
And that's exactly what
You're
happened.
talking about YouTube sensation Ryan Trahan?
Over 1 million subscribers.
Rise Sniper.
It's happening again. Stop it. Someone stop.
Rise Sniper.
Stop while we're at early in on it.
Do you mean the Ryan Trahan?
Fuck yeah, I mean the Ryan Trahan. Shit, what you think this is? God damn.
Shout out to Ryan Trahan. I don't know if you're ever gonna watch this, but yeah.
You the boy.
Fuck is up, Denny's?
You won't duel though.
Bro, he'll take you out with the spell books.
It's happening.
Fuck this
Again.
spell.
It's happening.
Ryan Trahan will get
Someone
dropped.
stop.
The spell books will get dropped.
Fuck.
So go on. Jake.
Okay, so I've told this story at least 3 different times on this podcast.
So he claims.
So if you've listened to this story before, let me apologize beforehand for repeating myself. If you are just now getting into the podcast with our new revamped season 2 with the video and everything, enjoy. So this is probably one of the most life-changing experiences I've ever had. But basically it was me, Johnny, and Trent. And there was another person there, but he didn't see the same things we saw. And so the 3 of us were walking down a highway in Sheridan. And if you know Sheridan, at like 2-3 in the morning, there's fucking nobody around.
You mean
no
Splashway?
lights on? Yeah, Splashway.
Splashway Town. They ain't no Sheridan. Not
There's
anymore.
nobody around. It's dark. It's desolate. We're just walking down the main highway because I mean that's just what we fucking did. And then one of the other 2 guys points out a light in the sky that's moving irregularly, and so we look, and it's like a yellowish reddish light in the sky. It's too far away to be like an airplane, and it's not blinking. It's like a steady light, like a star, but it's not like the same color as like white bluish stars in the sky. And it's doing stair steps up the sky, and then we're following it, like we're like walking down roads so that way we can get past trees, so that way we can keep an eye on it. And then it starts moving back down in staircase patterns. And so we're all high as shit, so we're like,
No, wait. Say
what
it.
the fuck? So there I am, barbecued out of my mind. No, it wasn't even that barbecued. Slightly, I was like slightly charred. Slightly charred. I'm sober enough to know that this is fucking crazy, right? The craziest part about it is that we're just, at this point, we don't even know where we're going. We're just walking down through Sheridan trying to find clear areas to keep sights on this thing because it's moving crazily through the sky and it gets behind trees, so we got to run down to the next street to get past the trees so that we can keep our eyes on it. And then this thing stops doing its staircase movements and it's just gliding along the sky, and then it stops, and then at this point I can't tell how far away it is, but I don't know if it's between the light of the moon and bouncing off against it, but you can see these little, they're not lit, but you can see it, and there's little things shooting off of it that are shooting straight down toward the ground. And it shoots 5 or 6 of them off, and they just fall toward Earth. And then it shoots another one off, and it gets about halfway down the sky, because this thing's probably, if the horizon's about here, it's probably about 3/4 of the way up. and it's just shooting these things off, and it shoots 5 or 6 of them. They all just fall straight down, and then it shoots its last one off, and it fucking blows up in the air like a firework, and not like a colorful firework. It's just like fire in the sky, like something just fucking blew up with like gasoline. And then this thing just slowly moves, probably what from my vision of sight would be like probably a mile or 2 off to the right, and then it starts doing stair steps again, up and away, just up and away. And we try to follow it as best we can, but eventually it just moves off past what we can walk toward, faster than we can keep up with it, and we eventually lose sight of it.
You saw the coronavirus starting.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, this was back in. This was probably.
This was back when the coronavirus was starting.
This was probably the summer.
2002 coronavirus.
Maybe like the summer before my sophomore year.
Damn, that was in the 1990s, huh?
Yeah.
No.
It was in 2002.
I graduated in 2015, so.
Still,
2005, right?
you're a decade off there, son.
What?
It's all right. Old man.
Yeah, that's the story.
Well, shit. I don't know how to feel about that either. You know,
It's insane shit. It's what
this
it is.
just leads me to believe that
That's probably the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
aliens are real.
You think they were dropping stuff off?
I have no fucking idea.
Life out there is real.
Like the coronavirus.
The coronavirus was getting dropped off to us back like 5 years ago.
That
That's-
last one was the one that was supposed to hit us.
Shit.
Jesus. Like, what, did that just completely change your life because it led you to believe in extraterrestrial beings?
I mean, I already believed in aliens, but it was just like, because you always hear, like tall tales about things that are unexplained and ghosts and aliens, and everybody tells you this stuff, but to like actually see something, like as you're watching it, you're horrified, mystified, and you're just completely entranced by this thing that's unfolding out in front of you. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is watch, and you can't explain it. There's nothing to explain it.
No way
It's just
to explain.
changes you. Like, after that, like nothing is the same. Like, there's just, there's things out there that you can't fathom.
But they
Like,
know.
whether it was man-made or not, whether it was some secret government project, like, that's far beyond anything I can understand.
Because we don't know that much.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was doing. I don't know how it could do it. I don't know why it was doing it. I mean, I just have no idea.
It really hits all like the main points of
Yeah, it hits all the W's.
it hits like the main points of like fear, like human emotion. What yeah.
Well, wouldn't remember the thing that happened in Phoenix like years ago? They called it the Phoenix Lights or
Oh, yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Weren't they like dots in the sky?
It was like formations and shit.
Yeah, like formations, but they consisted of like just dots, right?
Yeah, it was like just
Dots of light.
dots of light, yeah. Arizona.
Arizona.
No, that's New Mexico.
Dulce? That's New Mexico.
Close enough. Right next to each other.
It's the desert.
Yes.
Yeah.
The desert.
All together, it's the desert. Well, shit. Like, I don't want to branch off like too far from that, but I saw something along similar lines of maybe that, but it wasn't as well known because obviously Eagle Lake isn't fucking well known to anybody.
Not yet. We finna put this bitch on the map.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fucking shit, that changed so fast. This was the story I was trying to get out in the last podcast. I don't know if it ever actually got out.
Probably not.
Yes, Rio Grande, Texas. What?
What story?
The one with Ryan Trahan. Stop.
Hey, wait a minute.
I think, did you tell that story?
I didn't get to as far as I know.
Ryan Trahan.
It's a alien story. I don't know if I got to get to it in the podcast because it kind of segued to hell in that podcast.
Hold on.
Ryan Trahan.
You're talking about YouTube sensation Trahan
Over 1 million subscribers. Sensation.
Never mind. This is what happened exactly last time.
Man.
Yep, this is it. This is what happened.
Tell your fucking story.
I'll tell my fucking story.
Fucking
and I'll
tell
like
it then. Hurry
Your
the
story that
fuck up.
happens to involve YouTube Trahan.
What did he say?
Tryon Rayhan.
Get it closely.
Tryon
Listen to it closely.
Rayhan.
All right.
Look at it closely.
Tryon Rayhan.
Ryan Rayhan. Yes.
It's me, huh?
Who's
It's
you?
my fault, huh?
Where you
No.
from, fool?
I'll come back.
I'm from here,
I'll
homie.
knock this fool out.
What the fuck is going on?
It's my fucking city.
It's not. It's not. You're not even from
Why are you
Eagle
always
Lake.
fucking playing?
Look at it closely.
My story's never getting out
Tell
there.
your
Fucking
story.
tell it.
You want me to tell it?
No, not really.
That's right.
I'm
All
just
right.
kidding.
Fuck
Tell your
my-
fucking story.
fuck my story.
Tell your story.
All right, I'll
yo.
tell my story.
The story's called.
That's what my story's called.
Read it.
Shit.
Read it.
Well, it's like I don't think it's as intense as Jake's was, because his was like, it was pretty up there, like more so than what I fucking saw. Maybe what I saw could be explained in more, I don't know, better terms.
All right. Well, what is it that you saw?
Well, me and Ryan were shut the fuck up. This was like back in like not even junior high. It was before that. It was like intermediate school. It was in.
Wait.
He's trying to derail my story by bringing out the
wait,
fucking tickets.
I'm just bringing them out.
He's bringing out the tickets to derail my story. Fuck it. I'm not telling my story. No, fuck the story. What's in that bag? Or that fucking envelope? What's in the envelope?
It's the fucking tickets. I'm
Tickets
just
to
putting
what?
them on the table.
Will you tell the story? I want to hear it.
You want to hear it now?
Yes.
Huh?
Tell your story.
Kind of want to hear
You-
you brought
you
up the
already,
fucking
like-
tickets.
Just tell it.
Where are the tickets you carried? What's in
We'll-
the fucking envelope?
We'll get to that.
It's my
We'll get to
massive
that.
hentai collection.
You have
Oh,
one
I
too?
thought it was mine.
Get
Oh.
out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Oh.
Boy thinks he knows.
Yeah.
So you were with Ryan Trahan, the Ryan Trahan,
I was with-
YouTube sensation of over 1 million subscribers.
Man.
Tryon Rayhan.
I was with Tryon Rayhan back in like before middle school, intermediate school, like 4th, 5th grade, 6th, I don't know, something like that. And we were back whenever like, you know how those people that will go like from place to place sing Christmas carols,
Carolers?
carolers. We did that in Eagle Lake. So,
I mean, caroling is fun. Christmas is fun.
You would be the one.
Hell
I-
yeah!
I like
Christmas is fun as
Christmas.
fuck.
All right, let's not get off on that tangent. Continue.
Fuck caroling.
yeah, so we were
This is
caroling.
death metal caroling. We can do that. Just pull up in someone's front of someone's house on a trailer.
All right, this next jingle is called
Fucking
Bro, just tell your story.
I am. Y'all keep fucking derailing me.
This next song's about how Jesus
The Ryan Trahan death metal caroling. Motherfuckers. I'm never gonna get this story out.
Tell your story. I'm sorry. That was hilarious.
Are y'all ready?
Now he's gone. Now he's gone.
What did he say? What did he just say now?
He's
What the-
gone. It's gonna be at least 10 minutes.
What the hell did he just say right now? This happened in the last podcast. I didn't know what he was laughing at so hard until I rewatched the podcast. Like I don't know what he's laughing at right now, man. Wheeze, 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 motherfucker.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Heath Ledger Joker's coming back.
That's fucking hilarious.
Are you fucking done?
Are you good, bro?
Not. He's not good at all.
This next song's about fucking Santa Claus and his tight ass. It's called That's how you fucking death metal Christmas carol.
We should have a Christmas album.
No, I'm not doing a Christmas.
We're doing a
song.
Christmas. Oh yeah, that's right. Jake's against Christmas.
What was the previous song called?
Song before that was called "So Jesus Fucking Died."
That's fucking hilarious.
Get away from the microphone, bro. You don't deserve it anymore. About to throw on a guest podcaster because you can't control yourself. That's what we're gonna do. We got 3 people to
Bro,
choose from.
Jesse fucking dies laughing in every episode. Like, I swear.
Was that the one that got you?
Like, I swear.
It's like song's called "So Jesus Fucking Dies."
I'm gonna tell my.
Makes the same noises when he busts a nut.
Delicious. That ass bitch.
He goes,
I'm telling my
Fucking-
story.
All right, tell your story, please. For the
Get
love
away
of
from the
fucking
microphone, bitch.
God. For the love of God, tell your
Yeah,
story.
tell your story. Tell your story.
You, Ryan Trahan, intermediate school.
This literally, I feel like this story doesn't even live up to the hype anymore. Because bro, fuck my story. Let's go on to the next topic.
No, I want to hear your fucking story.
Fuck this story. It's not even cool anymore.
Are you?
We can't. Everyone keeps tangenting off to something
You,
else.
Trahan,
Are you
middle school,
What happened?
Christmas caroling.
Why are you laughing? What
Why,
are you?
why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running? It's not good.
You don't
Yeah,
like
it's
it?
like old as fuck.
Those carbohydrates.
Why'd you even grab one then?
I didn't realize.
Sit down, Rick.
You didn't realize the carbohydrates would be too much.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Taste it closely.
Yeah. Josh, tell your fucking story.
I wish you had marinara.
Yo, can I have this?
Tell your story.
Okay.
I lose these.
Me too. I bought a case and I keep it in my car.
Give it back to me so I can get Crystal one.
I drink like 2 a day.
Pizza's over there in the corner. Go get it.
Wait, hold on.
No one can hear you, Jesse. Well, while this all is going down, because Jesse's like coherent right now. Don't finish that sentence right now. Don't finish it. Yeah, no one's gonna stick around because they can't stand. We were caroling.
Please tell
We were on a fucking trailer that was pulling us around town caroling. We were on the trailer. What? What?
Go,
What's
bro.
so fucking funny now?
You keep stopping yourself. We're
Because
just
you're fucking laughing.
we're just reacting to your
Nothing's
story.
funny yet.
I'm just saying.
There's no funny
Just
part
go.
of this story.
All right, go. Let's go.
Don't touch me, bro. Get off.
It's all good.
Me and Jesse were literally laughing about suicide in the last episode.
Jesse was. Jesse was.
I mean, I was too, but I can compose myself.
Jesse's still dying. I bet it's been like 10 minutes already.
I will. Literally, all I was gonna get to is like it looked like the Phoenix Lights. It was like 3 dots in the sky. They were like small enough to be stars. Then it got closer, like within range to obviously tell they weren't stars. Shit. It started spinning. And like literally,
were they in like a triangle, or
it was in a triangle.
and they were like rotating?
Yeah.
Why?
And then as soon as like it was doing that, when it was within range, it got with like out of range, like not even star level in a matter of maybe 10 seconds. And that's
So like you saw them, and they got closer. Then they started spinning and then moved away.
yeah,
No shot.
maybe less than 10 seconds. I don't know. Like that's literally the only reason why I think of it as a UFO thing, because for the longest I thought it was kind of just like a government thing, but the whole Arizona Lights thing where it was just like dots in the sky reminded me of it. But do you know how fast it is to like get without a range of a fucking star? Like stars are already like how far away are they?
stars are far enough away that they can be dead by the time we see the light from them.
That's how far away they are. And for something to like get within range that close and then out in a matter of like seconds, not even a minute, that's something. Like,
But I mean, for something to leave your line of sight, like they could just gotten so far and the lights could have just dimmed away, you know.
that's also true. That like,
Drink some.
it's
But
not.
I mean,
why.
still, like that's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Stop.
what it was, but
Just
it
stop
was enough to
laughing.
catch my attention.
I can't.
I'm never
Are
telling.
you fucking done?
Speaking of
Get him, Jake.
I'm never telling stories on this podcast ever again.
You're such a fucking interruption. If we were in kindergarten, I'd give you the fucking red stick. I'd give you the red stick.
The
Do it
red
now.
stick.
I don't even know what that is.
He would move
Y'all,
your
y'all
clip
didn't have that in
down.
kindergarten?
Oh, where we moved our.
With the colored popsicle sticks to show how bad you were in class?
No.
We no.
we moved our
Clothespins, yeah.
we moved our
you
colors
old
down.
bitch. You old.
I'm like
down.
2 years older than you.
Yeah.
You old.
Remember it was like moving our pin down or some shit.
Yeah.
Red was
It
go to
was-
the office.
It was green, then it was yellow, then it was like orange, then it went down to red.
We had to
Yeah.
sign off, like our parents signed off on it.
It was fucking
So
stupid.
fucked
They had it in school.
Bet
but,
you
like,
got
your
that
parents
shit
had-
a lot.
I always
didn't
wanted
you?
to like talk to people, but I always had
How-
to move my clip down.
Hey, bro, can I talk to you? I'm gonna have to move my clip down, but I want to talk to you.
What?
I remember I got my clip moved down to yellow one time, and I was my clip. I got sad for the rest of the day because I've never been in anything but green, man. You know,
Tell him something.
you know how hard it was to move your clips to yellow when you've never been told to do that before. Josh, go move your clips to yellow now.
That would be scary as fuck.
Yes!
Everybody would be like, ooh.
Yeah, everybody's just, oh, shit! All the other little fifth
Good
graders
kids
like,
in
"This
trouble."
bitch in trouble. Ah!
She was a sly ass teacher. I'll give her that. You know, on the first. On the- he was even laughing the whole time. He was just like. That's his talking now. It's
Oh
just
my
like
God.
different forms of fucking laughter. Woo! Shut the fuck up. This lady on the it wasn't even the first day of school. It was like orientation or something. She said, "Now go set your name tag down to like the seat you want to sit at." And I set my name tag down next to my friends, and it was moved on the first day of school. None of us sat where we wanted to sit at. She was smart for that. I'll give her that.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
She-
You have to get that hard read on.
She thought our dumbass
Hard read.
kids wouldn't understand, but I knew. I knew she was up to something. Miss Rankin, I know you.
What grade was this?
Fourth.
fuck.
I wasn't here for fourth grade. I was in Columbus.
What you doing over there, bro?
What you doing over there? Where you going, stupid?
Yeah, stupid. Where you going?
I don't know. I was there for like most of third grade and fourth grade.
Kyron came up to me and introduced
I
himself,
was just over there fucking
vibing.
bowling.
He said, "I like your shoes."
Oh.
I like your boots.
They were DC's.
When did I say that?
We're at the playground.
Us?
He said, "I like your shoes," because they were DC shoes.
They weren't DCs.
They were DC.
No, they weren't.
What were they then?
They were DVS.
They were DVS. Excuse me.
Damn, you remember that? That's crazy.
Cause they were some nice shoes.
Yeah, see the shoes. I'm telling you,
In
that's
sixth,
how it
in
went.
like fifth grade.
Yes.
Yeah, right. I remember.
Playground.
I was just like, those some nice shoes. I bet those is comfortable.
I just heard my name from a voice I didn't know. Hey, Josh.
Josh.
I like your shoes.
See Christian.
I knew it was Forrest Gump. Everyone knows it was fucking Forrest Gump. Jetty. Yeah, of fucking course.
Jesse never watched that movie.
Okay, speaking of that,
Oh,
Literally line sentence.
Jeffrey never watched that movie.
Jeffrey never watched it.
is Jenny the bad guy in Forrest Gump?
Yeah, she is. Absolutely.
I haven't
Jenny?
seen it.
Jenny's the bad
She
guy.
is the bad
in
guy.
Forrest Gump.
I hate her. I hate her.
She is the bad guy. But
She
Jenny
leads him
is
on.
The villain.
That's why she had to die.
Forrest Gump. She-
Did she die?
She died.
yeah, she fucking
Oh.
caught AIDS and then decided to click back with Forrest Gump after he had all his fucking military and fucking Bubba Gump shrimp
Nice.
benefits.
Nice.
She was like, "Yo."
Is, we don't know.
Ooh, oh, that camera, that kid.
We
It's
don't know
been
if it
it's
was
been too long
his.
since I've
She's
seen
like,
it.
"Yo, let me catch
Damn,
that
I gotta add that
fucking
on
shrimp dick."
Sure.
She wanted that shrimp dick.
that shrimp boat captain.
Forrest Gump was a good movie.
Yeah, it's been too long
It's
since
a
I've seen it.
fantastic movie. Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors.
I love that movie.
I mean, Woody.
You know what I saw spreading around the internet
was
for the
the voice of
longest
Woody.
was like
Yes.
whenever he when it was his kid, he asked if like he was normal. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
that leads to the fact that he always knew he was kind of off.
Right.
Of course he did.
Well, fucking duh. Everybody told him he was stupid.
Yeah, but people tell Jesse he's stupid every day, and like he doesn't think he's off. It's different, you know.
Nah, he's well aware.
I do.
He's well aware.
Dude, if there was like a bunch of little me's, just like me.
That's sad.
Well, I mean, Forrest always knew he was
What do you
different
think-
from
Game
the time he was a
over.
kid because he had the
Closed
braces
jacket.
and everything.
Yeah, but some people.
But hoping that his
How does
son
a-
isn't like him.
Yeah.
You think a kid would just process
Yeah.
that?
No.
Alright.
I mean, by the time you're an adult, yeah.
I got
Maybe
you.
they will process that they're different
bad, dog.
from the
It's-
leg
I
thing.
mean,
Not
And he
it's-
can,
it's good.
he knows he's different than other people by the time he's an
Shit.
adult.
my fault, dog.
well, some people are more off than others, so I guess he was just like.
I mean, yeah, it's not like he's fucking violently retarded.
Why does it have to be violently, bro? What's so violent about it?
I mean, he's still capable of like social interaction.
That's Sling Blade. Nah.
Do you have to be like a certain level to enter the military? Because
But I mean, that was back in Vietnam.
Level 5?
They were taking
Vietnam when they wanted retards for the front line.
they were
Like,
taking anybody.
They just wanted people to take
Except
the
women.
fucking bullets so they could napalm those
No, they were
fucking
taking women
people in
too.
the trees.
holy
Actually.
fucking shit.
They had hella women out
Shit
there.
was terrible out there, bro.
But you get it, yeah.
Those are the 70s when they didn't give a shit about human beings. I mean, they still
They
don't.
still
but
don't, but-
Jesus Christ, it was bad out there.
Do you guys ever hear that audio, like psychological warfare the U.S. did during Vietnam, where they had in Vietnam there's like
Nobody can hear you right now, Rick.
Subtitles.
it's like a mythological legend that people who don't get buried in Vietnam wonder, or like they're like cursed to wander the woods forever, and so the United States decided to like basically depict that with like an audio thing, and soldiers would go into the woods at night and play that loud as fuck, and it was like really scary.
That's really cool.
The first half is scary sounding, and the second half is like they're saying like, "You guys better go back before you die."
Oh.
It's like, but the first half is fucking good.
Is there like audio recordings that you can go?
Put it in there.
Oh, fuck that. Let's just pull it up.
That's all I'm saying. Put it.
No, you pull it up, and so we can hear it right now. Bitch, well, you want it?
What do I type in? What do you even type in for that?
He's already.
But it'll play across that if we do it on mine.
Yeah.
You're doing the video. Oh,
Operation Wandering Soul.
Yes.
Wait, I got it.
nice. Thank
Too
you.
late, fuckboy.
I got it.
The following was a recording of the Wandering Soul, or Ghost Tape number 10. Sounds like Lavender Town.
Actually, Josh, just turn it down. I'll put it like over. I'll put the audio over. So just turn it down so we can hear it.
Turn up some though.
Saying they played this shit in the woods at night.
What kind of pizzas they got over there? What if you heard that?
I'll be gone.
What if you were just walking one night and you just heard all that?
I mean, yeah, in like the context of now, I kind of think it's dumb. But if you're just like in 1970, walking through the woods of Vietnam by yourself, hot, tired, machine gun in your hand, just waiting for somebody to pop up and shoot you in the face, and you hear this shit,
It's part of your culture.
yeah.
It's like target after
The beginning of it sounds like Lavender Town, though. Go back to the beginning of it.
Okay.
Sounds like Lavender Town.
It says in the description.
See, what they should have done, just played the 8-bit Lavender Town version that made kids kill themselves. That's what they should have done.
That's a theory. Also,
They really did that.
What's that about?
Yes.
Ooh, that was crazy.
What the hell is that about?
What?
which
Lavender
one?
Town?
You said it was like making people kill themselves.
Oh yeah, it was like it was like a spooky story type thing that in the original Japanese version of Pokemon in Lavender Town, like the theme of it, it would make kids like have suicidal thoughts and shit.
It was a creepy pasta.
That was in the game.
Yeah, it was in like if you listen to like the actual like original like what the fuck am I thinking?
What? It was.
Like, is that like a?
No, that didn't really happen.
Like green.
That
like
doesn't. That's
green
not what it
version.
means in the game.
No.
No. It was just like a scary
Oh.
story type thing.
I was
Because
like,
it
damn.
the
Ghost-
like the
ghost
original
story.
version sounds a lot stranger and like more like
Well, I think
differential pitches.
I think what they used to explain it was that there was tones, very specific tones that was used in the composition and through the whatever, that when you heard those like specific tones and whatever, it would cause like something in your brain waves and then suicidal thoughts, and then kids would go and kill themselves.
That was a story. That was a story, or like it actually happened.
No, it's
No,
a
it was
story.
just a story.
Oh.
It didn't actually happen.
But the Porygon thing,
Wait.
Porygon.
Before we branch off to that, let
What the
me.
hell is that?
Oh, there was an episode of Pokemon that had Porygon in it. It had a lot of like flashing lights and shit, and it made people
want
have
me to-
seizures that were epileptic. Yeah.
Well, let me tell the thing with the Vietnam War thing before we branch off,
Did it get a
because
little-
there's a description right here that I want to read off. Says known officially as the Wandering Soul and also known as Ghost Tape Number 10. The tape was broadcast by U.S. Army and ARVN forces. Loudspeakers installed on boats, helicopters, and crew-carried units during Show Hoi and psychological warfare missions in use against the Viet Cong and the Vietnamese main army. That's like the description, but it doesn't say why they did it.
Why
Because
they did it?
it was part of their culture to know that there was wandering spirits in the woods. So they wanted to scare the fuck out of them.
So who
So they
did
could
it?
shoot 'em.
The U.S. Army?
Yeah,
US Army.
the U.S. did that to the Viet Cong.
I was, but like,
He read it. Josh, it doesn't say on there who did it. It was the U.S. Army.
yeah, it did, but like they were using it against the Vietnamese, like their own culture against them, essentially.
Yeah.
To what? Scare them?
Yeah.
To show them like, hey, we killed your people, and we're gonna use your
No,
culture.
I mean it was like
It's the belief that if you die without a proper burial, you'll be lost forever. And when you're at war, a lot of them aren't going to get a proper burial. So it's like, hey, by the way, your culture says this is what's going to happen to you if you die.
yeah. So they would pretty much back off, and then the U.S. could advance.
Yeah, it's creepy that is.
You know what's crazy though? We fucking lost.
That's right.
That's because them Viet Cong.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
Why did we lose that war?
Because they were fucking brutal.
Because one, they were brutal. Two, we were fundamentally unprepared for the terrain.
Do you want to be censored?
I guess I don't care.
Yeah, and three, guerrilla warfare was a thing, and we were totally unprepared for it.
Which is funny because the Indians did that to us. I guess we didn't learn our lesson.
No, we didn't.
Native Americans, that is.
Because we thought they were just a bunch of fucking bozos with AKs, and we could just go in and take over, but no.
The United
course we
States
do.
was-
We're the
Because we are.
They're feeling good.
America! Fuck yeah!
They were feeling pretty big after World War II, and they came in like the last stock.
Yeah. No. Can I cop another beer from somebody? Thank you.
Dude, I'm fucking full.
Shout out to Crystal
full.
over there in the corner, unseen, unheard, but goddamn. If Crystal doesn't support this whole fucking organization, like anybody else doesn't.
Well, fuck. That was something to go on about.
She
But-
goes all the shows. She fucking puts up with our dumb shit. Puts up with Josh. Fucking, she's married to a bassist. Ew.
For real. Damn.
How long am I gonna be a bassist for?
Oh, hold on.
Can't have bass without some ass.
Yeah.
Some
You shut the fuck up.
Some-
No bass with that.
How did this
He puts
start?
the ass and bass.
That's right. Josh got that power wagon.
Ass and bass.
About time y'all noticed, but that's not the point here.
So back to Porygon though. That's interesting.
For anyone that doesn't know what Pokemon or Porygon is, Porygon's Pokemon. Everyone knows what Pokemon is. There was an episode in the Pokemon anime where this was like long ago.
It's like 99.
But yeah, like fucking 20 years ago.
It was one of the. It wasn't from the first season. It was like episode 80 or something. Episode 60.
They released an episode with Porygon where like there was just seizure lights, literally.
For
Like-
way too long.
Yeah,
For
not even
way too long.
not just like 5 seconds, but a solid like I don't even know how long it was.
Well, 5 seconds is pretty long for seizure lights. So it was
Exactly.
probably like 5 seconds.
I think it was 10.
Too long, dude.
It was a long time, and like a bunch of people got seizures. A bunch of kids got seizures from watching that episode. So like,
Out of their mind. So it never aired in the U.S.
yeah, they should have just cut it because we don't want to give U.S. kids seizures.
And then another interesting
You wrote it
cut.
the wrong way, you
Oh, shut up.
dumbass.
It's not. It's from my reference.
Oh, okay.
Another interesting cut Pokemon episode for the U.S. was initially not cut because 9/11 hadn't happened yet, but there's an episode where Tentacruels get really big and they come on shore and attack, and they thought that the image of him like knocking down skyscrapers and stuff was like too close to home after 9/11. So I think what happened was they stopped airing it, but they have it on. They released it for VHS, and I have that VHS.
Oh really?
No shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then another one because of 9/11 was an episode where no towers got destroyed, but the name of it was like Tower of Doom or Tower of Death or something.
They were
It was
really
the one
trying
with like the ghost Pokemon in it.
Oh, they were really trying to
Oh,
avoid
where
all that
Ash gets like
9/11
his
stuff.
soul, and him and Charmander get their soul taken out of him by Haunter and
Yeah.
Gengar. Dude, that's like my favorite fucking
I know,
episode.
Dude. I know, dude. It's either the Tentacruel one or that one that I have on VHS. But yeah, after 9/11, they stopped airing those.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my favorite episode is where it's Haunter,
And
Ghastly, and Gengar,
The
and
whole line.
they push Ash and Charmander's soul out of their body, and they go flying around and shit.
And then
Dude,
Ash picks up Misty to scare her.
hold up,
What?
fucking major nostalgia right now, dude.
And I think the last Pokemon episode from the original season that got that wasn't aired in the U.S. was aired for a much less serious reason, and that's because they
Was it
had
Was it
James cross-dressing,
Oh yeah,
and he had like inflatable boobs.
Yeah.
Was that the same episode they had the dude with the gun?
Oh yeah, there was an episode with a dude with a gun.
Yeah, he pointed it straight to Ash.
Oh yeah. Speaking of dudes with guns in Yu-Gi-Oh, there was a
Season
scene,
zero. Oh my
there was
God.
a scene where two guys were pointing guns at Kaiba, and in the U.S. version they just erased the guns. So the dudes are
is
just
that-
like,
They just
Oh,
straight
wow.
erased them.
yeah, they just
Oh my
erased
God.
them.
Was that when Kaiba like throws a card at him or something? Yeah.
And then jumps out the window.
Yeah.
What's the name of that one Pokemon that like wears makeup kind of? It's like a female Pokemon.
Jinx.
I was just
They,
explaining to a
they
Japanese.
changed her color
Color.
scheme.
Yeah, they made her purple, right?
Yeah,
purple.
because people were
Purple looks better
complaining
than
that
the
it was.
black.
Yeah, it does look better.
It looks a lot like Jim Crow.
They
Old Jim Crow drawing.
yeah.
I was explaining to a Japanese person. I was explaining to them the difference between like a character that just happens to be black, like a cat or something, and a character that's actually racist.
Yeah.
And I was giving Jinx was one of my examples.
Jinx was for sure. I mean, still kind of is, but they changed the
The
color
color.
scheme. But I mean, yeah, they did something to make it right. Is what
They
Sate's
changed
face
it
on
to purple.
Yeah.
Purple. Which looks better in my opinion.
It does. I mean, that's like fucking Mr. Popo from fucking Dragon Ball.
That was my other example.
that's
I didn't know it was him.
terrible.
I don't know. They don't in Japan. They don't understand the concept of racism.
No, they don't.
It's really weird because they don't have racists over
Join
there.
us, Jeffrey.
And so like I tried to explain like usually it has to have big lips, and then they were like, well, I don't think all black people have big lips, so I don't think it's racist. It's like that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Regardless, it was enough to like change it all up.
Right.
So, yeah,
It's just
they-
it differentiates from culture to culture.
They probably just thought, oh, this is a cool design. I'll use it.
What?
They just don't grasp the history behind it.
Mm-hmm.
it
You
sucks.
really were dying for 10 minutes.
I'm back now.
Let me see my list. Why is it all the way in the back?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was. Don't worry about it.
So
I need a,
he can feel important.
I need a
Oh.
fucking notebook.
I marked this off, but I still want to talk about Lavender Town and Pokemon because even disregarding like the whole fucking theories behind it and everything, I think it's a really cool story and like pretty dark for Pokemon in general. I forgot the story.
There are a lot
Wait,
of
what?
good. There are a lot of good creepypastas.
It
When
wasn't even a
when I
creepypasta.
first heard of the whole original Lavender Town makes you kill yourself thing, I think it's on YouTube. It's like
The
several hours long loop of the original audio, and I just sat there and listened to it high as fuck for like a
Oh my
long time.
Goodness.
I was just like, let me test this theory.
I'm gonna
No,
kill myself.
not even
I'm
the
finna kill
fucking-
myself.
See if
Get
this
money.
Shit makes me kill myself.
Not even the fucking theory, the legit like story behind Lavender Town
Like in game.
in game.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's a sad one. That's sad too.
You kill your rivals, Eradicate.
No, no.
You kill it. It's
no,
dead. You never see it
Gary.
again.
You don't kill it. It got it
Blue.
died
No,
somewhere.
it
A
fucking-
Geodude fell on him while he
You
was making his way through the.
You
the
definitely killed it.
Yeah, you
That's why
fucked
I'm
him
so
up.
fucking
It's a
pissed off
Pokemon
about you.
graveyard town essentially.
And that's why Gary was there. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, fuck him.
The story goes is like when your Pokemon dies, you take it to Lavender Town in the tower where all the Pokemon get buried.
Then it turns into Ghastly.
Sure.
Gary, he's our man.
Yeah.
Speaking of music that is like disturbing to the mind and is really long. I'm trying to find. Here we go.
The anomalies of artificial origin.
No, everywhere.
I
at
can't
the
plug
end of
that.
time. It's something. It's an experimental album, series of albums. Actually, it's 6 albums by someone called by the name of The Caretaker. It's called Everywhere at the End of Time, and it's basically their attempt at illustrating the process of what is it when you forget things
Amnesia.
and no at old age.
Oh,
You lose-
dementia.
Dementia. It's illustrating the process of dementia.
Alzheimer's.
And so like at first it's old sounding like music from the 40s, so like big band stuff, real pleasant sounding, but it already has that old effect on it. And then as the album series goes by, it gets more and more distorted and more unrecognizable,
Oh.
and it becomes more and more difficult to listen to.
It's 6 albums.
It's 6 hours long, and you're meant to listen to the whole thing. You're meant to listen to the whole thing in one sitting because like it sort of adds to the disorientating experience of dementia. Like you lose your sense of familiarity with the world, and it's scary.
Ooh.
What's that called? It's by The Caretaker.
The Caretaker, Everywhere at the End of Time or something like that. I'll check again.
Totally.
I listened almost to the whole thing. I started to skip through because it wasn't having the effect it was supposed to have on me, but it sort of did.
He's immune
It's
to it.
Everywhere at the End of Time.
That's really cool.
Sounds spooky.
And it really later on when it's distorted for the majority of the time, when you get that little bit of like extra like legitimate music where it's normal sounding music, something pleasant sounding, you appreciate it much more because you've just been listening to
Static.
yeah, like it's like even worse than static. Like sometimes, for example, there's like you'll hear random like footsteps in
You know how
in the middle of the
paranoid-
song
you know how
because
paranoid-
that's part of dementia is like you don't know anybody anymore. You don't recognize anything. The whole world is the unknown now.
Right.
So
That's pretty
everything's a
fucking
threat.
weird. That's really good because like it's trying to imitate the feeling that someone with dementia will feel like, say they're living with somebody
Yeah.
and they hear someone walking around, they're like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Like,
And
no
that's
one-
just, that's one of the examples.
That's really cool.
You should check it out. It's 6 hours though.
Yeah, I might have to do it in chunks. I don't know
I
if I
sorta-
could do 6 hours in one sitting.
What I did was I sort of skipped through eventually later when it got really distorted and it was harder to listen to. I sort of skipped through because it does give you the song list so you can sort of see
makes me kind of
where to skip
Right.
next to.
The whole concept of that is just very depressing.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't have a good time listening to it.
Why did
You
you
want
listen
to know
to it?
something depressing? Listen
No.
to listen to Pink Floyd's entire discography,
Why?
like nonstop, back to back. Start with the first song and the first album, go all the way through to the end. I'm gonna talk about depressing. That shit puts you in a fucking weird mood.
Their whole
Just-
discography.
Like, just don't listen to anything else. You don't have to listen to it all at once, but if all you listen to is Pink Floyd from start to finish, their entire discography, puts you in a very strange state of mind. Like, by the time you get like 4 or 5 albums deep, and you just know when you turn on your music, it's gonna be Pink Floyd. And, I don't know, it's just like a weird feeling.
That's sad.
You just know it's just like you know, like you just binged like a whole bunch of like mystifying, like really
Avant-garde.
hallucinogenic type of music, and then once you stop and you took a break and you did something else for a while, and when you want to listen to some more music, you know when you turn your music back on, you're going back into that headspace. Like before you press play, you're just like, I'm really just about to dive headfirst back into this fucking shit. And it's weird because like when you take breaks from it and you go to like a normal state of mind, and then you realize you're about to dive back into that weird like intrinsic kind of feeling, it's really strange, but it's really cool. I
Yeah.
love Pink Floyd.
And it's probably actual music.
Yeah, no, it's really good music, but it's just they're just so fucking weird.
Well, that's
But they
fucking
have like
depressing.
really deep concept albums is another thing. That's really a part of it. Their concept albums are really deep.
And then they've got some singles in there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's because like I've always liked Pink Floyd, but I've only listened to like the big singles. I never listened to like whole albums. And then one day I was just like, I'm gonna listen to all of Pink Floyd. So I just dove right in. And it's just crazy.
And then
And
that's
you
what
wanted
that's
to
what you
kill
got from it.
Yeah, it's depressing, but it's fucking fantastic music.
Have y'all known anyone with like actual dementia?
No.
Kind of. My grandma's starting to get there.
No.
My grandma
Currently?
before she died it was crazy. She was like 86, 87. She didn't have dementia or any of those problems at all until she fell and hit her head. But like until then, to like not, it's just in the genes, I guess. I don't know. But for a
Right,
while,
literally.
she was like, I'm all here, not having a good time, stuck in one room, but I'm all here.
Right.
Is she still with?
No,
Like,
when she was alive.
Oh shit! Like it's literally genetic because my grandpa's mom. My grandpa's mom had dementia and she was like really out of it because she was like in her late 80s, like to the point where she would literally wipe our table with the telephone.
Oh.
Like she was really gone at that point.
wow.
Yeah, I was a little, my great grandma, I was kind of afraid of her because she always did crazy stuff like that and I didn't know about all of that, but that's how she was. And she passed in 07, and her son, my grandpa, he started to get dementia like in the mid 2010s, and like it literally progressively gets worse. There's no way, it's the kind of thing where like once it starts, there's no way to revert back to the original way you were. It just kind of either stops or progresses, and I don't think it ever stops, honestly.
For now.
Yeah.
Just like imagine it happening. Like, oh, it's like
Well, I mean, it's just like 1 second everything's okay, and then you look down and you look up and you're in a room full of strangers.
But do
Yeah,
you, like, realize,
literally.
Do you realize what's happening or not at all?
The
Realize.
album, I think they pulled from research because they had a lot of, towards the end of the album, they just started using technical terms of stuff that happens in dementia,
Right.
like in the head. I think in the first album or the second album, he starts naming things with like, or he actually has a description for every album of the stage. And
Oh, that's right.
there he
Aaron's
is.
alive. That's
Soy sauce.
God.
They tried.
We tried. Yeah.
You were on.
Aaron, you fucking scared me. I thought you were like an animal.
I mean, you shifted a bit.
Yeah.
I knew I heard movement. I thought it was the dogs or something.
The dog was laying by your head, inside your mouth.
But
It's like all those.
Yeah,
those-
either in the first album or the second
There's pizza
album,
in those.
the description describes a faint feeling of knowing that something's not right,
Oh.
of something's wrong, or that you're losing something. And then as the titles go by, it starts the song titles start to, it's just a general feeling of hopelessness of like knowing that there's something, the end is coming. You can't do anything about it.
Oh.
Yo, like literally, my grandpa used to always. He knew. I don't think he knew, but he kind of felt.
Like eventually you're not gonna know anymore, but when it starts setting in, I guess the idea is that you
Yeah.
realize that you're losing something.
You know something, like, you know something's up, but
That was like one of the main themes of that album.
Yeah.
Of those albums was losing something.
He always like talked about death and how, like, eerily too much, and no one ever really thought much of it. But he had to mention it kept getting worse and worse. Like, he would drive around town, not knowing where he was going. Like he would get out of his car and like start walking. He didn't know anything at that point.
I remember that.
That happened to someone in my town.
Yeah,
Someone my mom knew.
and he would always talk about like dying. We're like, you're not gonna die. Stop talking about that. And he ended up passing away from an aneurysm. And it's just weird because you think like people when they're old they kind of know when it's gonna happen. Because my great grandma now, she's like 93, and she talks about like seeing kind of like her sisters and her mom or whatever around the house, and that's
I
They're not
wonder
there.
if it's I wonder if it's something like as you start progressing up in age, you start to accept that you know you're up in age, so you're going to die soon. So you start accepting it, and then it becomes something in your mind, something sort of similar to maybe placebo. But
Either way, it's not fun.
Yeah, for sure.
We went to my mom's aunt. Is it your husband's sister? What is that? Or your wife's sister? What would that be to you? Sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay, so my mom went to visit her sister-in-law recently because they knew that she was getting really sick, and it wasn't gonna last long.
what are you doing, Aaron?
And she
Coming back to life, bro.
she just the things that she was saying was like they were like pretty depressing. It was like what was it? So my dad died in 07, so a while ago, and my mom brought up my dad to her sister-in-law, and she said something like, I miss my baby brother, I want to go see him, I want to rest, I want to go to sleep, or like stuff like that. Like she was tired of living.
Yeah.
She didn't want it anymore.
that's what I'm saying. Like you get up in age, and then you realize, like, yeah, I guess I'm ready to go.
And like also like the fact that stuff's going wrong physically, and it hurts. And my mom, even, she's 69, and she's scared. Like, she knows that she's getting up in age, and it scares her. She doesn't like it. I mean, who would?
I hate that.
No, yeah, when my grandpa passed, he got really bad. Like, it was really quick how bad he got, because he was like fully functional at his house, and then like a month later he was in a nursing home, and like the people had to take care of him. And I only ever went to go see him over there a couple times. I mean, it was just hard to see him like that. But one of the times we went, it was me, my brother, and my dad went to go see him and just hang out with him for a while. And then like the first time we went, he was like normal, and it was just like, I'm fucking sick of being here, let's go get a sandwich, this is bullshit. And then the next time I went to go see him, he was bedridden, and this was like in the span of weeks. And from the time we were just hanging out with him to the second time I saw him, he didn't know who my dad was. And it was like my dad would like try talking to him, and he would start bringing up people that my dad didn't even know about, like stuff from like his childhood. Like he would like talk about people that he grew up with, and it was like my dad never heard of these people, and he was just like talking about them and everything. And like a month later he passed.
Like, I don't know, it's like they start talking about old relatives because maybe that's what they see in their like last moments. They see, I'm just going off on a whim here, maybe they see the people that they cared about that have already passed.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or like they wish they could be young because those people are gone now, and when they think of those people, think of the time when they were a lot younger and things weren't coming to an end.
The other thing about that too is that it affects memory, and so people like that they're like in your long-term memory.
Right. Yeah,
And
that's
so-
deep in your subconscious is memories like that.
Yeah, so like things in your memories like start going weird and all that. That's probably something of that.
I'm sure it has something to do with it where like maybe your excuse me, your conscious memory is a lot more fleeting and fading, and your mind starts to draw more from the subconscious, just trying to grasp onto reality. I don't know. Shit's crazy, man. This podcast got real fucking depressing real fast.
This always happens.
There was a. Are you gonna say something next, Karen?
How did we get on this tangent?
Because of
Lavender
Town.
Lavender, fucking Pokemon,
Okay,
bro. How
yeah,
did we go
Lavender
from
Town.
Pokemon to talking about this shit?
You mentioned Lavender Town, and then it brought up this whole thing.
It wasn't
Oh,
me. It was
man.
someone else. I didn't bring
Okay.
it up.
What's Lavender Town?
Jay,
Lavender Town from Pokemon?
Oh, see, that's why I don't know about it.
there-
Intro the Lavender Town theme right here as we segue out of this.
Fucking started talking about Vietnam and shit.
Yeah, I
No.
know. This got weird. We went off on some weird tangents here,
We
but it was
started
fun.
talking about like possessing shit.
Well,
Possessing-
who says we're done here?
We talked about the Vietnam.
Oh, yeah, that-
music and stuff.
There's one last thing about the dementia thing. Again, from that album, one of the names of the last album, one of the names for the songs, talked about. You know how when you work on something and you learn something, you're forming synapses.
Yeah.
Well, in dementia, you lose synapses, so you lose the ability. It's like you're unlearning things.
Yeah.
And for a normal person, it shouldn't be possible to unlearn something, like for the most part. That's something that I've learned from like language. Is it something that they'll tell people to like motivate them? Is that they'll show them some basic words that they should know, and they'll be like, try to not understand this. And it's like you can't not understand it. When you know, you know. But with dementia, you lose those synapses, and you're literally unlearning everything.
That must be the weirdest thing to experience. I wonder if you even realize you're experiencing it.
Have you seen where they're they've created like pretty much art excuse me. Sorry. Came out of nowhere. They're creating like artificial neurons for your brain.
That's the future.
Yeah.
We're trying to fix
the
this long
future.
like tinnitus and
Yeah.
and dementia stuff we don't know how to stop. We're gonna be able to stop that
I
eventually.
think dementia should be like their like top priority and things to stop.
Crystal, what
There's
are
a,
you
there,
doing?
they also have like cancer. So there's a lot we gotta fix, but we're pretty good at fixing things.
There's a lot of stuff that's killing people
If
right
the
now.
human race is good for anything.
I can fix that.
I can fix.
I can fix that.
Watch holes right now.
No.
We're still working on that.
That's fucking depressing.
If we're fucking good for anything, we can figure some shit out.
There's also that theory that cancer already has a cure, but that's a whole nother thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I
That's
wouldn't
delving
put it.
into conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy theory.
I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. That's one I can get behind.
What's it called? Big Pharma or something?
Yeah, big pharma.
Big
It's just
pharma.
the industry.
Yeah, the
It's just the
industry in
the
general.
pharmaceutical industry.
money.
They're letting people die over money. That sounds like if there was one way to describe like
This guy
human
knows what I'm
race,
talking about.
that's the perfect way. They're letting people die for the like benefit of money.
No, that's not the human race.
Are you
That
kidding me?
that reminds me of
Fucking
Full Metal
hate that.
Jacket. That guy who had that peace sign on his helmet,
Oh yeah.
and he was like, "It's the duality of the human race." But there really is like a duality to it. You can't really describe the human race as one thing.
I want to say like
The business industry could be described as that, letting people suffer for their own.
That's
benefit.
one end of humanity.
I would say personal gain and peace.
All right, let me ask you something right now. This is a podcast question. One of those that I like to ask. You got a red button in front of you. You're in a room by yourself.
By yourself.
In a room by yourself.
That's important. I know it is right now.
Plain white walled room. There's a window outside with a nice view. You by yourself, nobody else. You have a red button on a table in front of you. You push that button and everybody, including you on Earth, dies all in one moment.
Why would you want to press that though? What benefit do you get from dying? We don't know what's past death yet.
You stuck in the room,
Oh, you'd be stuck in the room? Just
you're
you?
stuck.
like
in the
you're
room.
just stuck. That's
Oh.
already your situation.
So,
and
so this room, no windows, no doors.
No, I mean you have.
button.
I mean you have a window. You look outside.
but you can't do
You
it.
can't get out of the room.
So, all right.
But there's a button in front of you that you and everybody else on Earth will die in the same moment.
I wouldn't.
Would you push that button?
Why would you personally want to push it?
Cause I'm a misanthropist.
I don't know what that means. Are you like a?
I hate
big
people.
word.
Okay.
Do you hate yourself?
Yes.
I feel that.
Too
I
many
hate-
humans. The Buckethead song.
I hate myself enough to like,
humans.
There are.
I don't know.
I hate most of the human race.
I wouldn't want to kill everybody, but I don't know, man. That's like a heavy question. I don't think I'd push it.
I wouldn't.
There's
I'd-
so
I'd-
much
I'd-
If I had the
potential.
choice to kill everybody on Earth at one moment, if I could just end the world, I'd
We-
consider it.
We'd never meet our potential, though.
What potential do we have? I'm a fucking. I'm
He
a
doesn't
nihilist.
care.
You see,
I'm a nihilist.
you know
He
what we
doesn't
could
care.
like become? What humans could become?
What does it matter?
Start over.
Why would you want to start over? Just go back.
What
to
do you mean
square
start
one.
over? There's no
They're
starting
gone.
over. They're gone.
Just
They're
us
done.
gone
It's
forever.
over.
You just want to cease life to exist at all.
It's gonna cease to exist one day. What does it matter? What
I
is
would-
the
I
point?
want to see our peak before that happens.
You won't see it.
My thing about that
We don't know
is
what we can see
I
after
know
death.
that things are going to end eventually, but the way I see it, and I sort of learned this from Buckethead because he recently was diagnosed with some heart condition. He could die at any time. The way he sees his own life is how I'd like to see all of life. Is that he said, while I'm still here, I'm gonna do everything that I can. Like even though he knows that he's gonna die or he could die at any moment, that's not stopping him from doing what he's gonna continue to make music and do whatever he's gonna do while he's still here. That's the way I see it.
I can get that. I mean, like, while I'm alive, I'm gonna do the things I want to do, the things I enjoy doing, the things I like to do. But in the grand scheme of all things, anything the human race is capable of doing is ultimately gonna end up meaning nothing.
So
because
you're saying if you were given that button right now at this very moment, you
He-
push it, even though
con-
you haven't done everything you wanted to do
He would
yet,
consider it.
I
right?
consider it.
but you wouldn't do it.
Maybe.
He would consider it.
So yeah, so like that thing I said about Buckethead, instead of just applying that to me, I sort of apply that to all life. It's like while it's still here, if I had the choice, I'd want it to be able to do what it can while it's here.
That's too much positive thinking for me. There's too much goddamn fucking.
We don't know what our peak is. We don't know what the human
There's too
race's
much-
peak
there's
is.
Too much. You know what? A lot of the peak of the human race is pedophilia, rape, murder, genocide.
You're thinking about the negative aspects of human
That's
life.
that's the what do you call them? The upper class. I wouldn't call that the peak of humanity.
That's not even just the upper class. I mean, that happens every day.
That's the low of humanity. That's the
How much of
crevice.
humanity is the low though? Is
A-
it the
a lot of
majority?
it. There's a lot of it.
vote.
There's a lot
If-
more than we'd like to
Well,
see.
okay, well, hold
Exactly.
on. If
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is it worth
if
it?
everybody was in like a good spot, financially, mentally, physically, all that, would there still be all of this?
That's not the point.
There can't be an upper class without a lower
Well, no, that's what.
class.
Well, no,
Well,
I'm not
class
getting at that.
system is fucking stupid anyway.
I'm not getting at that. Would there still be like rape, genocide, war? Would we be in peace if everybody was financially, mentally, physically, all that good stuff? If they were
No.
stable,
No.
you don't think
Well,
so?
I mean, if everybody was stable, like psychologically, maybe. But I
Yes,
mean, that's
psychologically
just not, That's
stable.
just not how genes work. That's not how humans work.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you're
there's
gonna
free,
have
there's free radicals.
Exactly.
Financially, no. Psychologically, yes. But financially, if everyone was given the same like start,
They would
just
want
same
more.
life,
Not even start. Like everyone was
live
good.
the same life.
Not the same.
No, I
life,
mean, that's-
no.
But in
Like everyone was able to go and have the pursuit of happiness and actually reach happiness.
you know what some people's happiness is?
I don't-
Pedophilia.
Is there
And no.
such a thing as happiness?
That's
It's
not
up
right.
to you. You have
That's
to
a
decide it.
whole nother tangent. Buddy.
You have to
Well-
decide it. There's some philosophers that say that happiness is a hindrance, like an addiction, and pursuing it is harmful. There are others that say that happiness tells you where you should be pointing yourself in life. If you're happy doing it, then you should go for that. Of course, addictions hijack this sort of thinking here.
If you should be
They hijack
addicted-
that, and anything can become an addiction. But as long as you avoid that, then happiness, they say, is what points you. It lets you know where you belong.
If you're gonna be addicted
Well,
to
there's-
anything, shouldn't it be happiness?
That
Well,
sounds like
addiction's
some
not good.
fucking pussy hippie shit. There's a whole
Addiction's
other
not
school
good.
of thinking of
Life's-
that I myself agree with
Think
a
about
lot.
it. If you're not fucking happy,
Oh,
then
never
you're
mind, I
what?
wasn't just fucking talking.
You're not
If you're not happy, you're sad.
Exactly. And do you want to be sad?
Life is suffering, and there's all this little happiness that you're thinking of that exists in the world is nothing but a goddamn fleeting moment in between eons of suffering.
But that's okay, because we'll get another fleeting moment soon.
It's not worth it. We should just fucking
Jake,
die.
you just need to be
Proceed-
happy.
Proceed, Jake. You were gonna say something?
That's pretty much what I was just saying.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
whole nother school of thought where, I mean, life itself is an experience of suffering, and these points between these moments of suffering that you experience as happiness is basically just like there's only high points when there's everything is so low. Anything above that low point is considered a peak in the mountain.
Everyone has their different versions of happiness.
See, my first exposure
Is there?
You can't
What are you
appreciate the
doing?
happiness unless you feel some sadness.
Yeah, my
Is just being in the middle worth it?
No, it's not.
my
But
first
that's what I'm saying.
exposure.
You
Quit
cannot
wondering.
you cannot live life being happy all the time.
You can.
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
But
You haven't been happy all the
But it-
time.
it-
I don't
can't.
think anybody ever has.
But
You
if
don't know
but if
that.
you like apply that thing I was saying about it tells you where to point yourself in life, then the pursuit of happiness is just you trying to get to a better situation than you're at now.
But I don't think you ever reach that point.
But it's like, well, there's
know that.
there's like clearly a better position than being addicted to drugs and having no friends and having no relationship and being alone and like you're on the edge of like killing
Of
yourself.
course there is, but I mean that's just part of the human condition. I don't think there's ever a point where you are completely satisfied. I don't think
Yes.
there's ever a point where you will be happy 100% of the time.
Yes. See, I don't believe in 100% happiness either.
Exactly. There's going to be something that happens and you reach that dragon life and it's going to pull you in, and then you're like that for however long, and then there's another happy moment and you're happy for a couple weeks and then something happens. It's just part of life.
So you're saying happiness comes in spurts and doesn't last for.
I'm thinking
Yes.
I'm saying
Yes, and that's a
I'm-
good thing.
I'm saying happiness is the most significant part of the minority of your life.
Well-
It's an important tool, I think.
Like-
Psychologically, it's important.
Like I was
Well, I
saying.
mean, yeah, I mean that's the whole point of life is just try to be as happy as you can.
if
That's
you're not-
that's everybody's goal in life.
Have as many high points in life as you can.
Think about it. If you're not sad sometimes, you won't be able to appreciate the happy
Yes.
times as much as you do.
You need
Well,
to
I mean, yeah,
contrast
that's the point. There's but
happiness.
You're
that's the whole defeat of the entire purpose is that you're spending your entire life trying to achieve a goal that is unachievable, which is to be happy all the time.
I don't think that's the goal. I think the goal is to be happy. Maybe not all the time, but in those spurts, it is. Yeah.
I think Josh is trying to get at what I was getting at. It's just it's a constant struggle to get somewhere better than where you're at the moment.
Otherwise, then
And
what
I,
do you?
I just think there's no defeating that.
What else are you
There
supposed
is
to-
no climbing that hill.
What else are you supposed to do in your life if you're not trying to be happy?
We do what we do what we do now. We just fucking go through day by day, just trying to do the best we
So
can.
you're saying right now there wouldn't be anything that made you happier?
That makes me happier.
Yeah.
What do you mean happy? I don't understand the question.
So are you saying you're not happy now?
No.
He's not saying it, or he's not happy.
He's saying
What do you mean by happy? I don't understand the question.
I'm trying. I forgot.
Am I happy right now? No.
How you feeling right
You
now?
talking about in this moment or in this point
in
of your
this,
life?
in this moment, or I don't understand.
In this point in your life, would you say you're happy?
in my life? Am I happy?
Yeah.
I'm never happy.
Well, wouldn't you want to achieve something greater than that? Wouldn't you want to feel happy?
I don't believe in such a thing.
There's
I think-
there's moments when you're happy.
I
You
mean,
just
there's
I just
moments,
don't
but
think you're willing to
there's no-
accept it.
I don't think I've accepted the fact that there's no such thing as being happy all the time.
We don't know that. Maybe not all the time, but in those
I don't
moments.
think there's anybody that's ever lived in the history of the human race that is happy all the time.
You haven't met me.
That's very true.
Proceeds to laugh for 10 minutes for no reason.
Jesse's on cloud 9 for some reason all the time.
Hell
I
yeah.
think it's an unobtainable goal. I'm a nihilist, Josh. I mean, I'm nihilistic.
Yeah,
Something.
everybody thinks different.
It's just my
we'll see
point
about
of view.
that. We'll
I
see
mean,
about
it's just
that.
me.
Everybody thinks different.
Something will make you happy.
There's things that make me happy, but it only makes me happy for so long.
threat.
See,
Something will make you
like
happy.
the way that like Jake is talking about things, it's like the way he believes doesn't harm him. Doesn't seem like it.
So he's content.
But
That's
yeah,
wise.
all I'm saying is that whatever he does works for him, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean that's just what I do
So
day
you
by
won't-
day. Is just make it work.
You won't even try to achieve anything greater than that.
I mean,
I worked every day to try to achieve greater things. Doesn't everybody? Most
But
people.
will you be
anyway.
happy when those things are achieved?
I don't think those things will ever be achieved.
Doing the thing you love most for the rest of your life won't make you any way happy.
I don't think that's an obtainable goal. Is the point?
So you don't think it's possible?
I
is
don't
what
think
you're
it's
saying.
possible for me to do everything that I want to do all the time.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but that's also unrealistic.
Exactly.
See, Josh,
That's one. Who's next? Who's next? Welcome to the Gun Show.
What is the thing you're trying to do all the time to make yourself
Hand Crystal the microphone.
sad all the time because you can't reach it?
Oh, that's not happy.
Oh, it was closed.
Okay.
Nice.
Say that
That
again.
is happy.
So what if the thing you're trying to like make you happy, you don't ever get it, and it just makes you sad all the time because you can't get it. You can't
Exactly.
be happy.
Exactly.
Factual.
Bashua Yashua.
And
ass,
instead
head
of
ass.
see, like I think I'm good. I think I'm on Josh's side on like believing in happiness, but like I was saying earlier, happiness is like a tool.
I gotta
Like
pee.
okay,
I don't know, man. I'm constantly
Like-
happy.
Wait a minute.
like okay.
I'm
well,
constantly happy.
Just real quick, Josh. So
No,
see the way I see it, happiness is a tool that keeps you moving forward.
no.
If Jake doesn't need that tool to keep moving forward, then he doesn't need that tool to keep moving forward. He can do it, however,
Well, I mean,
whatever else
I
motivates
agree
him.
with you that happiness is a tool. I mean, it's a stimuli. Like, it's an external stimuli that releases dopamine in your brain that says, hey, I should do that more often. So we're going to do things that may be unpleasant in order to reach that pleasantary moment where you get that feeling in your head and in your body that says, this feels good. That only lasts for so long. I don't think you ever get to a point where you feel that all the time. And I think 90% of your life is doing dumb bullshit that you hate in order to reach that 10% that feels good.
I'll tell you what.
Which I think's a goddamn waste of time.
Let me tell you something. Don't take that yet. Let me tell. Let me tell.
Let me
Jake
tell you
something.
something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. It's funny that you mentioned that because what's our goal as Scrap Hio is to make it big and tour and do what we want.
What we're gonna do?
Music.
We're gonna tour the world.
Exactly.
Put Eagle Lake on the map.
But-
yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that though because literally, I'm getting to that. Literally today, Polyphia, Tim, the guitarist for Polyphia, made a post how he was literally saying, "I can't wait for this tour to be over. That way we can just go home and write this album, because that's what I want to do right now." And that's him. He's doing what we want to do, but in his perspective,
He's already been doing it, so now he wants to go back and do
Something else.
something else.
and I guess that's what Jake was saying. You're in that constant pursuit of happiness.
It's a constant struggle.
Life is suffering.
But people are
life
different.
is a constant struggle.
Life
To-
is suffering.
Life is a constant. Life is maybe not improvement, but life is constant movement. You're
Suffering.
always going somewhere,
Suffering.
and suffering's part of it.
I think maybe
Suffering's all
something
of
that a lot of people correlate is happiness and contentness,
Contentness,
if that's a word.
Well,
content.
If
Well, I
you
mean,
didn't,
Contentment?
like in this band, like
Contentivity?
we end up getting huge and we tour the world. Touring fucking sucks sometimes.
and act like you don't know nobody.
It's like really fucking. It really
does.
sucks sometimes.
sometimes.
Imagine like going to Dallas and doing that every day for
constantly
9 months out of the year.
all across the United
If
and
States.
then when you're home, you have to write new music. You have to work on that every fucking
You don't
day.
have to do
Think
that
about
unless
DGD.
you're signed.
Think about DGD.
You don't have
How
to do
else do you tour
anything.
the world? That's how the music.
Some
industry
people are
works.
signed to like their own label. They don't have to do anything unless they want to. Some people aren't. That's just like how it is.
You know who people that are signed to their own label? People that were signed before and toured the world.
True.
So yeah, maybe we do have to get signed. Maybe we do have to tour and write not on our own schedule. But it's not like we don't do that anyway. We're like Kyron out of all of us because when he's not, working or playing a show, he's writing.
And them pizzas ain't getting there.
So like if it's something like
good. God.
It was just so,
it
so spaced
it
out
varies
like
from person to person. Like maybe the three of us won't like to spend all of our free time writing a song, but maybe someone like Kyron does like writing songs as much as he possibly can.
How much does Johnny Christ write?
And that's
that. Well, see, that's
Same,
what I'm
though.
saying.
You get
I
those
mean,
ruts.
doing music is like one of my main goals in life. Like doing music as much as I can. That doesn't mean I want to do music all the time. If I was put in a position where I had to do music every day, all day long, it would suck. Because sometimes I want to fucking go home and take a nap. I want to play video games. I want to come do a fucking podcast.
We
That's what I'm
also
saying.
don't
It's-
know what our limitations.
So,
I mean,
here's the thing: a lot of people get mixed up. It's like, yeah, like music or something else is like somebody's dream job, right?
yes,
But that doesn't mean it's not still a job.
yes.
You know, They're like, oh, why are you so fucking depressed? You're doing your dream job, what you wanted to do. Well, like, bitch, it's still a job.
It also depends on various circumstances, like whether we'd have enough time to do that as well as do our own free stuff, or whether we just solely have time to write music. It all depends on
because you
circumstance.
never ever do.
We don't know what the circumstance.
That's what I'm saying. You will never get to a point in your life where you can do anything you want at any given moment, whenever you want.
What if we had
Doesn't happen.
6 months to write an album?
That's
What that whole 6 months
We can't.
be used to write?
is it
an
to
album?
just write?
Write,
when have-
record.
Oh,
when,
that's-
when have we wanted to? How long has it been since we decided we were going to record this album?
That's different.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How long's it been?
But how long have we been procrastinating as well?
Who's been procrastinating?
All of us have been
I
procrastinating.
haven't. I'm ready.
All you do is yell, dude.
our
100 years right now.
How
Our
long-
schedules are just like not lining up. That was the thing with that.
And imagine if we didn't have jobs or other responsibilities, how well would our actual schedules line up then?
God.
What happened?
What'd she say? She said, "What job, Josh?"
But I'm
He's
just saying,
working
I
on
mean,
it.
whether
He's
or
working
not
on it.
it's working out schedule wise or not is not the point. It's just this
Thank
is
you for the
this is
I need that.
the band is the thing we want to do.
Thank you.
Everything else is working toward that goal. And what has taken up 90% of the time is doing things working toward that goal to get that 10% of doing the thing we want to do. Is it worth all that
So-
time? Is it worth all of
so
that
basic,
bullshit?
basically, what you're getting down to is
I
that
don't think so.
life sucks.
Yeah.
That's Jake's perspective.
Life sucks and then you die.
If we, hey, do we like each other? Tell me that. Do the four of us in this band like each other?
Hey, but I'm the second
I'm
oldest.
like
I mean, I'm the
80%
third
of the
oldest.
time.
I fucking hate you. I
think
hate
like
you.
I
So-
think like 80% of the time you guys are my best friends. 20% of the time I'd strangle you with my bare hands.
Well, think about that. If you're able to be happy
I
with
feel
us 80% of the time
I hate all you guys.
while touring, you're able to
Fuck you
be
then,
with
bitch.
us all that time, play music with us all that time.
Yeah,
Would
that's
you
what I
really
thought.
like be unhappy with that, or would you be happy?
That could become a bad thing.
I'm hearing
I've heard of-
we can't have two different conversations going on.
There's just going on over here.
That's not a
There-
conversation. It's
there-
them saying yeah.
It's gonna get the viewers confused on who to listen to. We gotta have one coherent conversation.
There are plenty of bands that have like made it big, and then like the whole touring life and being stuck together all the time makes them sick of each other.
God damn it! This better be like
I do.
relevant,
I do.
Aaron.
Okay, so like I'm hearing a whole lot about what makes you happy, and Jake's over here saying that happiness doesn't exist.
This is old.
All
I
of
never
you.
said I never.
Okay.
You gotta open
What
your
the fuck,
ears,
guys?
Aaron. You gotta open them up.
This is following what y'all were saying though. Okay, so I was listening to y'all talk, and basically my input on any of this is you just gotta follow your passion, okay? And then at some point, because if you say you had a goal of making it big, and then you get to that point, what do you do after that? What's your next goal? You'll just get bored, right? But if you follow your passion, because there's a skater I follow on Instagram who had said this actually, because he made it big, right? And so the second he made it big or whatever, is that it for him? Is he already there? Has he reached his peak, or what's he doing with his life? He's got to follow his passion, and that makes him happy, because you don't want to ever have a cap on what you're doing. Like, say if you set a goal for yourself and it's that specific set goal and then you reach it, what do you do after that? Do you make a new goal, or do you just continue doing what you're doing, or do you follow it continuously because it makes you happy? And you gotta have, and for happiness to exist, you have to have darkness to contrast the happiness.
That sounds emo as fuck and gay.
No. What I'm saying is if you lived your life completely 100% in happiness, would you or would you not get bored of it and then have it become dullness?
Hey, that's what Josh was saying.
Well, I don't know because
There's
if
no such thing as 100% happiness all the time. There's no such thing as being happy all the time.
well, like, how would you know? Like, is it even possible to be bored of being happy?
You would know because you never get to the point of being happy all the time.
But
There's
theoretically,
no point.
though, let's say like you are 100% happy all the time. Would you even like? Is it possible to get bored of that?
I mean, you can only assume yes or no because I mean it's a theoretical question that no one's ever been able to reach that point. That's what I'm saying. There's nobody has ever gotten to the point they're happy all the time.
But
It's not a real thing.
But would you say like, do you think you would get tired of being happy all the time?
Yes.
I mean, if all you ever felt with happiness, maybe.
I say
yeah,
yes.
that's fucking-
That's basically that.
Happy all the time, then you wouldn't be happy all the time.
That sounds like something similar to
So
addiction.
It's only a theoretical.
I mean,
Because
think-
at the end of the day, all of your emotions are controlled by chemicals and
Yeah, I mean,
things happening in your
external
brain,
stimuli and everything.
and your brain knows, or evolution has dictated that when you're happy long enough, it's time to stop being happy about it. You have
Yeah.
to move forward. So that's why happiness isn't going to last forever, because we're wired to keep moving somewhere.
Exactly. I mean, it's a thing for like us musicians. Like a lot of, especially in heavy metal, a lot of things come from a place of frustration and rage and anger. That's a lot of where these emotionally driven songs and everything come from. Is from a darker place. And when you make it big and you're living your dream and you're happy 100% of the time, you're not going to make the same music you were. People aren't going to like you as much. You're going to fall off. Then you're back in the same place you fucking were. I mean, it's just, like Rick said, I mean, physically, like, biologically, happiness is a fleeting thing. There's no point where you can reach being happy with everything you do and be content all the time.
But what if you were a really successful band to the point where you made enough money to kind of survive off of for a good amount of time after you finished being a band? You get to pursue those other things you wanted to do without the stress of financial struggle.
I just don't think
as a-
humans are capable
as a
of
person-
being happy whether you are financially capable or not.
No, that's
do
the
not
thing.
think
I'm not just saying that. But the thing is, in actuality, finances are a big part of life. We have to be financially stable. But say you
that's only one factor though.
Yeah, exactly. Say you finish being a band, you made the money, you have enough to survive for a while. Then you could pursue the things that you say would make you happy, like other dreams you had.
But I think by that point, I mean, how old are you by that point? I mean, there's so much psychological dictation between now and then. I mean, you're not gonna be the same person. There could have been 100 different things could have fucked you up by then. And I mean, I don't think you ever get to a point financially, emotionally, physically. I don't think there's ever a point where you are just good 100% of the time.
Are you
It's not
saying that
attainable.
because you feel like people have multiple dreams rather
I'm
than
saying
just
that's
one?
just not how human beings work.
Like, Josh, it'll get easier. Like, okay, like you don't have to worry about financial struggles. But basically, what I'm saying is that your brain will compensate and move the goalpost of this isn't good enough, even though it would have been good enough for you 10 years ago. Now we have to keep moving again. You're not gonna be happy with it anymore. Like you're better
Maybe-
off, but your brain's gonna want you to, or you yourself will want to move.
It's a human condition.
Maybe you gotta keep consistently raising the bar of your expectations.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. With constantly pushing yourself, that's a different thing. Pushing yourself and being happy are completely
You're not
different
happy when you're
things.
pushing yourself.
You're pushing yourself to be better. Doesn't mean you're not happy with where you're at now. It just means you want to be better than that.
Yeah, but you're not happy.
That doesn't
when you're
mean
pushing yourself.
that doesn't mean you're not happy with where you're at. It
Well,
just
then
means
why
you want to be better.
why would you push yourself to go higher?
Because
If you're
not
happy.
because you want to be happier, but because just you personally want to be better.
Josh,
We don't.
I'm on your side, but I think you're getting a little too idealistic with it. I'm really on your side. Like, I believe in happiness and all that, but
I'm not saying I
I'm
don't
saying
believe
you-
in happiness.
you don't
I'm not
have-
saying it's not a thing. At
You
all.
don't have to be.
but he's like a
unhappy.
fan of it.
You don't
I'm a
have
fan
to be
of it too.
unhappy to push
I'm not saying
yourself.
I'm not a fan of happiness. I like to be fucking happy. I'm just saying I'm not fucking happy most of the time. Shit.
What I'm saying is you don't have to be
You're depressed,
unhappy.
Bitch, take over, Aaron. I'm going to pee.
I don't want Aaron.
Don't give it to Aaron. God damn
Okay.
it.
Here I
Alright.
come.
Alright.
Aaron's on your
Is
side,
this
Josh.
the S10?
30 sex
Jake.
jokes right now.
Aaron's on your side, Josh.
Just be quiet for the next 5 seconds, Aaron.
All right, so listen up.
Make that 2 minutes.
He instantly says something.
That was my fault. I don't know what the fuck I did.
What I was saying was,
Bitch. Where you going, stupid?
All right.
I don't think you. I was talking.
Dad's in town.
Aaron.
Today class.
No, Aaron. I was saying I don't think you need to be unhappy to be able to push yourself. I think you can do both of them. I think you can be happy and also push yourself at the same time. I think they can both coexist.
That's just following your passion.
I get what you're saying, Josh. I think it's just really complicated, and that's like a sort of an oversimplification of the process.
That's just a game without an ending.
And I don't think we'll know until we actually experience that.
Isn't that GTA?
That's just
Shut
a
the
book
fuck up.
without an ending. Yes.
Until we all actually experience what we want to do in life and see how do we feel now. I don't think we don't know how like these fucking millionaires or billionaires feel.
Who cut this pizza?
Happiness.
Who cut this pizza?
Crystal.
Money can't buy happiness.
Money can't buy a better knife cutter,
They're
a
always
better
going,
pizza cutter.
They're always going to want something more. It's like whenever you're at work, all you're thinking about is, man, I want to go home. But the second you get home, you're just like, I just want to be happy. There's always something that you want.
You know why you want to be happy when you get home? Because you're not doing the things you truly want when you get home.
Well, see, that's where your habits come into play. Like me, when I get home, what makes me happy is like painting, making art. I get good amounts of dopamine out of that.
Do you enjoy going to work?
I mean, I enjoy having a job.
But why do you enjoy having that job? Because you make money or because you enjoy doing what you do?
It's better than being at home and
A little
doing
bit of
nothing.
both, because I enjoy welding. I have enjoyed welding ever since I first started getting into it about 6 years ago. And so to find a way to make money off of doing what I already liked doing, that was a blessing in a way. And I like having a job because it means I have financial stability in my life, obviously.
But I know some days you'd rather wake up and not
Nope,
have to go
Jake,
to work.
you gotta take the middle seat now.
Give it back to him.
I run this fucking show.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You snooze, you lose.
Jake is scrap pile.
You always want what you don't have, Josh. You always want what you don't have.
And I'm not opposed to that, but I just think if you
Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's broken.
Like it's okay. You know, like there's nothing wrong with it.
Go back to your seat. No, you go back to Mexico.
I feel like maybe
That's
if you-
racist.
Alright.
Aaron's a racist.
Hey, somebody have another beer I can have?
This Dos Equis over here.
That's right.
I'm an alcoholic. I'm sorry.
Nice.
See,
The thing is,
alcoholism.
What
Are
about
you
it?
only happy when you're drinking beer?
No, I use alcohol to cope with wanting to shoot myself in the head all the time.
Because of you.
Which isn't
Because
a
of you, Aaron.
Which isn't a healthy coping mechanism.
No, it's
I can't afford anything else,
It's not,
buddy.
it's not the
well,
worst.
last time I
Welcome
tried to
to
have this
American
conversation, last
feel
time I
you.
tried to have this discussion, everyone wanted to kill me for some reason.
Well, let's kill you again. What's up? What is it?
No,
I'm gonna.
by everyone I mean
Anyway,
tired.
hopefully to cap off this
Oh my God.
so we can sort of put an end to this little discussion. I feel like something that is like
This is a
Could-
terribly
could-
dark podcast.
something that we could like all agree on, and it's like okay to move on, is like life is suffering, but it's how are you going to deal with it?
I am constantly happy.
It's like acknowledging that there will be suffering, so how will you deal with
Everyone
the
has
suffering?
a
And that's
coping
like
mechanisms, and all
Life's all about dealing with it.
yes.
all of our coping mechanisms are terrible.
Can
Nah.
and then
can
happiness
I
is
can
like the
agree
little
on that.
sprinkle on top.
Can everybody else agree with what Rick just said?
mostly, but I am constantly happy.
Okay.
I really don't believe that at all.
I don't know.
I'm calling you a
I
liar.
still don't believe
I
that
don't know,
either.
Maybe he just is at home and he just starts laughing for 10 minutes.
I do.
I feel
That's
like
called insanity.
I do.
I feel like when Jesse goes home, he just
No,
like walks
this is
in the
this
door.
is just this is the peak that you're afraid to acknowledge.
Jesse goes
Maybe
home
it
and
is.
he's like, yeah.
This is power. This is power.
That's why I like the Joker so much.
This is power you can't fathom. Jesse.
That's why I like the Joker so much.
I just be
He's
driving. I'm just
fucking
like,
happy and laughing all the time.
The thing is,
yeah.
I think a lot of what keeps us where we're at in terms of our happiness state is each other, unfortunately. Because even when we're not around each other, we're really active in the group chat to the point where like, I don't want to be on my phone that much, but like, I think the joy we bring each other is enough. So
I mean, I don't need
Being with other people is like the best thing to give you to
I
lift you out of. It helps.
by
Yeah, I mean,
by
external
nature.
stimuli is something that the human brain needs.
And yeah,
you
and we're
guys are on your
social.
phone too much
Yeah,
too.
by-
Y'all be
by
replying
nature,
like
like-
fucking fast.
Like the human species is like a packed kind of species.
We have really complicated language.
So naturally, we want to be in a group.
Cap- capabilities.
We have one word that means 5 different things.
So let me
Define
ask-
dead ass.
Let me tell y'all something. Stop replying so fast so I can be on my phone for less time.
Fuck you.
Honestly.
Bitch.
That's too
Stupid.
much.
I know, dude. Sometimes I'll be at work and I have my phone set next to me and I have like a customer in front of me and I'm working with
And
them.
it's
And
just
I
like
just hear,
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm just like, my bad.
I just be like, man, what the
And then I
fuck he
look and
is?
it's just Jesse saying something stupid. Or Kyron saying Tony Slam. Like 4 times. Like 4 times in a row.
But
It's
guess
just
what?
different ways of typing it.
But guess fucking what?
Fucking Jesse brought that up.
Yeah.
He was just like, is that what'd you
That
say?
too. It'll be like 4 voice messages of everybody just going, yeah.
But guess fucking what? It brings you a little joy in your day.
I mean, yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Exactly.
That's in a song somewhere.
Is
It is.
Yeah.
Which song is
Yep.
it? We don't know.
If y'all figure out where that is, free shirt.
The other day, while I was working washing dishes at fucking Domino's,
You just think of that.
I was thinking about it and I just started fucking laughing. I was
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I'm just like, we just put that in the song for real.
Same, like that's why I just be
It's
laughing
just
randomly.
did it.
Don't let them know where it's at.
Who recorded that, Jesse?
Yeah.
What was it? Weren't you the first one to start doing that?
Apparently,
I don't remember.
supposedly, like
I don't,
Who was
I don't
the-
know.
who
I
do you think
I
is the
came
first
into
one?
the group
I have no
having
idea.
this as a running joke already.
Yeah.
I just remember one time, whenever you said ass, you said it like this.
I remember like it wasn't when I was around that it started because they just randomly started doing it. I was like, "What's that from?" And they never explained it, and it's just been here for like 3 years.
Yeah, I was the same way. I came into the group and Jesse was already fucking saying it. A beer?
Yes.
Like it must have happened like that day or the day before or something because I remember it developed at some point. But I
Yeah.
don't know why.
That's your shit, by the way.
I have no idea. Apparently, yeah. Supposedly, I came up with this.
This shit's not
Those ladies aren't supposed to-
Mexican. They can just do whatever they want with their hands, huh?
Well, it's got to come all the way from Mexico.
Who said what? What are you talking about? Nice?
What? Why'd you put the hot links
He
away?
doesn't know what that means.
Why?
Why'd you? Why?
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 Give one of those Dos Equis over there.
Beer's fucking gross, and all of you are disgusting
You
as
better
fuck.
be ready to drink it. You better be ready to drink it. Better be ready
No,
to drink it.
absolutely
It's
not.
open yet. Oh,
Oh.
I really like.
All right.
I'll like gag and vomit.
What's next?
Take a sip.
hold on.
No.
You ever tried Dos Equis?
You got to clack it with the other bottle, dummy.
Just like
stupid?
you leave.
Stupid.
Oh, no, you're spilling it, you wuss.
Oh my God. That. Josh, did you
Crystal
not know?
fucking got you good. The look on your face.
Josh,
You're like, is it gonna do it? Oh shit!
Josh, did you not know that happened?
I did, but I didn't think she'd do it to me.
Because
went,
because earlier he just put his drink on his like knee and it did that
It
to
did
him
that.
and it like
But it was my knee. It's not a fucking bottle.
the crimson knee.
It's like pressure or something.
The crimson knee.
Hey, hey!
I wonder if it works with a bottle.
Get away! Get away!
Dude, when I was like,
Oh, get away!
when I was like 14, I did like I learned that was a thing for like the first time when I was drinking beer with some friends. And so like somebody did it to me and I thought, okay, later on I'm gonna get somebody else with it. I'm gonna be in the group. I'm gonna be cool with everybody because I'm gonna do it. And I fucking did it. Like somebody was talking, I leaned over and cracked their beer and it fucking smashed the whole neck of the bottle.
Oh my God.
Like
God damn.
it was so embarrassing because like somebody did it to me and you know they went clink and it was like, oh, ha ha ha, and I went over to do it to somebody else and it was just like, why the fuck did you do that? I was just like, man, I don't know, I'm just trying to be cool, man.
I can't
I'm just trying to fit in.
I can imagine there just being like an older, more superior version of Jake. So like, it's just funny to think about. 'Cause he's the oldest out of all of us right now.
I'm saying I've been through some shit, man.
Hardly.
You know, I was gonna segue the whole conversation.
old are you?
22.
Me, I'll be 23 in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
I'm not old at all.
I'm barely younger than you, and then he's barely younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're all in the same like the same area of ass.
Yeah, y'all are like barely younger than me.
Yeah, but who got this band
If
kickstarted?
Sal was here,
Who kickstarted this band?
Oh, yeah, he's the oldest one. Somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Literally me.
Me.
Jason told
He
me
wrote
like
the songs,
26.
I'll
I was
give you
like,
that.
"Whoa, stop, don't
Oh,
say
he
that."
is.
25, 26 or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
shit,
like-
yeah.
Don't speak like that around me.
Yeah.
Saul's
Well, that's cool.
old.
Well,
I
like
wasn't
Ange,
ready.
my girlfriend's old. She'll be 25 this year.
That's nothing.
Damn.
That's nothing.
Damn.
It was just weird. I don't know
Crystal,
why
how old
I
are you gonna
didn't.
be?
I didn't like.
How old are you gonna be?
You can't. You
Do
can't
you not
ask.
know?
You can't ask
That's
that.
how you know she
You
doesn't.
can't
Do you not
ask.
know?
You
I do
can't
not already
ask
know.
that.
I know. I just don't want to say unless she says.
But you
Okay.
can't. You can't ask.
She'll be 27.
Nice.
Hey, Eve Young's like 28, 27. Shut up.
When a woman says that, you know she doesn't. You know, she feels like she's already old. but
That's like
she's
my
not.
favorite woman in the world.
When I was like 23, I swear. For
I feel old now. I'm fucking going bald, bro.
I saw that.
That's your own thing, Jake. That doesn't mean you're old. It just means you're going through genetic
Your
problems.
hair's just thin.
No, I'm literally going bald.
You can't use that Bosley.
Fuck that. That's just dumb.
I've
I'm not
told
doing
her
that.
not like so many times.
Turn yourself into a chia pet.
So you
I'll
can't.
just fucking Joe Rogan on this shit.
You can't do this.
No,
Wow, what a hoe.
I could do that. I could do that a couple years ago.
But he could hit you with the old what's that guy's name? Jason Sin or
I
something.
hit you with the fucking left, right, good night, homie.
I can shave my head too.
You won't though.
I won't. I didn't know you.
Wow,
did.
way to go, Josh. Dumb bitch.
Like I was
Stupid.
saying, shut the fuck up.
Remember Jesse had a shaved head?
Yeah.
Jesse's hair is long as fuck.
It is.
Jesse had a fucking shaved
I think
head.
Kyron gonna
It's
get
like
there.
fucking Oliver when I saw him last night.
Like-
Shout out to my boy Ollie.
When was that? You were like,
That was junior year.
Does nobody have a picture of that?
I was in high school.
bro, I
What?
have,
I was
Jesse, I
already
know you
around.
have one. I know you
I
have
have
one.
I don't
picture
remember
of
the.
There it is. That's
I don't
Jesse.
fucking
Check me
remember. I don't think I
out.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw it. But I don't remember.
All I remember is slim, short hair Jesse.
It was like
It was like that. Why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that?
because I couldn't get a haircut and I had to get a haircut the
He
next
said-
day for school.
He said why.
That doesn't explain why you shaved it off.
I was just bulling. Straight vibing.
He probably went to that one barber and he was like, "Oh yeah, just a trim," and the dude
And then it was
like,
like,
Fuck me up, fam.
fucking lawnmower to his head.
fucking dumbass
That was
old
like
bitch
fucking,
Johnny.
Oliver last night when I saw him, like I didn't realize his hair was as long as it is.
What's that old bitch named Johnny? That stupid
Johnny,
bitch.
Yeah.
Goddamn fucker.
Oh,
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Johnny's cool. I'm probably not gonna get a haircut from him anytime again because I'm gonna be too old.
Yeah,
He's gonna be too old actually.
what's wrong? He's an old man.
He's like 70.
Is he?
and Yeah, last time I got a haircut from him was in the November of 2018.
The November of 20.
Yeah, and it's fucking February 2020. I only get my haircuts from him, so next time I get a
No.
haircut, which is whenever, like I don't know when,
I haven't
it's
seen
not gonna
that.
be from him anymore.
I've seen that.
He's gonna be too old.
We're
He might
looking
be
at some
closed down.
pictures of not the banana video.
This shit's gonna keep going and going.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna grow my hair out to the floor.
Fucking shit.
Okay, that's cool.
To the floor.
To the floor.
Give me one of those
Okay,
guys.
picture right here. So.
Where's the shave? We like passed that era.
They're looking for Jesse's bald picture.
Yeah.
But, while they're doing that, I'm gonna explain what.
Yeah, go on to the next.
I was gonna the whole Lavender Town music thing. I was gonna segue off into like our actual music and what's been going on with us.
Oh, that would have been night. That would have been neat.
It would have been until everyone started talking about.
It would have been night.
It's night right now.
Everyone
It-
started talking about
it would
depression
be
and
night.
happiness.
Hey man, look, listen.
You know how many like topics I had to write down? I only had 1 page worth of like topics, and then I had to write down a whole like half page worth of shit.
Ooh, that's how it happens. I mean, we have,
Isn't that how it works?
yeah.
No.
I mean, have topics, but I mean, we're gonna go and talk about whatever, and like
Yeah.
naturally.
Well, like I was
What the
gonna
fuck was
segue
that? Was
off
that a fucking
into
pop up?
our music. What's going on with Scrap Power right now? What did we just fucking do?
We
Scrap-
vibing.
Scrap House sucks.
Whip out the tickets right now.
Yeah.
Before we get into that.
Damn,
What
he
the
said,
fuck?
"Fuck you."
Last night, we played a show. It was Architectural Genocide CD release party.
Yeah.
Shout out to those dudes. It was
Yeah.
fucking brutal ass show. It was us, Orchiectomy, Defiled Crypt,
Flesh order.
fucking Flesh Hoarder.
Yeah.
Architectural Genocide was the
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It was a great show. Really great turnout. Stoked everybody was there. Shout out to all the homies from Envy of the Dead that were there. Thanks for supporting us. something I wanted to talk about before we get into our next show is that Defiled Crypt is an out-of-town band, and they came and they stayed in Houston for the night. Their shit got broken into, and they stole a lot of their CDs that they had for sale, and they stole one of their amp heads.
That's the biggest thing.
And so
That's
on
mine.
our Facebook, I reposted the GoFundMe they have to kind of help compensate for that massive financial loss, because something like that can really cripple a musician, like especially here on the local scene, because this shit's expensive, man. It's a lot that we have to put in for the most little like financial reward. Like, we don't get paid that much for doing these shows. We just love doing them, but we have to pay for this expensive ass gear. And for them to get their shit stolen like that, it's really fucked up. Especially, like, in a town that's not their own, where they came to play a show. Like, it was somewhere they're supposed to be guests, and they got their shit stolen from. It's really not cool. It really looks bad on Houston and our scene. So I reposted on the Scrap Pile page their GoFundMe to go help them out. Anything you can donate to them, shoot them a little bit of cash. Let's see if we can help the boys out.
Scrap Pile on Facebook, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll have a link in the description, all that good shit.
yeah.
Maybe Jesse could edit that to be like
Yeah.
the front of the video.
Oh yeah, of course.
Come on, H-Town. What the fuck?
All right,
I'm
so
telling you,
now-
man, fuck H-Town.
We are H-Town. Shut the hell up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let's
Yeah,
pop it. Let's pop it.
H-Town.
By the way,
H-Town till I drown.
H-Town till I drown.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
Going down.
H-Town. It's H-Town.
This ain't
Okay, hold on. This is the
Fuck
first.
H-Town.
Shut the fuck up. This is the first time any of us besides Kyron are seeing this shit. Actually,
hasn't
his
even
first
seen
time
it.
too. Yeah, he hasn't seen it.
Sealed
All right,
envelope.
all right, I've unsealed it already.
Well,
But,
fuck. What the fuck?
Shut up. Our next show, March 14th, we're playing the second round of the Vakken Open Air Battle USA. It's a competition where bands throughout the nation compete in Battle of the Bands to see who goes on to the World Finals in Germany at Vakken Open Air, which is the biggest metal festival in the world. We won the first round. We're going back to Austin at Come and Take It for the second round.
Where are we gonna go if we win, Jake? Where are we gonna go?
If we win this round, we get to go to fucking LA
Yeah.
to play at the goddamn Viper Room
Yeah.
to play for the national championships to see who goes to Germany. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, are the tickets we have for sale. $13 a piece pre-sale from us. It's got our fucking name on it. It's really fucking shiny. It's like,
Show them the back. The back wasn't orange last time. I'll tell you that.
yeah, they were.
They were?
Yeah.
No, they fucking
Dummy.
weren't. No, they weren't. They weren't orange last time.
We got plenty of tickets for sale.
They were fucking orange.
Let's start moving these bad boys out. Hit us up individually, or you can hit us up on the band page on Scrap Pile.
Go get it.
I've been wrong.
That shit wasn't orange the first time.
Yes,
I'll
it
tell you.
was.
No, it fucking
I
wasn't.
have them in my fucking truck.
I
see 'em
have
all the
one
time.
too. Check that camera while you're passing by too. Is it all focused?
Please.
Please
Oh, that's because I'm in front of him.
get in there,
Am I
bro.
all the way off? That's pretty good. I was only kind of off earlier, but
There you go. Your
I
face
have
is
the-
like,
I have the option to
Whenever,
be in.
whenever
See
like
yeah,
fucking,
you're in,
out.
and you're out.
whenever fucking Josh passed, whenever Josh passed through, he fucked all the fucking shit up again.
But check these bad motherfuckers out. Know what I'm saying? We got some fucking tickets for this fucking show, dog. Like, know what I'm saying? This is. We gonna get this shit. Know
We
what
gotta
I'm talking
tolerate that
about?
wage town, bro.
H-Town.
What the fuck you think this is?
Let me tell you something.
Let me
We
tell
trying to
you
fucking
something.
hustle out here, bro. Buy some fucking tickets,
Let me
come to the
fucking tell you
show.
something.
get
This
in
shit
the
right
fucking
here.
Pit and punch somebody in the fucking face.
Give Kyron one so we can take a screenshot of that. Hold that fucking ticket up.
I was just about to grab him, but then you like.
That's
retracted.
Hold it up.
You
Hold that
goddamn
shit
right, you
up.
liars.
Hold it up.
No, I can't.
H-Town.
We're wrong.
H-Town.
H-Town.
What the fuck?
Stupid.
Yeah, you stupid.
You stupid.
bitch.
I swear.
What the fuck?
Doubt me again, homie.
Give me
not
that neck real quick. Give me that neck.
Look at that. Look at that.
I did
Give him
say
the
I
neck.
heard
Oh, he's
This
charging it
this
up. He's
this the
charging it
one.
up.
This the one from last time. The one from last time. It's the fucking same. Josh, stupid.
But
not
Josh
Crystal, not
Josh is on
Crystal.
that Mandela effect.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I swear it wasn't orange.
That mandala.
It wasn't orange.
Look at it closely.
Look at it closely.
Look at it closely. It's your fault.
Yeah, so we went ahead
You guys
and
gonna play that?
we said let's stop messing around.
March 14th.
Let's stop messing around and win this competition real quick. So we
It's
went ahead and
time.
won that Austin competition.
Yeah, we were one of the winners from the first round. There were a lot of great bands there. You had Resisting Vegas. You had our boys in fucking Familiar with Failure. You had Glass Grinder. You had the other winners in Hannah Baracket.
Bearcat, one or the other.
It's Baracket.
It is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Bracket?
Brakat. Baracket. Yeah. Us and Hannah Baracket moved on to the second round. The second round is fucking stacked. Our homies of the Fallen. Shout out to my boy Wayne. They're gonna be there. You got Grand Andres, I think that's how you pronounce it. They're gonna be there. A lot of great bands all throughout Texas are gonna be there. We really need anybody that has ever wanted to support us. This is the show you need to come out to.
Especially this one. This
Please.
is the show.
We want to go to LA, man.
And we're gonna shout everyone out.
Literally, anyone who buys a ticket gets a shout out. Dead ass.
Dead ass. The
Josh will
deadest,
blow
the
you.
most deceased
Wait.
of asses.
Josh
Stop.
will blow you.
Stop.
Josh
No.
will
Jesse will.
cradle you.
This is Josh's wife, and I approve that message.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Josh gotta give him that cradle.
Oh fuck.
Josh gonna give that cranium.
The whole dome.
Let's
The
move on to
whole
the
dome.
next topic.
Okay. Yeah. If there was ever time to come out to one of our shows, if you've never supported us before, if you have and you need to again, this is the show to come to. Is March 14th.
Yeah.
The day after, we are playing South by So What at the same place. Come and take it live.
Oh, South by Southwest.
Is it South by Southwest or South by So What?
I thought it was Southwest.
I don't know. It's
We
some
could be
fucking
wrong.
show.
We could be wrong.
I could be totally wrong. I'm pretty sure it was South by So What. Though.
We're usually not wrong, so
I'm-
I'm pretty sure we're not. But you know,
Well, there's two different opinions here, you dumbass. So one person's gonna
That's fine.
inevitably be wrong.
Fucking stupid.
But we're 2 days in a row.
Where'd Aaron go?
The 14th and the 15th. We're at Come and Take It.
so if anybody wants to come fucking party with us in Austin that night, we're gonna be getting drunk as fuck.
Drunk as fuck.
100,000 bitches on
100,000.
staircases, all getting
Stairs.
fucked.
What? No, that's none of that.
Yeah,
stuff.
what he said. Yeah, we're gonna be staying the night over there in Austin. Come hit us up.
If you wanna
Come
get
hang
fucked up
out.
with
Come
us,
party with us after the show.
come get fucked up with us.
Yeah.
And then on the
Yeah.
15th, we're in the same place. We're at Come and Take It. Another stacked lineup. We got the boys in
Wait, don't do
motherfucking
it.
Hate
Don't do-
Waker. Fucking Hate Waker's gonna be there. Fucking Familiar Failure's gonna be there.
Familiar with failure.
That's the 15th show. That's not the whacking competition.
No, yeah,
Why the fuck did you
This is the
open it
show on the
like
15th.
this?
Hate Waker's gonna be there. Familiar with Failure's gonna be there. The boys in Under My Knife are gonna be there.
What is this?
What the fuck, Jay?
I cut it with a knife.
Stupid. You didn't have to open it like that.
Stupid. What?
Stupid.
What?
You stupid.
What in the Sam hell?
Open it, slice it from the top.
Who is Sam?
What? What in the Sam hell?
Who is Sam? Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's not here.
But yeah,
anymore.
anyway,
Jeffrey
the
Sam.
show on the 15th is going to start about 4 p.m. over there at Come and Take It, and it's going to go all fucking night long with a whole bunch of fucking great local metal bands. Be sure to check them out. The day after that, on Monday, the 16th, is the same venue. We're not going to be there, but it's a great showcase of more indie rock type bands. Lots of local bands. Shout out to my people in Those Damn Eyes.
Those
Goddamn
damn
eyes.
Shut the hell up. Shut the fuck
My
up.
boy Daniel over there in Those Damn Eyes. He's gonna be rocking the stage over there. They're gonna get back to doing shows. I'm real happy about that. They have a really cool EP out there on Spotify right now. If you want to go check that out. And then after that, we have a March 24th on a Tuesday in Houston at the legendary White Swan.
Yeah.
We're gonna be opening up
Yeah. White Swan.
for White Swan's cool as fuck, bro.
It is. The White Swan's tight.
Bro, we be fucking the White Swan up.
We be fucking it.
Stop.
Oh.
There we go.
Anyway, March 24th on a goddamn Tuesday, but you better come out anyway, bitches, because
Fucking
fucking
Path-
Pathology.
There we go. Yeah.
Pathology's
Yeah.
coming through town. Your
In the
boys are
house.
opening up for the mighty Pathology.
In the house.
They're on tour for their
In the
newest
house.
album.
Fuck.
What are you doing, bro? Yeah, we're opening up for Pathology. When we get the set times and everything, we're gonna have them all on our Facebook and Instagram pages. So go follow us on that shit if you're not already. You're apparently watching us on YouTube, so go follow our fucking social medias if you aren't. Facebook on just Scrap Pile. Instagram is official Scrap Pile. Go check that shit out. We have a poll up on our Facebook right now.
Hell yeah, the fuck we do.
I don't know when Jesse's gonna have this stupid podcast out. Hopefully soon.
I'll cut this section. I'll post this like really soon.
Oh well, yeah.
At the time of this recording, the poll is going to be finished on the 25th of February.
Yeah. Poll up on our Facebook. We're getting some merch made. We need to know what fucking color we're gonna do it in. We're only gonna do one color right now. We're gonna do others in the future. We just want to know what everybody's gonna want. Right now we have yellow, green, red, purple, magenta, black and white.
Black.
Yeah, just
on
straight
a
up.
black shirt.
Just black on black.
There's
Black
no-
on black.
That doesn't exist. Don't listen
It
to them.
exists.
Doesn't exist.
Go on our Facebook and vote for your fucking favorites, so that way we can get y'all the shit y'all want. We're hopefully gonna be moving into more shirts and stickers and all kinds of other merch as the more we go on. So
we out here. We out here now.
Yeah, we out here.
We be listening to what y'all want. We know y'all want merch. We know what kind of merch y'all want.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, I guess we do.
Tell them, Jake.
Oh fuck. Here we go.
Hey, you listen here, boy.
Tell them a goddamn something.
Now let me tell you something.
Tell them a goddamn
Tell me
something.
something.
I'm gonna tell you something. We
Tell me
know what the people want,
Yeah.
and what the people want some goddamn merchandise and colorful attire. But the only issue is, goddamn right, that we don't know what color the people prefer, because some people prefer one color, some people prefer another, but we want to reach the majority audience, if you know what I'm saying.
Goddamn majority.
And so we put up a poll on the fucking
A goddamn poll.
poll on the book face and to see what the people want. And the motherfuckers
What the
are gonna
fucking people want?
click on the link and they're gonna pick the fucking color they like and they gonna say which one they want. We're gonna get
The
that
one
We're gonna
they
give it to 'em.
want.
We're gonna give it to them. We're gonna give it to 'em.
What the fuck? Oh my god, bro.
So yeah, go
The people gon' get what they want.
People gonna get what they want. Go on our Facebook and vote for the color shirt you want.
All right, segue.
Yeah.
It also has to do with Scrap Pile, though.
Man, I'm tired of talking about them piece of shit ass.
Yeah, I don't like them too much either.
Shut up.
Scrap House sucks.
They're a little
TBH.
overrated.
They're alright.
A little overrated.
They're okay.
Just a little bit.
They I've heard way better.
Same.
That bassist, non-existent.
They have a bassist.
They do?
That's what
Oh,
I'm
dude,
saying.
speaking of that, did y'all even notice Flesh Hoarder didn't have a bassist?
Yeah, I
was
noticed
they
that.
only had 2 guitars.
Was it a
That's
backing
wild.
track?
No.
Did they even have
They
anything?
didn't even have a backing track.
I didn't hear it.
They still sounded dope as
They
fuck.
did. Josh, we love you.
The guitar
Shut
low
up.
end was
Mostly.
crazy.
Shut up.
Kinda. Actually, no, I don't like you. I don't like you. Every time I'm with you, I want to end it all.
We have an official name for the album right now. Don't we, fellas?
Do we?
Do
We do.
we? Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't want to say it.
Go ahead. Go
Say
ahead.
it. Announce it.
Oh, do I have the pleasure of
You have the
saying
pleasure.
You have the pleasure.
Psych, the name of
The
the name of the album.
The name of this album is named after one of the
what?
is named after one of the songs we play live now that maybe not everyone knows about. This album is a
This album.
10-track album,
10-track album.
Probably give me more than that.
maybe more, maybe 11, maybe 12. We don't know.
It can't be.
It's called the fucking Unnamed. Not
It's called the Unnamed.
Yes. It's called the Unnamed. I don't know what the band's stance is on the release date yet, so it's coming out soon though.
Sometime within this 6 months.
It's gonna be within this year, 2020.
2020.
SP 2020.
I'm gonna say the summer 2020.
The what?
2020.
The summer of 2020.
The what?
I'm not repeating myself, you dumb bitch. Get some fucking new ears if you want to hear what I got to say.
Get some fucking new ears.
New years, New Years. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Years.
Know what I'm saying?
Everything. Everything's wrong with
You know
all
what
of
I'm
it.
saying? That's why we gotta stick together, man. You know.
Shut up. Why is all the pepperoni gone? Why are these like half eaten? What's going on here?
What happened, Kyrie?
Aaron's just nibbling
What's-
like a goddamn gerbil.
What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro?
He said
So
no.
I mean, if y'all had to eat somebody, like if y'all had to be a cannibal,
Can't
like
segue into
where
that.
where would you start?
I probably started out somewhere small. You know,
Like what?
maybe like
I started the dig.
Why? Why there? Any reason?
You know, low key. He kind of right. He right.
No,
He
no
right.
low key, high key. No, that's
Okay,
not the
he
right
kinda
answer.
got the right
I
idea.
mean, he kind of is right. You gotta go over the nutrients.
What the fuck is going
I
on?
don't even care about all that.
Then why you doing it? You gay?
I was on your side.
I was on your side, bro. I really was.
Oh.
Get out.
Put that video.
out.
We gotta put that.
Get out.
Put that video. Up.
Get out.
Why I gotta get out?
I was on your side, bro. Get out.
Like, where would you, first eat someone if you were a cannibal? That's a good question. Look, I'll start somewhere small, the ear. Okay. I'll start at the dick. Low key, he got the right idea. What? He got the right idea. Thank you. What's going on, bro? Look, cause that was, he just be saying wild shit. Really, you gotta start where the nutrients at. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, that make more sense. I don't even care about the nutrients for real. Get out. Why I gotta leave? Leave, bro. That's fucked up. Cause why are you eating the dick if it's no nutrients? I was on your side. I was.
Yo, that's fucked up.
We love gay people, by the way.
No, put that video up.
I fuck you. That's my favorite video.
What, bro?
Saying something?
Yeah, if Jesse doesn't put that video, that's an inside joke to a hilarious fucking
Saying
Facebook
something.
video.
Fucking love that video.
So, what are you
I'm
writing?
gonna watch it
down?
right now.
What are you writing
So-
down?
Fucking worry about it, bitch.
Read it aloud.
Don't say it.
Read it aloud.
Stop.
Read it.
Eventbrite.
Read it.
Fuck.
Yeah, buy some fucking tickets from us. We gotta sell these things so that we can make some money.
I'll take a solid 4 from the stack.
How many are in here? Like a lot.
There should
I gotta
be
take,
25,
like-
30.
I need-
I gotta
5.
take like 10 already off the bat.
I gotta take at least like 5.
Each of us should get 5 at least because there's 4 of us in the band. How many tickets are there?
10.
How many is this?
10.
Oh, I was kidding. I only need 5.
Here we go. I need 1 more.
How many is it?
4. Yeah. 5 tickets.
While we're on the topic of, I mean, we're not on that topic anymore, but on shows and shit like that, if anybody's listening to this that is or knows a great drummer, the homies in Envy the Dead are looking for a really good drummer right now, so that way they can get back on their grind of doing shows. They're doing they're working on new material and everything right now while they're kind of on hiatus without a drummer. They're really great people, really great musicians. So if you or somebody you know is a really hard-working drummer, that's somebody to hit up to get on the fast track to success because those dudes are badass. They write badass music. The boys at Envy the Dead, hit them up on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. They're looking for a drummer.
They're the boys.
The boys and girl.
And gal.
Yeah, the homies.
The boys.
We're talking about the H. Oh, this is the wrong episode.
Oh,
Look at you.
I'm so sorry. I'm
What's
so
up? What you
sorry.
got left? We finna close this out fairly soon.
Well, it's up to y'all, honestly. We got a couple topics.
All right, Jake. What do you think about this? What's that? What's that one? What's that one?
Top one.
No, the last one.
Last one is lyrics.
The one up. Okay, above that thing.
People dancing until they die.
Oh shit.
Fucking what?
That's a legit thing, by the way.
I lost it.
Show a fucking screenshot of literally the dancing plague now.
Dancing
Okay.
Plague. Let's talk
Bam.
about
The
that.
dancing fucking what?
I said what I said.
Show me a picture of it. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't want to turn off the music. Someone else look at it.
The dancing plague?
Just look up the dancing plague.
You've heard of it, haven't you?
No.
I swear we talked about this the other day.
No, we
We
haven't.
talked about it, and then we were like, we're gonna talk about it on the podcast, and then this is it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Dancing plague.
Just look at
Never
the
heard
dancing
of it.
plague.
The plague that makes people dance themselves to death. The disease that makes people dance until you die.
I've never heard of this shit.
What in the
I have never heard of this.
I've heard of it multiple times.
This is.
Oh, stupid ads.
I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
You never saw Hocus Pocus?
No,
Bro, that's a classic.
bro. I saw Sabrina. Fuck off. Sabrina. 100%.
Just one hit will be enough.
Gotta get you a,
She's so
Get you a
adorable.
womp. It's called a womp when you're smoking. A yomp when you're drinking.
This on the History Channel is so dramatic.
Then don't look at that one.
4 days
Look
straight.
Look at the Wikipedia. It's much faster and much quicker.
Okay, maybe the YouTube fucking wasn't a good idea. Dancing plague.
Wait till he looks up this dancing plague. Fucking wait.
Internet is shit up here.
It happened for a long
Dancing
time.
plague of 1518.
Yeah.
All right, just for discrepancy's sake, this is off of the Wikipedia, and everybody knows how Wikipedia is. The dancing plague or dance epidemic of 1518 was a case of dancing mania that occurred in Strasbourg, Alsace, maybe, now modern-day France, in the Holy Roman Empire of July 1518. Around 400 people took to dancing for days without rest, and over the period of about 1 month, some of those affected collapsed or even died of heart attack, stroke, or exhaustion. The outbreak began in July 1518 when a woman, Frau Trophia, began to dance fervently in a street in Strasbourg. This lasted somewhere between 4 and 6 days. Within a week, 34 others had joined, and within a month, there were around 400 dancers, predominantly female. Some of these people died from heart attacks, strokes, or exhaustion. One report indicates that for a period, the plague killed around 15 people per day. However, the sources of the city of Strasbourg at the time of the events did not mention the number of deaths or even if there were fatalities. Historical documents, including physician notes, cathedral sermons, local and regional chronicles, and even notes issued by the City of Strasbourg Council, are clear that the victims danced. It's not known why these people danced, some even to their deaths. As the dancing plague worsened, concerned nobles sought the advice of local physicians who ruled out astrological and supernatural causes, instead announcing that the plague was a natural disease caused by hot blood. However, instead of prescribing bleeding, authorities encouraged more dancing, in part by opening 2 guild halls and a grain market and even constructing a wooden stage. The authorities did this because they believed that the dancers would recover only if they danced continuously night and day. To increase the effectiveness of the cure, authorities even paid for musicians to keep the afflicted moving. The strategy was a disaster. After those policies were applied, the illness underwent a dramatic growth. Performing dances in public spaces facilitated the spread of the psychic contagion. Historian John Waller stated that a marathon runner could not have lasted the intense workout that these men and women did hundreds of years ago.
The fucking thing is, no one told them to do that. No one was forcibly making them do this. They started and just did not fucking stop
People
one
just
day.
added on to it.
Yes.
It says in here, also on the Wikipedia, that modern theories include food poisoning caused by the toxic and psychoactive chemical products of ergo fungi, which continuously and commonly grow on grains in the wheat family, such as rye, as was used for baking bread in those days. Ergetamine, which is the main psychoactive ingredient in LSD.
Oh, so they were just tripping balls.
Pretty much.
Even someone that's tripping balls would not fucking dance. Like, eventually that high is gonna run out. It's not gonna keep them going all that time.
They'll keep them going until they die.
No. Yeah, but any logical person just think about it. Any logical person would literally stop dancing once they got tired. There's no way you just dance till you fucking die. That's such a weird thing.
I mean, it could have been like maybe one or two people died from like heat stroke and it just got super exaggerated.
But multiple people dying from heat stroke?
I mean, it could have been a couple people that were fucking doped up on LSD and shit from ergo rye. Because that's actually a thing that happened with an entire village in France where the entire town was incapacitated and everybody thought there was like a curse on the town because they were all fucked up on LSD because of the ergo rye. Because it was a fungus that was growing on the rye that everybody turned into bread and ate.
It's pretty cool.
But everybody thought it was like a curse or like witchcraft that went on throughout the town because everybody was just fucking doing stupid shit.
See, like if that was documented back in those days, it would be a like mysterious story like that.
Right.
But it wasn't just a few people. It wasn't just 2 or 3. It was like a good amount of people.
I mean, so they say. I mean, that was so long ago.
Someone was able maybe to keep them good.
I mean, yeah, but I mean that was one place. That was one place in the Roman Empire where they were like. I mean, the Roman Empire went from like a pagan to a Christian view anyway. So I mean, there's so much exaggeration that could have gone on through there.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's really interesting for sure.
It is interesting because, like, it's dancing. It's not something else. It's just straight up dancing.
One of the strangest things I've heard.
I'm telling you. They fucking just stopped dancing until the point where they died. They didn't stop till they died.
So then what happened like to all the people that didn't die? They just stopped?
That's true.
Maybe they all died. Maybe no one else joined and they all fucking died. Yes.
Did it say like how many people like in total it was?
No, it didn't say a for sure number.
Seems silly.
Silly, but people fucking died.
I'm pretty sure. It sounds like something that was exaggerated. I'm thinking maybe a couple people, 1 or 2, maybe 3, might have passed out or died of like a heart attack or heat stroke.
I think
something.
solid 5.
And that was in the 1500s.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Look at the Bible.
people were stupid.
Fucking Bible.
This shit gets exaggerated over time. It becomes a local legend, and a local legend turns into a regional legend, and it just turns into a historical fact eventually.
Imagine how stupid we're gonna look. Alright. So the dancing plague of the 1500s.
Stupid.
Bullshit.
Dumb.
We don't know. We weren't there.
Interesting.
It's still an anomaly.
Interesting. But stupid.
Something you probably never heard about. I guarantee you that.
No, I've
Shit.
never heard about that before.
I
That's
had
actually
neither.
pretty cool.
It
I'm gonna
is.
have to check that out later. I'm watching videos on that.
Fucking exactly. No one understood it. No one knows why it happened. People fucking died. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
But I think it could also segue into our last topic somewhat, considering it's like death and kind of just weirdness in general.
Talking about a lot of death tonight.
This is
let's close it out with some more death. then.
Dark
What's up?
ass podcast.
Well, I can't imagine segueing into something other than that from that topic. Honestly, from this shit. One of the things I think we can close out with is our personal fears. What is everybody in this band scared of?
I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, spiders.
I'm talking about yes, like literal stuff like that, but also as well as deeper stuff.
I'm afraid of heights.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm just
I'm afraid of valleys.
Afraid of what?
Valleys.
That's the same thing as a
That's deeper
height.
stuff.
That's pretty real.
That's pretty deep, huh?
How
Yeah.
real are valleys as a fucking like fear of ours? Like, how often do we see a valley?
Pretty often.
Not
I don't know,
often.
but when we do,
Fuck
I'll be
you.
pretty.
That's what I'm
That shit's
saying.
wild, bro.
Have you seen one?
Have you? Tell me the truth. Don't fucking lie to me.
I've been seen them valleys.
That boy stay with the valley.
I'm in them valleys, bro.
That boy is a valley.
That boy
That's
got
what
that
I'm saying.
valley.
That boy got the valley.
That fucking valley.
Anyways,
Spiders,
spiders.
big spiders, huge spider, tarantulas.
Is that yours?
That shit's whack. They're
You're
spooky.
scared of spiders?
Yeah.
You don't have a common fear of that?
A spider? I'm not afraid of spiders.
You're not afraid of spiders? Kyle?
Like, could
I'm
you
afraid of
like let a
spiders.
big ass tarantula like walk all over you and shit?
Yeah.
what the fuck is
Yeah,
wrong with you?
crazy. You could too.
No.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
Y'all are
That'd be
nasty.
It's
Those
just, it's just a fucking arachnid.
that could bite you at any moment.
But
It
is
wouldn't.
it gonna kill you?
That's why you gotta be nice to
A
it.
black widow will.
Oh, bro.
Black widows.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, just because I'm
I have-
not afraid of a black
have
widow
some.
doesn't mean I'm
like
gonna
a big
let it bite
tarantula.
me.
I mean, I'd still kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd same.
Let's
That's
That hoe gonna
That's
die.
why I'm not afraid of it, because I can fucking kill it.
all right. Before we fully start
Hold-
this,
what
I
are
mean,
you
it could
afraid
kill
of?
me too, but
like I said, before we start this,
I can kill it easier.
let's
is
talk
about to
about
get
our
really-
straight up like
Joss is about to get into the Yosh files.
the Yosh
The
files.
Yosh files.
Let's talk about like pretty normal, solid fears, common everyday fears that we probably
rational,
have.
like what? Is it
Rational.
rational, irrational fears. Is that what they're called?
And I want y'all to dig deep into y'all's minds and what y'all really fear, deep down, not
Is this
physically.
is this the Yosh files
This
right now?
is the Yosh files.
Oh,
Let me
shit.
put that- Let me put that in there.
Oh fuck.
For anyone that doesn't know the Yosh files, I don't know what it is either.
We're probably finna real life hate each other real quick. This might get real ugly, real dirty, real nasty, putrid, filthy, disgusting,
I didn't say any of that.
vile.
Basically, it's just gonna be Jeez, but just like personified within the context.
Yeah.
So you're legit just afraid of heights, Jake.
I mean, that's a pretty good fear.
I don't believe that.
Not really afraid of heights, just afraid of falling.
That's afraid of heights.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. So
I'm
I'm
not
not.
afraid of heights and falling.
I'm
That's
not.
the same
I'm not scared to go up there, but I'm
It's not
scared
the
to
same
fall down.
Wait, is it falling from a high place or just falling?
I'm not scared to go up there, but I'm scared to fall down.
So is it falling?
See,
or
I'm
falling
scared to
from a high
go up
spot?
there and fall down.
I'm not scared to go up there, but I'm scared to fall down.
So you're scared of falling or falling from a high place?
I'm not scared to go up there, but I'm scared to fall down.
So, are you scared of falling or are you scared of falling from a high place?
We're talking about heights.
Like, if you fell backward right now, are you afraid of just falling backward right now?
No, because I could probably catch myself.
So,
So-
you're not afraid of falling. You're afraid of falling from a high place.
Yeah, I guess.
To put it into perspective, whenever I'm
We're
afraid of
talking
heights,
about heights.
I don't know if this will count because I am afraid of heights. But whenever I was like maybe 10 or 11 years old, I went
Check 'em
camping
out.
and I jumped off of a like maybe 20 or 25 foot cliff into water, and that's technically a high place in perspective to like jumping into water. So I jumped from there with no problem, but I'm still afraid of heights. So maybe I'm afraid of what happens when you fall, or maybe because obviously I knew I was gonna fall into water. But if you fall from a normal height onto like straight up solid land,
you know you're gonna get fucking injured.
Yeah, maybe I'm afraid of that.
I mean, you can be injured when you're falling into water
I
as
mean,
well.
I've jumped off of high shit into water before, and I've gone on like giant water slides and shit. And I mean, I've drove over big bridges. I'm afraid of it, but I can do it.
So are you afraid? I mean, I'm the same thing. Like, I'll go onto like water slides, but when you're up there initially, before you actually get onto the slide part,
Oh, I'm shitting bricks, buddy.
so like that's the thing. Does that mean you're afraid of heights,
like bricks?
or are you afraid of falling?
I'm
Coming
afraid of
out
going
as
up there
fucking
and doing it.
blocks.
I don't know what that is. Is that height?
Just like, it's just
Like,
solid.
I-
Shitting little
Like
bricks.
when I'm driving through
rectangular
Houston, I will take the
prisms.
long way around so I don't have to go up.
Are you okay?
My eyes
That,
are
I
dying
think
right now.
that means
Oh.
I think you're straight up afraid of heights. 'Cause
I'm
I don't.
afraid of heights.
I don't
do not
mind
like
that.
heights. But what's weird about it is I'm only afraid of heights that I can't control. Like if I'm climbing a tree, I'm not afraid of that because I trust my grip enough to hold a branch that I won't fall.
But the branch might not be enough to hold you.
I mean, I'm not going to be stupid enough not to just jump on a branch that's not going to hold me.
You don't know what can and can't hold you.
Stupid. I'm going to test it before I put my full weight on it. Stupid.
Okay.
But if I'm driving over a bridge, that bridge could collapse at any minute, or 18-wheeler could sideswipe me and I could go flying off the edge at any second. Stupid.
I don't know. Those concrete barriers are kind of strong.
Shit happens.
Yeah, that's true.
You ever seen Live Free or Die Hard? That shit's crazy, bro.
Those things are pretty fucking high up there.
They
That's
are.
what I'm
dude.
saying.
Yeah.
This is
Like-
fucking way too high up there for my
Like
comfortability.
that one that we always drive by in the city. That's the fucking highest one.
Yeah.
What does that
Every
mean?
time you're just like,
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about though? Like which one?
the biggest one.
In Houston?
Like when you
Sure.
gotta go up on like 290 and shit to like go downtown.
The fuck is a
like, bro,
290? I've never been on 290. I've been on like
I'm sure you
610.
have.
I've been on I-10. I've been on I-45. I've never been on 290.
Sure you have.
Like when you go through Katy and you're passing through Buc-ee's and you gotta go over the overpass and
Oh.
all that shit up there, like the big spaghetti bowl.
That's not even that
the,
high.
the
though.
top one.
That's not
Fuck
high.
that.
Didn't you tell me you didn't like being on those?
I don't, but I'm talking about the ones that like are really high. That one that goes to like Buc-ee's isn't. That's pretty average size for a bridge.
No, not the one that goes to Buc-ee's, dummy.
Stupid.
Like when you go past Buc-ee's and it has like the spaghetti bowl of all the overpasses.
You talking about when it
all that
starts like
shit, yeah.
branching off into
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
Is he
all
talking
those.
about the one that we used to take to Target?
That's
99.
99.
I became immune to that.
It's like there's I-10's going straight, but then you have all the
Everything
other ones that are
else.
like spaghetti bowled on top. Yeah,
So say you had to exit off.
I go the long way around.
So you take the frontage route.
I will go keep going straight and exit off on a side street and go all the way around.
No, I'm not that scared of it.
Fuck that shit.
Okay.
The
then-
only way I go on those is if I don't know where I'm going and my GPS just takes me there and I'm just like, it's too late not to go there. And then I'm just like white knuckled the steering wheel and I'm just like, fuck.
Those are I don't like going on those, but I'm not to the point where I won't go on them. Like I will still go on them. I just won't look down.
That
My
shit
eyes are like
fucking-
burning right now.
That shit
Oh.
freaks me out so bad.
I don't blame you because those shits are
Why?
that is scary. I used to be terrified of them. I still am
Oh.
kind of.
My bad.
You good, bro?
Yeah, we had to branch off. We had to take like exit 99, which like literally takes you on a ramp that goes up.
Doesn't have to be.
And
like,
we had to
doesn't
take
have
that
be
every
so
day to work.
close. Yeah.
But
sorry, bro.
No, it's all good.
It's all straight.
Got it.
So we straight.
I went on
yeah,
with
but,
traffic
like,
or not.
Remember what I said?
I was sitting up
like,
there with traffic.
right.
Yeah.
Jay said, "Nah."
That's what's. Hey, there you, that's what's. Yeah.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's straight from my job.
Yeah,
I do that every day.
shit.
Fuck that.
Are you? What the fuck?
Fuck that, bro.
See, heights are a big deal.
I don't do
That's
heights.
our big deal.
I think
Roller coasters.
I don't go on roller coasters.
Fuck roller coasters, right?
I do do not go on roller coasters.
That's the thrill of it, though.
Yeah,
That's why I don't like it.
that's like his weakness.
I thought you're not afraid of dying.
I'm not. That doesn't mean I want to go on a fucking roller coaster.
He's afraid of heights.
I give you
There's a
that.
difference between you pointing a gun at me and shooting me in the face and jumping off a fucking cliff.
Well, I got a story that'll terrify you. Went on
Okay.
a roller coaster. Mid roller coaster got stuck.
Fuck that.
It straight up got stuck at Six Flags on a band trip.
You were scared.
Hell yeah, I was scared. I didn't like heights either. Like that's the reason why I didn't go on roller coasters because they had to do that build up.
I would've
that
just
goes
jumped
up
off.
there.
I would
It
have just ended my shit.
It didn't get stuck on that. It got stuck on like one of the curves or something like that was slightly tilted, but not all the way.
How far was it from the ground?
Well, it was pretty far from the ground, but they had a little station that was kind of near it, but we were still a little up there.
Nice.
So, I was pretty fucking scared. I never went on a roller coaster after that. Tell you that much.
Have you ever been on one, at least?
I've been on like a really smaller one. It was like mid-size. It wasn't very high.
That's
at
the
all.
same one.
And that freaked me the fuck out.
I feel you. I went on a small one, like at Six Flags.
I've been on fucking big ass roller coasters.
Fuck you.
I'm not afraid at all. I just ride them hoes like nothing.
Fuck that.
That's crazy.
You got me fucked
I'd
up.
feel bad if I ever had to take a date to like a place like that, and they were like, "Let's go ride roller coasters," and be like,
I don't.
You know what else
Yeah,
is
I don't go
nice?
on roller coasters, Ferris wheel, and fuck that.
Ferris wheels aren't so bad.
"Ferris wheels, I
No.
can."
No,
they're
I'll fucking throw up all over the place.
Fucking shit.
fuck my fears. Fuck them hoes.
It's just a roller coaster.
You're
At
just
least
a
it
roller
happens
coaster.
quick. On a Ferris wheel, you're
It's just a
kinda
roller
like
coaster.
slowly.
You do that upside down shit.
Wait, you mean that upside down shit? That upside down shit.
What if you get stuck upside down? Then you just die.
I don't.
It's not that high from the ground.
But would you die?
you
though?
don't fall.
But if you fell from there, would you die?
That upside down.
It's just getting
That
stuck.
upside down.
Just the fact that you're upside down that kills you.
God, that's fire.
That upside
The
down.
upside down shit.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh? What do you fear?
I don't do heights.
What's your little standard fears?
Well, to branch off from that, I am scared of heights also, but not to the extent of Jake, which he's like fucking quit a job over driving over a high road. No, that's not me. I'm afraid of heights, maybe like not to the point where I'll let it hinder my life. Like if I had to walk across a high walkway, I'll walk on it just because I know it's pretty secure. Like if it wasn't secure, we wouldn't be able to walk on it. Driving on the road, I'm pretty confident in that.
But it'll make them feel uncomfortable.
It'll make me feel uncomfortable, but not to the
That
point where I'm
upside
gonna
down
avoid it. But another thing I'm afraid of, like just obvious fear, is spiders.
Why?
They're fucking creepy.
Spiders are cool.
Fuck you.
Spiders are so cool.
No.
We need to write a song
But I
about
know that they're
spiders.
harmless.
Jake, write
I
a
know
song
I'm
about
like a fucking
spiders.
beast.
But you can get bit by spiders. That's the thing. You can get bit by it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't let
We
any
didn't
of
have
your
a
insects
fucking-
on me.
We had a black widow in my
Spider artwork.
Oh,
The
shit.
thing is, if you get bit by
Yeah,
certain
we used to, like, kill
spiders,
that, but then I like looked it up and it was like a lot of people don't actually get bit by them because they stay.
but
It's
if
fucking
you do
very
get bit by
rare.
them, you will.
You have to go
Maybe
to the
die.
hospital.
You get your shit rocked.
I've
Exactly.
seen a few.
There was one here. They live out here. We had one in one of Phoenix's toy since he hadn't played in so long, and I went outside because the cat peed in it. And I sprayed it with a lark hose, and a big ass one came out, and I was like, okay.
Could have been my kid. Could have been my kid.
Oh, you know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of fucking like
That
wasps
one's-
and bees. Wasps. I'm scared of wasps because I know those fuckers are out to get you for no fucking reason.
I'm not scared of wasps.
I don't know.
You just gotta box them up.
I don't
Give
know
them
if
the
I
old
would
one,
say
two,
I
good
have
night.
like a
Yep.
fear of them, other than like I know not to fuck with them. Like I know to stay away from them. It's not like I see a wasp and I freeze up like I do with heights.
Dude,
Like,
I don't freeze up. I just go fucking ape shit away. I go ape shit in the direction of away.
Start boxing them bitches.
Have you ever tried to like fight a wasp or a bee?
What?
They
What'd
did
you
in
say?
my living room.
Like-
They did in my living room.
Oh, I remember that.
Because if you do, they'll learn.
Bees
They'll
be-
like fucking fly away.
They'll learn.
Bees
They
be
will.
vibing.
I don't know.
vibing.
Bees go hard though. Bees are pretty fast.
Bees be
Have you-
vibing.
bees be vibing.
Have you ever been chased by bees?
Bees be.
Have you ever been chased by bees?
No.
That high top
Dude,
six
I
They'll
remember.
acknowledge you. I'll tell you that.
I remember one time, like, I was getting off of school, and like me and Jody, we were walking, like, from the high school to his house, and we had to pass through like the old track. There was like a hole in the fence that we walked through. It was like some like field, and then we go through some trees and like a fence and shit. And there was the road to his house, and like these bees started chasing us. They just started
That
chasing.
sounds like some comical shit.
And like we were running fast as fuck, and like They just kept trying to get us.
It's like some Scooby Doo shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like it was,
Get on down the road, boy.
It was-
Motherfucker, boy.
it was terrible.
Buzz.
In southern accent.
Yes.
So would you say that you're afraid of wasp?
Hell no. What the
You can
fuck?
box
What are
them
you
hoes up.
afraid of then?
I'm not. What?
Yeah, like when wasps, like if a wasp gets in my house, I like catch it in a cup and take it outside.
What the fuck is wrong with you,
Catch
bro?
that bitch in my hand and crush
So
it.
you're not afraid of anything at all,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Josh, I'm the one that said I was afraid of wasps.
That's right. So
You
what
don't
are you
listen to you.
afraid of?
Let's see.
I'd be more willing to catch
a bee than a
wasp because I know bees are like
I don't know.
not assholes.
Not afraid of dying, but I'm afraid of dying like too soon.
Well,
before-
wait, hold on that. We're gonna get to those in a second.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, you're not allowed to say that.
Not that one yet.
Oh,
That's the big boy fears we're gonna get into in a minute.
okay.
Just like the little small scale.
Oh, well then,
Hold on to that.
aside from that, no, nothing really,
Damn. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not afraid of anything. Not afraid of anything.
Not afraid of nothing, huh?
I mean, let's see. I don't know. Afraid of falling from a high place.
So you're afraid of heights?
the ocean.
Afraid of the ocean? Yeah, afraid of fucking.
I've never been out there, but like thinking about just falling in the ocean.
But like,
Fuck no.
like
I've been to the beach.
like the
but
stuff
I've
that
never been on the
that
ocean.
you're afraid of,
Yeah, I'd
like
still be afraid of the beach.
I'm not
even
afraid of
because
that.
Afraid of
jellyfish are a
falling.
thing.
afraid of spiders.
Jellyfish,
Oh, you are
they
afraid of
be-
spiders?
No,
What the fuck? Why would you say that?
because I'm just
Dominating
I'm
and
talking about you.
So what are you afraid
Which
of? then?
means they are aptly named.
Like kind of like just face value. What are you afraid of?
Face value. Let's
My
see.
Gravekeepers.
Not even that.
Like literally not
Get the
anything.
fuck out here, bro. Can't special summon shit.
Like
I
even
mean-
if you don't, even some things like I don't know, getting into a fucking car wreck. Even if you don't die, not the dying part, just like getting into a car wreck. Are you afraid of that, or are you?
Well, I mean, sure. Yeah.
But are you
We're
afraid of it
scared of a
because
lot of
you're
stuff.
afraid of dying,
I think that
or
sounds more. I think that sounds like more of a rational. We're going for like irrational,
A
like
phobia.
heights, spiders, bugs.
these are? I thought
I
these
would-
were
I would
rational.
consider-
These are
Dying
rational.
is a rational thing to be afraid of.
Okay.
Like
fuck.
anything that could fucking kill me, of course.
Well,
And, like, the
technically
horrible
falling
ways
down.
you
But okay, how about
But
this?
the thing is, but the thing with the fear of heights is that like you're not falling. You're just up there, and like you could be behind like a walkway or it's like fenced in. You can't like fall through the fence, but you're still scared of it. So that's why it's sort of considered a phobia.
Does that mean I'm afraid of it or not?
You're
Claustrophobia. That's a fear.
Oh, that's
That's-
another one you have.
I'm really claustrophobic.
This
Like-
must have been like within like the past 2 years you developed this or some shit.
No, like
As
in
you've-
fucking
'cause you've- You've, like,
7th grade.
You've never brought this up before.
I forgot.
Brian?
I forget about it.
This is the second time I've done this today.
One of my friends, like,
Bring
were in-
this up.
you know those rolled up mats they'd have for like wrestling
No.
and shit in athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolled up mats. There would be like a single fold, like the very end of it, and I laid in it one time, and one of my friends, he's like, "All right, let's see, just like how long you can last in here." So I laid in like that tiny area, and he like laid on the fold, so I couldn't get out. I was really like losing my shit because I was claustrophobic to the point where like I was tearing up. I was like in 7th grade until he finally let up, and I was like,
the fuck out of here.
I was like upset. I was on the verge of tears just because
Could beat his ass.
it's like terrifying to be stuck in a single spot, a small single spot
So you're
for that long.
claustrophobic?
I am claustrophobic.
See, I'm not
What the fuck?
at all.
So what if you were? What if you were like? It was
See,
Ryan, by the
I
way.
always thought claustrophobia was so weird.
You were
to me.
finna beat
That's
the
what. That's
Ryan
why.
Trahan's
That's why I didn't
ass.
mention his name till the very end.
It was the rock.
It was the
Bro,
Ryan.
he was finna beat Ryan Trahan.
I'm
Ryan
finna-
Trahan
I'm
of
finna-
1 million.
I'm
You're
finna
talking
leave that
about
comment on his
Ryan
YouTube
Trahan.
channel.
This is why I waited till after I said to mention his name.
Bro, everyone's finna go beat the
Ryan
ass
I know
now.
what you did to Josh in 7th
You
grade.
just entered him into cancel culture.
Ryan, you better get your
Ryan
shit
Trahan.
together. You scarred me.
No.
I'm terrified.
So you're not.
No, that's I always thought claustrophobia was such a weird thing, so I've never had a problem with it.
You're cool with like, say you were stuck in a coffin
Yeah.
for like
I mean,
hours on end.
I like small confined spaces.
Like I've
actually.
got,
fuck is
I just put myself into small confined spaces before. Like
Yeah.
I've just crawled up like in just a small place and just.
Or like those little rooms, like the Harry Potter rooms, like the ones underneath the staircase.
Yeah.
Those little ones, I love those rooms.
That's what I'm saying. Shit like that's cool. That's not to say that I would intentionally put myself in a spot that I didn't think I could get out of.
like
I
a
would-
dangerous one.
Yeah, like I wouldn't crawl into a hole thinking that maybe I couldn't get out of it. You know.
Oh,
So-
Josh, you must hate those guys who go through caves and shit, and they get really fucking.
Well, yeah. You ever seen those videos where it's like a hole that they have to squeeze themselves into? It's just going under the surface. Like, okay, I think that's stupid. Like, I wouldn't do that because you. Like, what if you just hit a dead end and you can't get back up?
It's
So-
That I don't
But-
think that's claustrophobia. That's just survival
but
instinct
but
at that point.
but like for people with claustrophobia, that's like
yeah.
Everyone has that fear of dying, but like, so you're just not scared of small spaces, regardless.
No. Like if I got buried alive, like the fact that I was in a small confined space wouldn't bother me.
Josh. I got a great comic for you.
No.
It's a horror comic and it's perfect for you.
About
I
claustrophobia,
just
huh?
go to sleep.
You should check out
Is it by Junji Ito?
Yes, you should all check out Junji Ito. He does a lot of body horror, but he'll throw in like lots of different phobias with it as well.
Fuck that. Fuck claustrophobia. I am terrified of small spaces more than spiders, more than heights. I'd rather die by heights than die of like being in a small space. Literally.
Did you miss the scene in Kill Bill when she was in the coffin?
Yes. I mean,
Missed it.
The 1-inch punch. That shit was dope.
I love the Chinese dude.
Yes.
With the stupid fucking hair. And the cameras like zoom ins on him all the time.
This shit's awesome.
I'm not afraid of anything more than I'm afraid of claustrophobia.
So claustrophobia is your thing, huh?
That's my
Interesting.
biggest thing. Don't remember that. I don't know what y'all ever plan to
Oh,
do with
God.
that.
Well, I'm
We're
just
at the
saying. I mean,
Jackass guys.
you know what my fear is. I mean,
I'll lose my fucking shit. I'll probably be messed up.
like
for
if you're
life.
ever with me, like when we like go through Houston or whatever. Like I know these guys have probably seen it, but whatever. I'm like kind of forced to go over a big bridge. Like I just get like straight face and I just white knuckle the fucking steering wheel. Like I get anxious as fuck having to go over a bridge.
drive over that shit for you. Don't worry.
It's fine. Like you can ask like my brother. Like when I'm riding with him somewhere, or if I'm like riding in a group of people, we go over a bridge. Like I look down. Like I look at like the floorboard. Like I can't look out.
What the fuck? How do you get over it then? How do you not just drive off? I look at the road, if
Well,
anything.
I mean, when I'm driving, I have to look straight. But if I'm not driving, I'm riding,
Oh,
and
you
we
just
go
look at the
over a bridge, I
floorboard.
just look down. Like I
Yeah.
can't look.
That makes sense. I do the same thing. I mean, everyone's all getting hype around you, like, holy shit, that's cool looking.
No,
And
yeah,
I'm like, nah, we gonna die. I
Like,
can kill us.
When I was younger, my like one of the times I realized I was afraid of heights. Probably a bad time to realize it, but my my grandpa, he was a helicopter pilot. That was his career. He was a helicopter pilot, and his buddy had a like a personal plane. It was like a 4-seater personal plane, and he let my grandpa borrow it, and he took us all out on a little flight, just like around the area. It was just on a little personal plane. He took me, my brother, and my cousins, and all that up on this little ass plane. And I thought I was going to die for a solid hour that we were on this
God.
plane. Like, I looked out the window one time, and then I put my head in my fucking lap for the entire time. And I realized heights were not my thing.
Something I want to talk about. I don't remember.
Could that have started it, or was it already like?
I mean, maybe. Like, I realized it at that point. I looked out the window, and I was like, I could die at any given moment, and I could not stop it.
It kind of reminds me like this time that I flew in a kind of small like personal airplane. It's one of those that have like 2 steering wheels,
Oh, yeah.
and it was like I was working for that dude in Columbus,
Conspiracy.
and he said he was gonna instead of driving me back to Eagle Lake, he was gonna fucking fly me back. and I was just like, all right. And so we fucking went up there, and then we were like flying around Columbus, and then he told me to like grab the fucking steering wheel, and he told me to do some maneuvers and shit, and he was telling me to like turn the plane like sideways, and I was just like, shit, all right. And then I was doing it, and then he He was like, more. And he kept he kept telling me, and then he was just like, don't tip it over. Don't tip it over. He just starts yelling it, and I'm just like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, he really had me like controlling that bitch.
So
I
yep.
thought I was gonna fucking die.
Yo, never go
That
skydiving.
shit
Then?
was crazy.
No, fuck no.
The thought has crossed
saw
my
that-
mind, but
I
I'm
s-
like, how could I ever do something like that?
I saw that indoor skydiving.
I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
I don't even
actually.
want to do that.
I didn't know that was a thing. It was a cool idea.
I don't even want to do that.
You're just like what, on a big ass fan?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, not indoor skydiving, like actual skydiving.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
never.
Both.
Like
I don't even want to do indoor skydiving.
The fucking
The
George Bush.
sensation of falling would probably make me nauseous.
George Bush Senior skydiving at like what 90 something.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Is that how he died or something?
No, he was just doing it.
taking off the shirt.
That piece of shit died of old age. He should have died a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, he was too busy skydiving.
He was too busy committing war crimes.
See, that's what makes me skeptical.
Personally.
Am I really scared of heights or not? Because like I maybe consider skydiving, but
Let's go tomorrow.
If you can consider skydiving, I don't think you're afraid of heights. Cause
But
like
I am.
I would never in my entire fucking life intentionally jump out of a fucking airplane ever.
Honestly,
Parachute,
like
no parachute.
a lot
Somebody
lately,
strapped
I've
to
been
me,
thinking
no.
about skydiving.
No.
I've thought about it, but
A
like,
lot lately, actually, I have been thinking about it. I don't know why.
it's like interesting. You never will get the sensation of free falling through the sky ever again unless you skydive.
I feel you because I've been trying to think like.
Unless you
I know-
cross the wrong motherfucker.
I know I'd be scared.
Unless
of,
you get
like,
fucking-
heights and
Fucking hit by a giant in the
what's it called?
Skyrim.
Skydiving. I know I'd be scared of it, but like I wouldn't be that scared.
I'd be goddamn. I'd
Well,
shit
think
my
about it.
pants
Think about it either
immediately.
way. All right, if you do skydive, I'm like in the fucking 1% chance you get hit by a plane. It's instant. You won't remember it. You won't remember it. In the instance that your fucking parachute doesn't deploy, yeah, you'll be scared and maybe those like minute worth of falling, but whenever it happens, you won't feel shit.
you might
Oh, I mean,
live.
You also
yeah, I
have a
mean, this is
backup here.
death.
You might live.
I saw a backup pic.
Don't
There's-
say that.
No,
Don't say
yes,
that.
you might.
Dude, there's been plenty of people that have like fallen from 30,000 plus feet up and lived.
And
Which
then
is
there's also
weird
the,
as fuck.
there's also the fact that like terminal velocity exists, so like they don't
Yeah.
even have to like fall skydiving. They could fall from a building and survive, and it'd be terminal velocity. It'd be the same thing.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And they've survived it.
You saying it's like some Grand Theft Auto crap where you like might
Yeah,
hit a
you smack the ground and you get up.
no, like where
Yeah.
you like
So
hit
you gotta
a-
go. You gotta go
maybe
find like a little health
You
pack.
jump off the fucking highest building, you hit a pole, and then you just kind of slow down for a second. You hit something else, and then you hit the ground. That's the only.
So
way I've lived in-
Spider-Man.
What's happening?
That's the only way I've lived in Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, there's been people that have like skydived and their parachute didn't deploy, and they like there was one where they fell like into like a warehouse and they like smashed through the tin roof. It was like
They slowed
40.
them down
It was like 50,000 feet up, but I mean they survived it.
because the tin roof slowed them down, huh?
I don't fucking. I mean, you're still smashing into that thing at like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, but
because like the tin roof's not gonna slow you down. Like I feel like if water's not gonna slow you down, then a tin roof's not gonna
Yeah,
slow you
but
down either.
tin roof has like I mean not
Well,
tin roof.
water has like
Surface tension. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what kills you, not like what it is. So like if you hit a tin roof, say you hit it at an angle like where your arms or feet maybe hit it, your arms are gonna probably break for sure, yeah. But it slows you down for sure. So when you start falling, you might hit something else. But other than that,
So what I'm saying is, you can survive a fall from 50,000 feet.
depending on what you hit,
And
yes.
people have done it.
No, you
No.
can fall straight.
Like you could
straight.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
You can
like
fall
Josh,
straight.
like Josh, I heard about a guy who fell from like a building tall enough for it to be terminal velocity, and it was onto concrete, and he survived somehow. It's possible for some reason.
Yeah, I think it might be because your
Human
body goes into
body's
shock.
strange, but you can trip and fall over and break your fucking arm.
It might be because you go into shock and therefore your body, or you lose consciousness and
Or
your
you
body
just
like ragdolls.
don't want to die. Or you
Which
just
is,
don't want
it's
to
kind
die.
of the same concept with like a car crash. If a drunk driver, he's not as injured as someone.
Because they're just ragdolling it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're-
there's like people get ejected out of the fucking windshield and they're totally fine. A couple scrapes, maybe a couple bruises, but other than that, they're totally fine.
It's
At, like,
because they're not
70,
tensing up
80,
or
not-
anything, right? They don't know what's
Because
going on. They're so
drunk.
drunk and out of it, their body just is like flying.
I mean, at any situation, like you'd be totally sober and some fucking 18-wheeler just crosses the wrong fucking lane and smashes into you, and you go flying 100 miles an hour through the air.
but because your body's so like loose, you'll land, but you maybe break a bone if
I mean,
that.
They don't really know what happens.
But because you're
You
not
can
tense enough.
You can only guess at what happens.
I find that so interesting how like getting ejected out of your vehicle can sometimes save you, but like a lot of the times not.
Yeah.
It's just like pick your poison.
Like sometimes a fucking seatbelt keeps you trapped in your car and you fucking burn to death while your car explodes. Sometimes you get thrown out of the fucking windshield and you hit a fence post. Life's crazy, bro.
Taking a chance, man. What's safer, to wear a seatbelt or not to wear a seatbelt? We don't
To
know.
wear a seatbelt.
We don't know. We don't know that.
That's up to you.
Question of humanity.
No.
Yes, it is.
I would stick with I would stick with wear a seatbelt because another thing about falling out of the vehicle is that you don't get completely ejected out of it, and if it were to roll and land on you,
Yeah.
so that's another thing.
But I mean,
Maybe.
something could also land on top of you and just or
Maybe.
puncture the windshield. And I mean,
Something could land in you.
It's
A
safer.
car wreck is a disadvantageous state. to
Yeah.
be in.
Don't wreck your car. Don't get in car accidents.
So wear a seatbelt. Maybe it won't help you. Maybe
Don't
it
drive.
Don't drive.
will. Walk
Ride a
everywhere.
fucking horse.
Yeah, ride some fucking horses and
It's
bikes.
funny. I saw
The
a
horse will die, but
and
not
walk.
you.
I saw a
Yeah.
horse through the window like 2 days ago.
Stop. From where?
From my house.
Oh my god, stop.
I was delivering the other day and I saw a dude
Like
riding a
right
horse.
outside the window, like in the yard.
Well, like the window like shows the street.
No. It was right.
It was
outside.
right in my
It
yard.
was
Yeah.
Right outside.
It was poking his head through. your
Yeah. They
window.
were like,
It was fucking Mr. Ed.
And then what happened?
and then I was like,
All right. Sir.
Oh,
no, but I saw it and I was like,
whose was it?
fucking know, some cowboys.
Probably Cowboys.
That horse was a free citizen.
Dango Cowboys.
We haven't
Josh,
even
what's
gotten-
your most deepest, darkest fear?
I don't
What's your
want to.
deepest secret?
I don't want to start
What's
that
your
shit.
darkest secret?
Someone else started.
I guess
Darkest
it's a
secret.
Vulcan.
I already know mine.
Darkest
I want Jake to
echoes.
start it off.
Your darkest secret.
What's your darkest
Your
secret
deepest,
internally?
darkest
My
What are you
echoes.
afraid of?
What am I afraid of?
Dark,
Deepest, darkest.
deepest, darkest fear.
My deepest.
Not like
Darkest
rational.
Fear. Not a phobia. Not a rational fear. Like, what's your thing that you? What's the difference? I'm confused by this.
There's a
question.
big difference.
I am
Something
too,
could
That's
have
why it's taking
something
me so long
could
to
have
answer.
like emotionally affect you to the point where you don't want it to happen, and then there's like
Like-
rational fears that would obviously things that would kill you.
I guess something that you have to think about a lot, and like when you think about it, it's really scary to think about.
So
Something
Maybe
like old age,
philosoph-
dementia.
There's a, by the
Death.
way, there's a
Philosophical
the
topic.
phobia of there's a phobia for time. It's called chronophobia.
Wow,
Phobia of the passage of time.
wow, that's another thing. Time running out. And,
Hippopotamonstrosophilia.
oh, that's a good one.
It's the fear of long words.
I love it.
Ironic.
Whoever made that name's a dick.
I want you got Jake.
Son of a bitch. What do any
Goddamn
of-
fucker.
What do any of those parts come together to
I'm
mean?
afraid of exclamation points.
You must hate the Spanish language.
you're afraid of boomer talk.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Okay.
darkest, deepest fear.
The thing you
What's
fear the
something that you
most?
think about and you're like, I don't want that to happen to me?
You have to turn the page, son.
Doesn't even have to be
Probably,
like
like-
death wise.
I mean, probably just being like, getting to the point of being so old, like you can't do anything yourself. Like, you're just laying there and like you have to have someone change your fucking shitty diaper and you don't know what's going on around you. Like, I don't want to be like that.
And that's like your deepest fear.
I don't even know if I'd call it a fear.
It's maybe something more like like an embarrassment.
like yeah, maybe. I don't feel like fear is the right word, but
I mean,
that's the thing.
I think that is a fear is the right word because like you have no more freedom there,
Yeah.
and you're just stuck. Like you're just stuck waiting
For someone else
for
to do
this
all
that
shit.
situation to come to an
Right.
end.
Scary.
That's probably it.
What if you think is something? Tell
Like
us.
I've said for a long time now, I want to be dead before I'm 50.
I saw a post somewhere
I've
that
never
said
heard
that dying of old
I've
dying
never
of old
heard
age is
that.
overrated.
People that know me know I've said that.
Now we
Damn.
fucking know.
I never knew this
Shit.
man.
I saw a Reddit post that said dying of old age is overrated, and I didn't look at what the like description was or the comments, but I'm pretty sure that was like one of the main ones.
Fuck.
Like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna either die or kill myself before I'm 50.
Fuck.
Dang.
Oh.
That's how bad I don't want to be like that. I'd rather just blow my brains out.
Oh.
Like I've switched my 401k to zero because
Shit.
I'm never gonna get old enough to see that.
Well,
The Yosh Files.
well, that fucking sucks.
are you confident enough to like dead as go
I mean, I've
now
actually-
and switch your fucking
I've
401k
already-
to zero?
I've literally already done that.
Get fucked.
I don't have a 401. I've switched it to zero because I'm never gonna see that.
Fucking shit.
Get fucked.
I'm gonna be dead before I see that money. There's the Yosh files for you.
Yeah.
pal.
The Yosh files.
Hey, so I have another drink.
There's a deep dark fear.
Oh, I gave it. It's,
I drank that a long time ago, buddy.
that's why we got
Can I get one,
another
Karen?
one.
Some ass dokies.
Yeah, that bottle opener.
Segue after something while I go to the restroom.
I think old age is probably a big one for everybody, pretty much.
I mean, it's
Old
not
age-
even
old
like
age is pretty cool,
it's
actually.
Like that decrepit old
Yeah.
age. Like I could be like 80 and fully functional, I'd be fine. But I mean, I don't want to be to the point where I'm like anywhere between like 60 or 70. Like even at like some point, there's people that are like 50 plus by the time they start to like decay.
Yeah, like you don't know.
So that's why I'm like 45. Anywhere past that's free game.
God.
You should get up on that. Or
Get up on the mic, Crystal.
Yeah, fuck Josh. It's crystal time.
The Crystal Files.
The Crystal Files.
The
The
Crystal
Like
Files.
on the street behind us, and the guy, he was like a fucking douchebag, like his entire life until like he couldn't get like out, really. And then
I have money right now.
his wife took care of him, and she got really old.
I'd like
she
to
couldn't
buy
even take care
one.
of herself, so what she did is she walked into their pond, and she like transferred all her money to her children. And then like a week later, he died because he couldn't take care of himself either. Yeah,
This was. Wait, where?
it was like on the street behind us. Yeah, there's like.
wait, I'm sorry, I missed it. So like, what happened? I'm sorry. He.
Well, she like
She-
walked into the pond and just like she knew she couldn't get out because she was already like sickly, so she just like walked into it and like couldn't get out and she drowned
And she like gave all her money
to her kids. And then the old man died like a week later because he couldn't take care of himself. But they were in their like 80s,
Well, that's a way to do it.
right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
At least she knew when it was time.
Not
just walk on into it.
Yeah.
Just walk into it.
Walk head first into it.
I don't know if I could ever do something like that.
I fucking couldn't, but who knows, man? Who knows?
That's what like back
That's
from what I was saying earlier. It's like, you know, it's your time. Like you're ready. Like you're tired of living. That's what I'm saying. Like people at that age probably accept, like, yeah, all right, I've lived a life. Probably ate a berry thrice.
Like what could
I've had a life.
like what was the situation for her to leave her husband behind too? Is the thing like what?
I mean, he was not a
Is
nice
the-
man.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I missed
She was
that.
probably like, "Fuck that old
And
bitch."
she was a really sweet
I'm
little old lady.
ejecting out this motherfucker.
Oh man, that fucking sucks, dude.
I'm out.
Fuck him.
Fuck that old dude.
Let me tell you about this fucking old dude.
Let me tell you something.
He used to call the cops.
Just to call the cops.
No, we used to ride by on like our four-wheelers, and he'd be mad because like there'd be dust in the air, and he would call the cops. What the fuck? Yeah, all the time.
He's the guy from Monster House.
There's dust in the air.
Has anybody seen Monster House?
Yeah.
Been a long
He's the
time.
fucking old guy.
he went so far as to driving his truck, and like my uncle was on his fuller, my cousin was on the back, and he like bumped them with his truck.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like worse than Monster House.
I would have whooped his
I
ass.
hate old people, man.
I would
that old
have made him mad.
I hate most old people because they act like that. I know there's like good old people.
Boomers.
Fucking
hate boomers. Goddamn boomers. This has been the Crystal Files.
Oh my god, it was like really.
The death of old people.
Oh my god. That thing that Jake said at the first Dallas show. Old people, we have
Oh.
to take over. So we have to kill the old people.
Old people rule the world. It's why the young people have to kill it. I ripped that off from Corey Taylor.
Goddamn.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There's a YouTube video. It's actually a really famous one. It's where they're lighting each other on fire. Slipknot on stage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like Sid. The guy who does like all the samples and stuff for them.
Yeah.
Or no, Sid's the DJ one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sid's the DJ one, but he's like the one of the crazy ones that does all the stunts.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know if it was like some kind of like
He's the long nosed one, right? No.
no, that was one of the percussion.
The gas mask one.
Yeah, the gas mask guy. But he had some kind of like aerosol thing, I think it was, and a lighter, and he was just like doing like you would with like axe and a lighter, and it makes it like a flamethrower.
Yeah.
But like Corey Taylor was on stage, and he was saying, that's what he was saying. He was saying, old people rule the world, that's why the young people have to kill it. And Sid came up behind him and lit his pant leg on fire while he was saying that. It was so fucking funny.
What a fucking random.
Yeah, I was like on a huge Slipknot binge one day, and I was watching a bunch of their videos, and I saw that, and like I heard him saying that, and I was just like,
Nice.
like, dude, I just like in the heat of the moment, like when I just like there's segues in between songs, and I have to say something, like it just shit like that just comes to me out of my subconscious.
What the fuck happened? How did y'all segue into this?
It was because of the Crystal Files.
Wait,
The Crystal Files.
how did it get to that? I think just you just. Oh wait, how I said that.
We're
Why
talking
did I
about,
say
like,
that?
death
Old
from
people.
dying of
Oh,
old
we were
age.
talking about old people.
We still were.
We were talking about old people.
Crystal told this really dope story about old people, and then Rick was like, "Fuck old people," and then
No, Jesse was.
no, it was Rick.
Three.
No, but yeah,
I said fuck that old person that was in the story.
but then Rick brought up when I was saying at the Haltom show, because I said a line that Corey Taylor had said, and I was saying old people rule the world, that's why the young people have to kill it. And I was explaining how I got that line, because I just got it from Corey Taylor, and it was just like the heat of the moment, and it just came to me. I did that fucking last night. I copied Phil Anselmo from the fucking 101 Live Proof, because between one of the songs I was saying, "Oh, make some noise for whoever," and then like 2 songs later, the song was over, and I was like, "Let me hear some of that fucking noise we were talking about." That's directly from that album, like one of the things he says in between one of the songs.
Nice.
Like it just comes to me. Like I have to say something, so that's just what pops up to me, because I've heard it so many times.
We were talking about
Deepest fears? Yeah, you're next.
not me. We were on Jake. He didn't have nothing. We went to Kyrie.
Wait. No, he said old age.
Okay, that's right.
Decrepit old age.
Kyrie?
Decrepit old
No
age.
401k.
No 401k.
Yeah, no 401k.
I don't even know what that
I
is.
remember.
Not living past 45.
You don't know what 401k is?
Is it like retirement?
Pretty much.
Okay.
401k.
401,000.
That's what you get.
Is that what it is?
I don't know why it's called.
Why is it called
401k.
that?
401,000. That's what it is. It's fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
Like exactly that.
Like no matter what you did or how much you did, you get 401,000.
Don't know how it works. They don't
Like-
expect you to live past that amount, I guess.
Well, I mean, 401k is, I'm not sure why they call it that, but I mean, all it is a plan that you pretty much get put on by the time you start working, and whoever you're working for, a percentage of your pay, whatever you dictate, goes to that account, your 401k account. And when you get to a retirement age, which is usually anywhere between 50 and 65, you can officially retire and you can get all of that money.
It's like a savings account, pretty much, for retirement.
Yeah, but it's stupid.
Take it without your consent.
You know the retirement age in Japan is like really high. It's like 60 to 65 instead of 50 because they have a low population rate and they need people to work longer.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, even here, like 50 is really low for
I didn't even
retirement.
know it was as low as 50. I thought it was
But
like
it's-
65.
but
That-
it's
if
like
you-
the-
if
it's
you
like the
make a
average
lot-
is-
if you make a lot of money, you can retire at 50.
It's like the average is higher in Japan because
The
it's
thing
just
with
generally.
with 65 is Medicaid. You get Medicaid at 65.
No,
Yeah.
I was thinking just retirement at 65.
Oh shit. I don't know about
Yeah,
all
no,
that.
that's what I was thinking, bro.
Yeah, you get Medicaid,
Alright, bro.
you can retire at 65, you can
All
get, like,
right.
Social Security and
She
shit.
lives at 65.
All right.
Okay, bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Kyron, what's your deepest, darkest fear?
Shit. Probably
That's
be.
nasty.
Shut up, bro.
He was doing that. He was going there too.
Alright.
Kyron was already going there.
Alright, never mind. Jesse ruined it.
Look what you fucking
Fuck.
did, you
No.
dumbass.
No, I was gonna say, probably to just become a vegetable.
Why are you laughing?
Jesse.
Jesse.
The first thing I thought of was like a carrot with the face.
Fucking
That's not what Jesse
VeggieTales.
That's not what Jesse
Larry
was
the
thinking.
cucumber.
He
You're
knew
afraid
what he
of
was
Larry the
fucking
cucumber?
thinking. He knew it. He laughed anyway, bro. That's the
ultimate
thing.
Body horror.
He knew.
His limbs turn into the fucking the leaves at the top.
He knew from the beginning what it was, and he's still laughing. Look at him.
A vegetable.
It's gonna be another 10 minutes at least.
I know.
Oh.
Kyron's afraid of potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't like all the eyes they have.
Yeah.
They're looking at him.
They have spurs.
He sees himself in them.
They have the spurs on them. I don't like
You
them.
look in the potato eye and it looks back.
All right, all shit aside, so you're essentially afraid of the exact same thing that Jake's afraid of, not being able to care for yourself.
Pretty much just being
Emo.
fucking pretty much paralyzed. That would suck.
I mean, yeah, I guess
That's
so.
hilarious, Jesse. Paralyzed?
No, it's not. It's just a vegetable.
I mean,
Like, why that term?
That's the
I don't know.
term.
That's
They
the
don't
term.
move.
They're just like a fucking
don't go
carrot in the
nowhere.
dirt. They're just like a
It's
carrot
because
in
they
the
can't
dirt.
move, they can't do anything. You have to care for them at all times.
That
Oh,
applies to
that
any
makes
food
sense.
object.
You have to
That's the
feed them
thing.
nutrients.
Any
What-
food
what that
object,
boy
whether you're a meat,
just
whether
like a
you're
carrot in the
vegetable,
dirt.
whether
You
you're
want to call them a
fucking
fruit?
chip,
You want to call them a fruit?
I will.
That's fucking bigoted.
If you're talking about me and I become a vegetable, please call me a fruit. I'd
that
like to
what you
think I'm a
want,
little
Kyron?
sweeter than
yeah,
that.
right.
You want to be called a fruit instead of a vegetable whenever you become paralyzed?
No,
It's like a tomato, bro. Don't call me a fucking
because if that
vegetable.
happens, just end my shit. Just end my shit. Just do it.
Just end your shit. But then we're gonna get
Pull
charged
the
with
fucking
it.
plug.
We're gonna go to Kyron and just straight up murder him, and they're gonna charge us with murder.
Well, I mean, they can like
You got all the time in the world to figure it out.
whoever is the like the person that would have like his power of attorney, like his mom or whoever, like would have the capability of saying that, yeah, pull the plug.
I would be like, do it.
Even if like he wasn't, even if he wasn't in a state of like life support.
He'd just be like in a coma. He'd just be like,
I'm talking about not when you're on life support, when you're not conscious, but what if he was like conscious and he was a dead ass vegetable but couldn't speak?
yeah,
That's what. That's what you
that's
are.
what he's saying.
That's what you are.
But you're still like there. You're just kind of like,
You're still there. You just can't do nothing.
He said that's what you are.
yeah. So in that state, would they look at his will and
I'm
be
not-
like,
Not him. But
do we
like-
just leave him how he is, or do we pull the plug?
Well, I mean, there's a point when doctors don't think you will recover, and they will ask your loved ones, "Do you want to keep him on life support?"
But the loved ones, they wouldn't
It's up-
directly.
it's up to
It's
them.
up to them. But they, most normal loved ones would refer to the will and see like
If there is one.
if there is a will. I'm gonna write a will.
There's
But
I mean, you probably should. You have a kid.
yeah, I was thinking about that too.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So most normal people would look at the will and be like, okay, this is what they want.
Yeah.
But can they just straight up ignore it?
A will? No.
I don't think so.
Because that has to do with law, right?
Ignore what?
A will.
If someone has in their will that they want the plug pulled, can somebody ignore that?
Like,
I don't
even if
think
they're
so.
still
It'd be
conscious.
hoe if they did.
I don't think they can, because I think at that point, like whoever
An
you wrote
attorney.
like an attorney could say like that's not what they wanted. You have to pull the plug. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I got my eye on you.
Shit, I gotta write a will.
I think at that point there's like a legal dispute towards it.
Because what? If I don't write a will now, then people will be like, oh, he didn't want his money to go to his kid. He wanted it to go to such and such or
Just
something like
whoever, someone, you'll never know who.
I don't have any money to my name.
They'll have
I
to
mean,
fight for it.
I mean, really, I think Crystal would get all of it because y'all are married. So I mean, she's gonna get half your shit in.
that. But what if I wanted it to go like directly to my kid?
you have to put that in your will?
You have to
Otherwise,
will.
But I mean, even then, like I'm pretty sure Crystal would like be involved with it because Phoenix wouldn't be old enough unless he's
Nah.
18 or plus at that point.
Yeah, I only plan on it working until like when I'm like maybe 50 or 60. At that point, if I say, hey, I want my whole will to go to, I mean, so I gotta write one
How
now.
much does it
Gotta
cost
write
to,
one
to
now.
have a will?
I'm just
Yes.
saying, Josh, you could die right now.
Exactly.
Is there a cost to making a will?
I mean, yeah, you got to pay an attorney to draw it up and make it a
okay.
legal notarized document.
There's a couple
That
legal
provides
things I
parts
gotta
of
do
it where he
anyways.
just
So
had, like, bullshit.
I mean, you can't just write a letter.
He wrote it in a notebook.
Can I do that? What if I did do that? Like, and I say I wrote it in like a notebook tomorrow, and I died the next day. Would they still look at like what I wrote in
No,
there?
I mean,
has to be legally.
They would, but at that point, there'd be a dispute on it.
They wouldn't
because
be
They could just say,
obligated.
well, somebody fucking killed him and then just wrote this.
What if I
Or he
filmed
wasn't
someone
in the
ri-
right mind.
What if I filmed someone like writing? I mean, me writing the will, but them filming me.
I mean, then that would be a hard evidence to say. Then yes, but I would say
That's what I'm
I
doing,
feel like
boys.
that could still be disputed.
Because they could be like, "Oh, he was forced to write it."
yeah. I mean, yeah. That's why you should really go through like an attorney.
I gotta do legal stuff anyway. Anyways, what do we go through? We went through Jake. We went through Kyron. He's afraid of being a vegetable. Essentially the same as Jake, just different terms.
I mean,
No.
old and shit too. Being like too old and shit, you can't do anything for yourself, or like,
Being a vegetable is different than being like decrepitly old.
cause that could happen.
You could
now.
turn
You
into a
realize
veg-
you're a vegetable at that point.
You would.
You
could.
You're decrepitly old. You
No,
won't.
well, not
Like,
if
I
you
mean,
can
that's-
move around,
that's-
but you can't do anything.
you can
Yeah.
be. You can become a vegetable like fucking tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could get a fucking car wreck on the highway
Exactly.
and become a vegetable.
Dude, this dude was wrestling on this video on Facebook, and he got like thrown in this position where he landed on his neck and he became crippled
That was
Yeah,
right
that's
after
what
that.
I'm saying.
That's all it
Shit like
takes.
that happens every day.
Like that was it. No longer was able to walk or use the lower part of his body at all because of that neck injury. That's
Shit's
fucking
crazy.
scary.
Happens just like that, bro. It's easy to do. It's really easy to do.
How do you go from like living your like whole maybe 20 plus years of life
Living your
to
best
just
life.
straight up becoming a vegetable right after that?
Well, not a vegetable.
It's gotta fucking suck. Imagine doing what we're doing now, and then like tomorrow, that shit happens
We're all vegetables.
to any one of us.
Imagine you wake up dead.
Oh,
How you wake up dead?
that'd be that's a crazy thought.
All right, all
Because if you
right.
turned up missing, you
waking
wasn't
up.
missing in the first place.
Not Kyron. Jesse, tell me something.
Fuck you. I'll
You're-
tell you that.
What are you
Deepest,
scared?
darkest
Most scared of?
He's afraid of getting that ass ate.
Oh shit. Probably my deepest fear is getting spiked.
Oh my god.
Let's go
serious
right
topic.
Do I gotta beat you real
All
quick?
3 of Donkey Kong spikes.
Do I gotta,
all 3 stars.
do I gotta go beat you on the game? Do I gotta go
That's
beat
what
you
I
on the game
fucking
real quick?
get for trying to
Do I
get
gotta
into
go beat
a
you on the game real quick?
normal topic. Everyone wants
Do I
to
gotta go
jump
beat you on
off.
the game real quick?
Sticks.
Do I gotta go beat you on the game real
Sticks.
quick?
Oh my god.
Do I gotta go beat you on the game real quick?
Shut the hell up.
Sticks.
Do I gotta go beat you on the game real quick?
Sticks.
Do I gotta go beat you on the game real
Sticks.
quick? Do I go?
I legit want to know what Jesse's really afraid of because I don't have any idea
You
whatsoever.
got your damn right. You're damn right.
That's such a Jesse.
Jesse, come on. Tell me.
Jesse, your deepest, darkest fear right now.
Tell me.
I told you, I'm probably getting spiked.
Jesse! Stop laughing. He won't tell us the truth if you keep laughing. I legit want to know because he won't tell us. I really don't
I
know.
won't tell y'all.
Well, I haven't ever heard if you have.
Eating nasty booty. He's afraid of eating the wrong ass.
Everyone shut the fuck up right now. Jesse has the floor.
I do?
Unfortunately.
This floor sucks.
All right, right now, top 5 deepest, darkest fears. Go.
Yeah, now we're gonna go 5?
Literally, just list what you're most scared
Top
of
5.
He's fucked.
on a psychological
You
level.
gotta
What
start with your most.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Start with
Probably
number
Donkey
one.
Kong's down B spike.
Alright, and then.
No, I'm saying start with your deepest, darkest fear.
Oh. Donkey Kong's side B spike.
Oh my fucking god.
Probably dying.
That's it.
Just straight up death.
Yeah.
So any form of dying you'd be afraid of. So that means like any instance of death.
Are you more afraid of death or are you more afraid of the afterlife? Like, is there any specific way of dying you're more afraid of, or is it just
Not
death?
necessarily. Probably just death in general.
That means you'd be afraid of a lot of things, a lot of scenarios.
Well, it's probably more like what happens after you die. The unknown. Oh yeah.
It's
Really?
not 420.
No.
It's not even March yet.
This is gonna be a long podcast.
Damn it again.
A lot of interesting stuff. A lot of stuff you can
Cut it
decide
into
what you
two.
want to cut out.
We'll just cut it into two.
We could two.
Look, we're gonna end it here. Pick it up next time on the
All right.
Scrapcast.
That was weak as fuck.
Got him.
Yeah, probably just the unknown aspect of dying.
Welcome back to the Scrapcast.
Episode 10. I'm legit gonna write episode. Wait.
The first word in that is gonna be dying, and then
I
welcome
know,
back to
right?
episode.
I'm just gonna write a big ass line right
Direct continuation from episode 9.
Yeah, that's pretty goddamn direct.
That's as direct as it gets.
Talking about deepest, darkest fears. Jesse's afraid of dying.
Top 5
What a surprise.
Top 5 darkest fears.
None of these are very surprising so far.
I mean, that's
Talk.
what most people are afraid of, you know?
It's like the worst thing.
here. I got something.
Jesse's Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong side B. Spike.
That's Josh's greatest fears.
Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong
No, it's-
Spike.
His is Donkey Kong's forward air. Just dunks him like a basketball. Straight down. Such a nasty Spike.
Yeah.
Makes anyone feel better.
You jump into it every time. How do you feel about that, Josh?
You're getting better about it though.
Jesse's afraid of any like death, just like anybody else is.
It's pretty common.
Just like anybody else.
Why are
is.
you afraid of dying?
Yeah, it's just the aspect, the unknown.
What do you
I
mean by that?
don't know. I don't know.
Well, fucking think about it.
Fuck you, bitch.
God.
I'm not even afraid of dying.
Listen to Zelda music right now?
Yeah,
We've
we've been listening to
I
Zelda
just
music.
realized it.
Yeah.
I just heard it.
35 minutes now.
Because like you're so used to, I mean you're living and then you're not.
And you're afraid of what
All
you
anyone
may not
knows anything
experience.
about is living. No one knows what.
Yeah. I mean, you can say it's just like when you weren't alive, but what was that like? You don't even know. And it could just be as simple as like, oh, well that's it. You're just done. That's it.
You know what I tell myself a lot is that whenever you die, I like to think that there's a certain kind of experience you could experience to come back from the dead. But then I tell myself, I feel like there's a lot more people in this world that would, I don't know, really be that, I don't know, have that drive to live rather than me on the offhand. Like, someone that really is passionate about something that would really want to live. I feel like if anyone were to come back to life, it would be them, as opposed to someone like me.
I don't really understand what you're saying.
What I'm
You're
saying is-
like, in the moment of death, or
Like, whenever you're dying, say you're like in the process of dying, and then like life gives you another chance. Like, hey, if you really want to come back, you have to overcome this kind of trial.
Rebirth.
Yeah, if you want to come back.
Chance at rebirth.
I've heard stories that like people have. I watched videos of people telling stories that they like were about to die, that it was telling them to like go into the white light or whatever, and they had a choice and they decided not to.
Well,
It'll pick.
he's shaking his head.
It'll pick up. It'll pick up.
It will, yeah.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah, swallow that hoe.
Oh.
Sometimes, and I've been wondering this for a long time for some reason since I was like 11, is like I wonder like why am I me?
Like,
Like why
That's-
is it this person, this body that I'm experiencing life through?
yeah.
it's not a bad
I've
thing
thought
to
about
think
that a
about.
lot.
I asked one of my coworkers something like that the other day. I was like, "Have you ever just thought that we out here?" And I was trying to like explain to him, and he was just like, "What?"
He's not as knowledgeable as us.
No, he's
just not used to our stupid retard
yeah, I know.
But like,
We're really out
Like
We're really out here.
like
though.
really,
I tried to explain it, and I was just like, "You're you, and I'm me."
like
Isn't that fucking weird?
that's the question of modern philosophy.
crazy.
Why am I not
That's
Jake?
modern
Why am I not
philosophy.
Jesse, why am I not
Alright.
Kyron?
Scrap pile.
All right, let's do it.
Philosophy.
Tell you what.
Philosophile.
The Philosophile.
Velociraptor.
But yeah, first off, the chances of being born into this world as a human is already fucking
1 in a
astronomical.
million, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty badass. I won
And
that
then
race.
I'm
and then
fucking alive, bitch.
Fast as fuck.
and then to be born into you.
We're all here at the same time. Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty fucking
The
awesome.
thing is, but there could be another one of us that like
No.
just exists in a whole nother
No,
timeline.
no.
I mean,
That's not really what I'm thinking about. but-
There could be another Jesse
It
in like
could be.
1,000 years,
I would
or
love to meet
another
that dude.
Jake in 100 years.
it could be.
We don't fucking know.
See, like when you say it's an astronomical like type event for you to actually be born, like I'm just not like that. I don't get the whole.
I was fast as fuck.
I just don't have that kind of hype behind being alive. Like it's just the roll of the dice, man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
honestly,
that's
I don't either. But it's a cool way to think about it. Is that you're
Not
fast
really-
as fuck.
not
I
really
mean-
being- like not really being alive, just that it happened to you.
But okay, here's the thing. Like you've got a chance to roll your D20 and you gotta hit a crit.
And you hit a fucking crit.
I mean, it's just chance.
Yeah,
That's
you-
crazy.
You won that chance.
We're a product of chance. Do
And
you
it
realize
happened
that?
to you, and you're here doing it.
With us.
But I mean, in the span of eternity, like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It
but
just
think
happened.
about that.
It was going to happen. It just happened to happen.
Will
I
you-
get. I
will
think
you
you just
experience it again though, ever? Like you and your conscious
Well,
self?
no, because you're gonna die.
like.
How do you know though?
I- like,
that you
I-
won't go somewhere else.
How
I
do you
mean,
know
I,
we?
I don't know. I have a pretty fair estimate
And,
of
well,
I
here's,
won't.
here's the other thing too, and I guess it kind of goes in with reincarnation. But like, if you die, is that it, or do you?
Yeah,
Hear me
it
out. But
is.
no, hear me out. It's like you get reborn, but you're not. It's like reincarnation. Like maybe it really is just like maybe that is reincarnation, but you're reborn and you're also you're experiencing again, like how we are experiencing now.
So you could
I love
say
that deja vu. That's where deja vu comes
You
from.
could
That's
say
my favorite like theory.
maybe like Rick was saying, like the explanation for deja vu is that maybe we feel that way because we have already experienced something like this.
Well, I'm not saying like you're being yourself again.
I know what you mean.
It's like how Rick is like, I'm me experiencing this, and you're aware that you're experiencing life and such, right? Yeah. Well, then what if you are reborn and you're experiencing it again as like someone else?
that could very well be the thing.
Like,
but,
do you will you have that thing where it's like you were in the void, right?
Yeah.
You don't even know what was going on.
What if
And then
what if
you're-
we're all just the same person, just on a different.
We're
Incest.
already a hive mind.
Incest.
We're
No,
a
no,
hive
no,
mind.
Like what if
You're all
What
gay.
if everybody is like the same person, but in their own like perspective?
I remember you've said this
timeline?
before.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's.
So
that's the
like
thing
We're like the things
So,
from
like-
Inside Out.
So like I've lived your life, like up
We're
the
just taking
timeline,
turns.
all the past and all the future that we're gonna do.
Yeah, well, that's like a thing that there's a certain niche of spiritualists that kind of have that idea, and I had that idea for a while myself. That there's only one universal consciousness that makes up everything, and that the entire universe only exists for that consciousness to experience. Like each of us and everything and every piece of matter and the stars and the planets and the gravitational winds and everything, every particle, every molecule exists only to experience its own individual factors in order to relieve some kind of satisfaction for the one consciousness that is everything.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you've never been here when he said that.
That reminds me. The one consciousness reminds me of in old Greek philosophy. They had the logos.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much, yeah.
I like how I learned that whenever in the Bible when it talks about God spoke the word and the word was God, that the word part comes from logos.
Yeah.
That's what they were like talking about.
So, what you're saying is we're all experiencing each other's lives for the sake of what
Just
we-
doing it.
A higher
Yeah.
consciousness that we're not capable of.
Yeah, like one way I had it described to me once in some random fucking YouTube spin I went on many
Classic.
several years ago was that it's like there is only the one thing, which is this blank space, right? That is the only thing that there is. But then this blank space divides itself in circles. And so there is one circle, and then that creates two circles, and that creates three circles. And those circles create the flower of life.
the
And-
start of humanity.
yeah, and then those circles create the tree of life, and then it's the one consciousness expanding itself in order to
Experience
fluctuate some kind of capacity of experience.
everything. Experiencing everything.
Everything that could ever be, ever. Every infinite possibility.
So you think we could all just be one big conscious mind? Conscious mind.
Part of it.
Yeah,
Part of
or,
the
right,
conscious
part of
mind.
it's like one divided by any number is still one.
Do you realize how like smart humans have to be to even think of these kind of concepts? Like, what if that is the like possibility?
Could be.
Do you realize how smart your brain has to be to even fucking fathom that idea?
We're pretty smart compared to everything else that's here.
I mean, on this planet, yeah.
But that's still kind of crazy to think about.
I think it is, yeah. But then again, we don't have very good competition right now.
Because well, we don't know of it if there is any. Because if they are smarter than us, and they're smart enough to hide themselves away from us. Before we continue on further, if this is a whole nother podcast, I feel like it should be introduced as a continuation of.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No,
No.
that was a joke.
I already wrote the fucking line.
Well,
Look
you're-
at you.
You're stupid.
Don't worry, that
That's why
line's
your
for
name
flavor.
is stupid.
It says continued.
That line's for that continued is for flavor as well.
Fuck my ideas.
Oh gosh, Josh.
Classic.
Typical.
but Josh.
That's a baby
It's gonna
brand.
it's gonna restart in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
The
Classic.
intro and everything.
This completely like
Karen,
branched
can I
off
get some more of these?
from what?
Vlasic Bosch.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's the whole. Okay, all of these theories and such and everything.
You're afraid of death.
We don't know any of those, whether any of those are true or not. So we've got all these theories. What's true? It's either a void, it's reincarnation,
But
it's reliving your life again in the span of whatever because of intense dopamine release, possibly.
think about it. If you were like to be in a void, I think about that a lot because would you be conscious of that void at this point or not? Because
All right, right
But-
now. What happens after death? Go.
I like to think there's like everyone's own personal heaven where they live out the life they truly wanted to live, eternal happiness. But one of my greatest fears is like
I
just-
don't care about all that. What do you believe? right now?
That's what I believe.
Okay.
That's what I like to believe anyway.
All right. Go.
Oh shit.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is that your final answer?
That's what I want to believe. It's not what
Is
I maybe.
that your final
That's
answer?
not what I believe.
Well, no. I
Well,
mean,
then
that's
what-
not what I'm asking. At this moment, right now, what happens when you die?
What I believe is, I kind of believe it's how we were before we were born. Whenever we die, since our brain shuts off, we kind of just become void. We're not conscious of the void, but we're kind of just, we didn't know what happened 300 years ago, just like we didn't know what happened 30 years ago. We weren't alive then. So we kind of just don't exist, and we don't realize the time that's passing. We don't know how much time passes. We're just kind of there until we are again, if that ever happens again, which it may or may not.
But when you say we are there, what do you mean?
Whenever we're alive, like say I live from now, which was 99, till maybe like 2085 or something, and then I die, and then I won't be conscious or even know what I don't even exist anymore. Like I don't know what anything is anymore. Fucking 5,000 years could pass and I wouldn't know anything. I wouldn't know that time has passed because I don't exist anymore.
What are you saying? You exist again?
No, what I'm saying is, well, maybe that's a possibility. What I'm saying is how I will be after death is how I'd be before life.
So you're saying there's some kind of state between life and death, in which your consciousness or your whatever the soul may be kind of retains its form until some sort of happening.
Maybe. I think at some point maybe reincarnation happens whenever it's like hundreds, thousands of years away. But from what I believe now is I truly think when we die, it'd be the same feeling as before we were born. We weren't conscious of anything, just like we weren't conscious of the beginning of time or like the 1500s.
But you're saying whether we're conscious or not, you're thinking there's some kind of state pre-life and afterlife.
No, that's the thing, is there is no state at all. Like pre-life is the same as afterlife, because there is no state. We're not conscious or aware of anything whatsoever.
So there's
So
nothing.
you're
There's
saying
nothing.
there's nothing.
So there's nothing.
No, we won't know there's nothing, but there will be nothing. Just because we won't exist anymore, because our brain dies.
So
Nice.
nothing.
That's what I think, but
All
that's not what I want.
Final answer?
Is that your final answer?
Unfortunately.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry, that was incorrect.
All right, Kyron.
How many votes on it though?
Shit.
Oh.
What happens after death? Go.
I think. I don't know. I have like a couple theories that
What's
I
your
think.
most prominent?
I think that maybe our consciousness just goes somewhere like in the universe, or we can choose where we want to go, or we can just, or it's just nothing.
That's possibilities. That's not what you believe in.
I mean,
That's multiple
that is what I believe.
His belief is that
Those
You
are like
accept it?
those are like things
We'll
that I
get to
believe could happen.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the podcast
Many
before.
times.
Several
Oh,
times.
maybe. I'm not sure.
I know.
I actually don't know.
I've stated my position on this. I know for sure. Is that your
You just did earlier.
Is that your final answer? Is multiple possibilities?
Sure.
multiple choice?
Is the things you just stated?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Rick, what happens when you die?
You die.
Nothing. It's over. You're gone.
That's it.
So what I said.
Final answer?
Yes.
Jeez, what happens when you die?
Get spiked by Donkey Kong's side B.
Final answer?
Right through the intergalactic fucking consciousness.
Yeah, just spikes straight through it. Yeah. The threshold of eternity.
God. I don't know. I don't have a belief yet.
You have no belief in what
You're
happens.
Christian,
No.
bro. How do you not have a
Hold on.
It's
No,
challenged.
he's Jesse.
It's challenged.
The
It's
thing
been
is-
challenged for about a year.
Just because you're Christian,
Or
I'm
two.
not Christian, but I do like to believe in a certain God, just to give me some reassurance. But I do believe in it.
It's not the
That-
point.
That-
Damn.
We'll
that
get to that.
doesn't-
Hold on to that,
That
thought.
doesn't mean I don't have a certain.
Hold
type-
on to that thought.
Uh,
Jeez, what happens when you
I
die?
don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right.
Next contestant.
Lights out, game over. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Final answer?
Final answer. All right, Josh, what were you saying?
And now what?
What was
that
I
it?
saying?
You were saying you believe in one
No
God for
assessment.
reassurance.
Yeah, just because, like, I do believe in a God, because I do like to believe that there's something that does control everything. Because in my moments of most dire need, I want to have something to turn to. Like, I feel like it's not just in control of me. Unfortunately, sometimes it differs, sometimes it doesn't. But if there is some kind of fate, I like to believe sometimes it's legit my fate, to where it's supposed to happen and not just in my complete control, because I'm not always the best.
Sorry,
So
do you believe in fate?
I believe in fate. Like something's supposed to happen, or something will happen because of it.
But do you believe in
I
free?
believe-
God damn it.
I believe in fate. I do believe in fate.
Jesse knows where I'm going with this. If you believe in fate, do you believe in free will?
Here we go. This is what we got into that one time. I was too drunk to actually talk about it.
It's so difficult. How are we gonna spring that on a drunk Josh?
I'm not drunk.
I know, but you said last time.
Yeah. Last time I was like,
I
what do
spring
y'all-
this on like literally every other podcast.
Last time
It's
I was
such,
like,
it's such
what
a nice one to return to.
It's like,
What are y'all
okay, now that
talking
you've had
about?
some time to think.
Yeah.
Let's come back.
Now that I'm not too drunk. Is pizza not fucking working? Okay. Anyways. Last time I was too drunk to comment on this, but I don't believe there's free will. Only because if I say I do, then I'm straight contradicting what I said with, like, I believe there is fate. If there's fate, then there's not free will. and that makes sense.
But you believe in a fate, a destined path, more than you do free will.
Well, I believe in fate too. I mean, not fate, free will to a certain extent. Like, we're able to choose some in between things that will eventually lead to what we're supposed
So
to.
the
So it's
illusion
like
of free will.
It's like Mass Effect.
Sure, I believe it.
Things
No,
that you think you have to.
Who else gets that?
In the-
I don't know
Who
what
else
Mass
gets
Effect
that
is.
joke?
in the end goal, I feel like we're gonna end up there, but the points leading up to that, like end goal, I feel like there's different outcomes. Like, there's multiple ways to get to that point.
I'd just like to point out that's a fantastic joke that nobody understood.
I feel like
Speaking my opinion, what the fuck? It's a pretty damn good opinion.
I feel like that.
That's a good opinion. I'm not saying that's a well thought out opinion.
What's good to relate it to is like One Piece.
Stop.
Because you start. Yeah. You start at the Grand Line and then you get to choose which island you start, and you have all these different paths to take.
Welcome
right?
to the One Piece Hour.
Yeah.
Skip.
It really
But-
will, it really will take an hour.
He just ripped the page.
Jesse was just showing me how like you only had one scrap cast and it was fucking ripped. Like the one page was ripped.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens. Oh,
That's the only one that was ripped.
All right, who's trying to get beat in the game right now?
sticks.
What's up?
Sticks.
You'll die.
Sticks.
Fucking One
Okay.
Piece. It was because of
I'm
something
sorry.
else.
What are you
But
saying?
it's like, okay, yeah, you start at the Grand Line, right? You come down Reverse Mountain, and then you've got all your paths, right? But they all converge over at fucking Lodestar. That's it. So that's your final destination. But you got all these other options.
It's a good analogy.
Shut up, bitch. We can't understand that analogy if we don't watch One Piece.
Well, you fucking should, you stupid bitch. Stupid.
You know, I write a check mark next to everything we cover. I'm gonna write an X next to that.
But we covered it. That's it.
I don't recall hearing anything.
There's two conversations going on at the same time right now.
We're like quiet too.
Oh God.
Got grease on my face.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
But yeah, so that's the analogy of that.
I can't believe I missed Jesse's whole One Piece
It
Say
wasn't
it,
We were
important.
talking about.
say it
Blue
over.
Line.
Say it
It
over.
wasn't important. Don't worry.
Well, you see, you start over at Ace Blue.
One Piece.
I forgot the whole song.
Chopper's doctrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sanji's cooking.
Is that how it goes?
Stuff like that, yeah.
Sanji's cooking.
Play it right now.
Don't give it up, Luffy. Don't give it up, Zoro. Don't give it up, Nami. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Here's how the story goes. We find out by the treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eye is on it, he'll sing. I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king.
His name is Luffy.
That's Monkey D. Luffy.
King of the pirates. He's made of rubber. How did that happen?
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. His name's Zolo, he's just like a samurai and a L-A-D-Y. Nami's not shy. Usopp's doing that marksman thing. Sanji's cooking, Chopper's doctoring.
Set sail the One Piece. It's the name of the treasure in the Grand Line. Set sail the One Piece.
Wait a minute. Save this for later.
I want to hear it.
Okay. Wait.
Save it for later.
Jesse, tell me real quick. What was the story?
It's just like you come down Reverse Mountain, you've got all these options to go, right? Well, the end goal is you have all these options, but you're gonna end at one island Lodestar at the very end.
Okay, cool.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, Lafto.
I mean, it's the final island, but you mean that's what you said.
You mean the moon? Let's not get into that.
We gotta have a
sets things up. He sets them up.
we gotta have a separate podcast, just you and I.
I know. Yeah. For
Rick special guest.
we got
One
a
Piece.
whole One Piece
Oh
podcast.
my god.
I'm about to do my research. Pull up all the theories.
But yeah, that was that.
I think I have I've settled on
an idea on fate that I'm happy with, and it comes from my limited understanding of Stoicism. And Stoicism is that the things that happen to you, the things that are out of your control, those are part of fate. And the free will is how you respond to the things that happen to you. That is part of fate.
Pretty much what I said before.
That's interesting.
See, I've talked about this on the podcast a fucking lot. I'm sorry for repeating myself so much.
It's just such an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Well,
I ask
it's
people
just
all
so
the time.
gosh darn interesting.
The last time we talked about it, it was supposed to be in the like second part of our first episode, which never got aired because everyone was gone.
You mean like the 5th episode?
Well, y'all's fifth
Or the
episode.
7th.
Fifth episode, my like
We've
7th.
had, how many episodes?
This is episode 9.
I'm
This
gonna
is
start
episode
referring
9.
to these
I
as
was in the
season
first
2.
episode.
Yeah,
Were
this
you in
is
the
this
first
is season
episode?
2, episode 2.
I'm gonna start.
The one at Kyron's?
Was that the first?
Was that the first episode?
With you and Saul?
Yeah.
No,
that
that was the
wasn't-
first one. That was like the third or fourth.
So I'm gonna start referring to
The first
these as
episode was
season
just
2.
me, Kyron, Jesse, and Aaron.
Season 1 was technically that. In season 2, season 2, episode 1 was the time we first started here when Jesse got really drunk.
Which
Yeah.
is the lost tapes.
The
And
Lost Tape.
season 2 was the last one we just had, which was
Me.
the one we just aired. So this is, sorry, I'm saying episode 2 was the last one we just aired. Episode 3 is this one,
No, this is 2. Canonically.
canonically, but like
Where's 3 at?
in regards to
Wait,
in
what?
regards to us, season 1 was the one we didn't. I mean, episode 1 was
Is the Lost
the
Tapes,
one,
that's
the
what
one
it's
that got
called.
deleted was season 2, episode 0.
episode 1.
No, the
Episode
Lost
0.
Tapes.
I already have them listed like this.
I don't
okay,
give a
guys?
fuck
don't
how
give
you
a fuck
listed.
what
You
have
listed them wrong,
as.
you
listed them
stupid.
fucking stupid.
Fuck,
Stupid.
fine.
Stupid.
Okay,
Stupid.
fuck me for trying to write down this shit.
Yeah, fuck you for that.
0.
Stupid. I like that idea though. But before we get into Jake rambling on again, we've got to close out that one topic. Josh, what's your biggest fear? I haven't forgotten about
that. Was
that.
like years ago.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten about that.
Did Josh not disclose his
He
biggest
didn't.
fear?
Deepest,
No.
darkest fear. And don't
Jesse,
remember, anyone can watch this.
Jesse pointed. I mean, I know what you mean. Jesse pointed this out before, which I already acknowledged before. Was
Your mic is like perpendicular to you.
Fucking
sorry.
flute player.
I've been pretty good about it lately. It's hard to keep up with it.
You're getting that other guy over there.
So yeah, I'm
like this.
Last time I brought this up in the Yash Files, which was just between the 4 of us. Jesse pointed out.
the pilot of the Yash Files. This is the first episode of the Yash Files.
Jesse said it was the fear of abandonment, which I can't argue against, honestly. And that's legit it. Fear of abandonment.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, final answer.
Final answer.
That we weren't doing that on that. That was on Death.
That's on everything.
Biggest fear is being alone, and that's the biggest thing.
But that's it. Like, you can take that any further.
I have a friend who's like that. They just broken up like from a bad relationship, and they just like cried to me saying that they were afraid of being alone, and it was like weird because I was like it's not, to me it doesn't seem that bad, but to them it's like the end of their world.
Who was this?
A friend of mine.
It hits others more than it hits some people.
That was a good sentence.
Sorry, I know I fucked up. It hits some people more than it hits others.
That was that Japanese grammar. Whatever word anywhere.
But yeah, that's my stance on it. Fear of abandonment. I don't know how I can elaborate on it.
That is something. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like the human species, like the thing about it is, like it's a packed species.
Yeah, you don't want to be alone. Who
You
gets
can deal with it, but I think in the long run, you would prefer to have like some company.
exactly? And I already discussed all of that shit on the last podcast. So
But what if you just woke up tomorrow and you were the only human on Earth?
That'd be
What if
crazy.
you woke up tomorrow and you were dead?
perfectly fine.
If you woke up and you were the last person, God.
What would you do, Jesse? What would you do, Jesse?
First thing
I'd
I would
probably
do.
bust a
I
fat
was
nut.
just about to say.
I would
First thing I would do is
right in the middle of town.
go in the middle
Go to the highest building.
and drive all the way to downtown Houston, get on City Hall's fucking front steps and like bust 3 or 4 of them off. First thing. That's the first thing. Second thing, I would freak the fuck out.
Not even. Second thing, I'd probably go to like a grocery store.
And eat.
Yeah.
I just fucking eat.
What does it matter what you look like anymore? No one loved to impress. You
And
just
then
be
bust
grubbing.
And then be afraid.
Then I'd probably freak out.
You could do anything you wanted, though.
You could, like, you literally could do anything you wanted.
You could do anything that only included yourself.
Because sometimes, like, when I'm driving late at night on the interstate or on the road or whatever, it's just me. Like, I don't see anybody else. Like, no movement or nothing. I'm just like, and I think, like, what if I'm the only person, like, here right now? Because, like, kind of how you said before, how do we know anything outside the room is still there? Like, kind of the same with people.
Object permanence. We learned it when we were about 2 years old, I think.
Huh?
Like, yeah, like. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Cause
Isn't that interesting?
Bust fat
You know
nuts,
about
go
that,
eat,
right?
and then freak out.
About how like kids don't know object permanence.
Yeah.
That's why this stupid bullshit works. They're like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from?
What would you do, Josh?
If I was the last person on Earth. Necrophilia.
There's no other people.
They're not here anymore.
Everyone's just gone. Any trace.
You'd have to wake up dead and then necrophilia on yourself.
Yo, hold on. I would go get so much drip.
I'd kill myself.
Oh.
No guns either.
Like so much, so much.
I mean,
drip that you
I'd probably kill myself eventually, but I mean, I'd have some fun first. Like, I'd run shit over. I'd like run cars through buildings and shit, blow shit up for fun. You know, I'd do some dumb shit like that, and eventually I'd get bored. And
Big ass sandbox.
Wait, do we have animals?
Yeah,
I mean,
animals.
Yeah, there's just no humans who.
See, if
have
we
a
have
cat.
animals, then I'd have a reason to stick around.
Think about how
You're-
much
it's
more
just
fun it'd
you're
be
the
with
only
us.
human.
If I was the only living thing, then
Oh, that's a whole different
I'm
thing.
finna get good
If
at
I'm the only
philosophy.
if I'm the only living human, then I'd let like all the animals loose as I possibly could.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty
Then they
good.
don't fucking kill you.
Everyone,
yeah.
every time you.
Eventually, a lion would come up to you and just maul your ass.
We're in
I
the
mean, I
United States.
your
wouldn't
friend.
fucking stick around and fucking open the cage and take off running. Like, just.
Do you know how fast a lion is?
Do you know how fast he can
You
get?
think I'd be on foot? I'd have a fucking crotch rocket ready to go, buddy.
You'd be like,
I'm way more prepared than that. I'd fucking just burn off on them fucking lions, bro.
lion would catch your ass.
Fuck no. Them lions don't know what's going on when the cage
Imagine-
opens. They're just like, huh?
You just hit the fucking rock and like, bam, that's
Those
it.
lions are fucking sedated anyway.
You're gonna sedate them before you let them free. All right. We'll keep that in mind.
I mean, I'm saying they're sedated while they're in zoos.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, if I was the last human on Earth, I'd let as many animals free as I could. Just like let fucking nature take its course. Things die.
They
then I
probably
would-
freeze.
And then I'd do some dumb fun shit, and then I would shoot myself.
Well, that was fun. And then you just end your shit.
Yeah, eventually I'd just get fucking bored and then be like, this fucking sucks.
Quit game.
Yeah, quit game, honestly.
Would you go anywhere you want?
I mean, you can only go so far. Like, I don't know how to fly a fucking airplane.
And then eventually, like, you're gonna run out of. Well, actually, no, never mind.
We could try.
Would you need other people to, like, maintain the gas stations and shit? Or, like, if the gas is there, would you be able to, like,
well, I
use
mean,
it out?
like gas stations, like they have a reserve of fuel, and then a fuel truck comes from a plant to that place to fill the reserve back up.
So, like, the reserve will just be left where it was at?
Yeah.
And you'd be able to get it, no problem?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
just
gas
go-
stations would just be left where they're at with their reserves right now.
Go
I mean,
behind the
I
cashier's
have plenty.
counter and just hit like fucking $50 on pump, whatever.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
yeah.
But then, like, anything like that that runs off the power grid, that's gonna go off.
Eventually, yeah.
Then you just gotta like stack up whenever you first can.
What if the whole world just like died, like all the power?
But then, I mean, there's all the
That would be-
cars just
that would
sitting
be
around that you
great.
could just break the window on and drive.
That's true. Everyone's gonna have their keys on them. So, you're good to go.
Yeah, but eventually it'd get fucking boring.
It would.
Like after a couple years of just doing whatever the fuck you wanted, maybe not a couple years, like maybe a couple months, just doing dumb shit, fucking driving cars through skyscrapers. Like,
But what if you didn't know you were the only human on Earth?
That's weird.
what do you mean? Like
So,
if I didn't encounter anybody for like
Forever.
more
For a
than
day.
Forever.
yeah, for at least like a week, if I didn't see anybody else, like I'd assume I'm the last person on Earth.
But then it's like, what if there's like
You
it's just
can't-
very few people, and there's a bunch of people who all think that they're the last person on Earth.
Yeah, I mean, but at that point, who gives a shit?
I think this is such a cool like story idea for something.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
It stopped? When did it stop?
You got the audio. All right.
Well, I'll be damned.
You ran out of space. Phone just said nobody needs a video this long. That's what the phone said.
So apparently, the video stopped recording at this point, so we're gonna take
Goddamn
a
Jesse.
small technical difficulty break.
Might be a long one considering how long it stopped for.
Shut up!
They don't know that.
Stupid.
Even though they know that. Don't tell them.
My ass hurts.
I've been going a long fucking time. Like about 3 hours.
I checked it when I came in here, and it was still on. Cause it was like 2 hours, 2 something.
I don't know why, but like it was off.
Where's the last place it's
Literally just skip to the end.
That's his deep.
What?
I don't know if it just turned off and it's like trying to compile it together.
Yeah.
It's not showing me a video.
This boy said there's no video.
It said on there it was like the time that I was recording.
Jeffrey was keeping track of it. He was recording.
Maybe it's just
It might be a 3-hour video.
Alright, audio only podcast. Brought to you by 94.5 Buzz.
Sponsored by iHeartRadio.
Bud Light.
Bud Light. Godsmack.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Godsmack.
3 doors down.
Skillet.
Shine down.
Saving Abel.
Green
really
Day.
no.
Unless it's compiling, there's no video.
Well, we can just end it right here then with.
Godsmack.
We'll just end it with fucking Godsmack.
Nickelback.
Buzzfest.
I don't like that Jesse wants to
94.5.
video.
The Buzz.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just sign off on this shit right now then, since everything is fucking stupid.
Yeah, what was going on? I missed it. Something about like
We were
last
talking about
person.
being the last person on Earth, and we all probably just shoot ourselves.
Oh damn! I'm vibing.
I'd probably die.
How long would you buy?
That's something. I wouldn't have to make that decision if you made one.
That's stupid. That's what it means.
I don't know what that means.
All right, we'll segue off to the end here.
All right.
So that-
Nice. What does greatest dying mean?
I don't know.
No, you're stupid.
Stupid.
It means you're stupid.
Here's the description to those albums. It's in the description.
We have an interview tomorrow.
Scroll down and it's like stage 1, stage 2, all the way to stage 3.
My heart will stop in joy. But yeah, we'll sign off this bitch. We're gonna hit an interview with Rob Zip with the Most Epic Adventures tomorrow.
February 22nd.
That should be out by the time this podcast is out, probably sooner. Check us out on that shit. Check out our YouTube page. We have some songs on there. We're hoping to get on Spotify here pretty soon. We're gonna have some merch pretty soon. Check out our Facebook and Instagram to keep up on all that shit. Check out on our social media to see when our next shows are. We got these tickets to the next round of Vakken. The Vakken open air battle. So check that shit out.
Yeah.
Peace the fuck out, everybody.
See you in LA, boys.
That's right.
Outro.
Yeah.
Begin outro. Begin outro.
Bam.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be walking around with this for now. Just this fucking thing. Turn it off. Yeah, you can just press the space bar.